Close that door, big dog.
The Raider way, or the Raider tenets of commitment to excellence, just win, baby. Once a Raider, always a Raider.
To the back, and he's caught! There for the touchdown! Zach Wilson throws in traffic. It's picked off by Robert Spillane. Spillane taking off. He's down. He's in a little bit of trouble, but Adams gets him out of it. He got free in the secondary to the 23-yard. Looking downfield for Devontae Adams. He's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Oh, a dice roll in Vegas for 6. The Raiders at the 40-yard line, and O'Connell wants to take a deep shot. And he's got Trey Tucker out there. Tucker diving, and he makes the catch inside the 10.
Don't hit my wall, you little fool.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Raider Nation, stand up. Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From the gang called niggas with attitude. When I'm talking, 5 yards deep, this is safety. The safety by Crosby. You too, boy, if you fuck with me. The police are gonna have to come and get me off your ass. That's how I'm going out. For the punk motherfuckers that's showing out, niggas. Intercepted. Good night. Going off on the motherfucker like that. With a gat that's pointed at your ass.
What's up?
Tell them where you're from.
Straight out of Compton. Another crazy ass. Folks, how are you? Welcome inside Allegiant Stadium to Sunday Night Football and the home opener for the Las Vegas.
Hey, real quick, just stay where you are. You don't need to move. Hey, we talked about a fucking blank piece of paper. First half's over. You know what I'm saying, right? This is going through that same mentality, that same energy, the same focus, attention to details, and listen, all gas, no brakes.
And looking downfield for Devontae Adams. He's got it. Touchdown.
Nothing left out is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No.
It's cool when they do it. It's the problem when we do it.
Hit it dead center. Hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Kinda came and crushed the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat. Ironic how the world stops when I spin a globe.
Since Tay knows history, Tay's really good at history. He said last week we was on the wrong side. Well, this week, goddammit, we're on the right side. 63 points, franchise goddamn record.
Salute Raider Nation. Appreciate y'all showing up here tonight, man. On a Monday night, man. Really do appreciate all of you. Salute to the chat. Salute to the mods in the chat. Salute to everybody here on the panel and here to come. Salute Harvey. Appreciate you, bro. Salute Jeffrey. Harvey, I forgot to call you back. Hey, stop. I'll call you back later on, probably tomorrow. Jeffrey, appreciate you, bro. Really do appreciate your comments and the deal when we're done with the video. Everything counts, man. So I really do appreciate it. Appreciate you, Jason, man. Really do appreciate everything you bring to the channel too, and comments. Appreciate everybody here, man. Appreciate salute Tori. Appreciate you too, Rudy, everybody, man. So like I always say, appreciate all your guys' comments. Salute Yonder. Appreciate you. Like I always say, man, I always want to try to iterate with the chat, man, but you guys know me. Like, I got ADHD, dude. I'm like, once I get going, it's hard to stop. I do try to pay attention to it. I will pay attention to it more and try to, interact with more and more people within it. But like I always say, I do appreciate everybody that does stop by or does come to the channel and comments or stays and listens to the rant or what we got to talk about. Long story short, just getting into it. If you want to give a shout out, Rudy, more than welcome.
Shout out everyone back at the West Coast of California.
Depends on Jason. What it depends, but I know Seth is going. I know a few people are going for sure. Just depends on how much I have to work this year. If I'll end up making it to any this year, but hopefully next year I'll get to go to again, get season tickets, go again. But just too much work at the moment. So long story short, man, like I just want to hop in and start talking about again. The things that I talk about here are like months in advance to everybody else out here, man. Like I got dudes on different channels that just straight fucking hate me, dude. And I've always said, if you got haters, means you got fans. So I got some fans. So, hey, I'm all about it, dude. Like, hey, if they ever want my autograph, I'll send them a signed shirt, fucking get them DSR hat, give them a little autograph, send them a token because, hey, I've always said at the end of the day, our job here at DSR is to educate people on our team or how we think about our team. I've always said people don't like me because of the opinions that I bring on our team well ahead of what they're thinking because they think it's not what it is. But I can't count how many times, like it's getting to a point now where it's just getting ridiculous that every single time I talk about something, it's like if some guy up here listening and then just puts it out here on this earth because, hey, Austin, enough, stop, chill out. But long story short, you go to the media day here today and you have all this stuff that comes in and out, coaches, people, everything. Dude, we're going to talk about a lot of things in subject-wise today about players that I've been talking about the whole entire time. That's got brought in here and how come they got brought here and why they're here. So people don't get it, confused like they've been getting it confused for a while now. You have the coaches, the GMs, dude. I mean, we got all kind of shit. He said, can I get an autograph? Hell yeah, fuck, I'll get you one. Let me know what you want, man. Nah, but I mean, I always say I don't want to ever do it like that, but I will. You know what I mean? Like, because it's just getting to a point. Like, for instance, in the whole entire deal, AP's had this plan since last year. And even like when they said about in the conversations today, AP named Aiden the quarterback in November, dude. Like, they've all said that they've had this plan the whole entire time that he's taken over. And depending on how Aiden's year would have ended out, it was the way that they were going to go with their plan going forward. They've put out there numerous times, oh, we're going to try to trade. That's what it is. It's just quotes because it's just air. It's just air. There was never anything, any type of any form that included like anticipated that we were making a trade of any form at all. Then we get the deal. All right, go, man. Go out there. Go sit down. Go eat your shit at the deal. So then we go out, we get freaking Gardner Minshew, and everybody's like, oh, no, he's going to be the starter. He's starter. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, hell no. This guy in starter, this dude just fucking he's been all over already. He's had the chance, and the only time that he's even got is by injury, dude, because every single player that's ever been in front of him, including a rookie that's never even played a down in the NFL, still had the damn job before him. Then when he got here, I kept talking about Aiden in Purdue last year. I kept telling you guys the whole time. I said, Aiden accurate as fuck. This dude is really good over there. He's made 5 games, man. He had 5 games over where he beat big-time schools. I said one of the schools was Michigan, number ranked 2 team. Then he had Tennessee. He had numerous schools at the time that were highly ranked that he went in and beat them. I've said, the hell, people just wanted to count Aiden out instantly, dude. They were all telling, how he's in the pocket and all this bullshit, dude. And I kept saying the whole time, man, hey, you can't put the blame on him when you don't have a coach that gives him options to get out of those deals. I've said it, dude, when the line's not holding down, dude, the kid just got thrown in the middle of the seasons, act like if he knows the whole entire scheme. I said there were a lot of probables. I said Bo Hardegree, man, the guy didn't know shit about football. That's why we're basing Aiden's career off of this dude. I've talked about numerous things about it. It's just crazy. I said that, hey, when they went out and got Gardner, I said he's the second best fucking backup quarterback that was in free agency. I said a hype man. That's what I said. He's a hype dude to push Aiden to get the best out of him. That's exactly what I said. I said it straight up, dude. I said, this dude's here to push him, man. And if Aiden gets hurt or something happens, then he'll take that spot. But he's not going to get that spot coming in here. There's nothing that indicates it. And what did everybody keep saying? They kept saying, look at the shut up. And he kept saying, hey, look at the money. Look at the money that they give him. Look at the money. That's starter money. That's starter money. And I said, nah, fuck no. We literally just give fucking Mariota fucking $12.5 million just a few years back. He was a backup under Derek Carr. He never started but 1 game because Derek Carr got injured. People talk that same bullshit the whole entire time. And I've literally said if people knew anything about football, they would have seen the inflation in the game, dude, where we went from 185 million to 255 million. It's like 259 or something like that. But we've made a substantial jump. It's almost $70 million that we make a jump on. And then people are talking about a $3 million pay raise to a quarterback. Like if it's like that's the best out there. It's not. If you go back and look at numerous contracts, he may be, I think Gardner Minshew is somewhere around like the 15th or 20th highest paid player, but he's not a starter. Doesn't that tell you guys something? He's like the 15th highest paid player, but he's not a starter. But what you guys don't understand is depending on how contracts are worked or how they're not. See, when everybody views quarterbacks, it's at here and now. That's how they're looking at it. So they pull up a contract, they pull up, hey, what's he making here and now? That changes every single year for every single quarterback, depending on, did this guy get a front-loaded contract? Did this guy get a back-loaded contract? This guy's pay is going to be substantially higher. This guy's pay is going to be substantially lower. It doesn't matter, just depending on where you caught him in the contract. And then not only that, you're talking about quarterbacks that are obviously got drafted. There's going to be 20 of them over there that are still starting or better than him out of 32 in the NFL. So all I keep trying to say is people are just writing off Aiden because of whatever reasons. It's their lack of knowledge. I've literally said since last year that fool going to start. He's the main guy. I've said it the whole entire time. that him staying in the offseason, practicing with all these guys. We're gonna listen to frickin' a few of these dudes presser, like I call it like a presser, just because they were sitting there at the round table talking with the dudes today. Literally Telesco. I mean, we had all kinds of people, but more of the people I want to more focus in on are like frickin' Tom Telesco, AP, frickin' they had Luke Gessie up there. I mean, I don't really care. Like, we could listen to Max and them, but I don't really care about Max and them right now because I already know who they are. Their conversation is just more about what's going on in the organization. I like to listen to like Gardner. I want to listen to Aiden, you know, how they present Gardner, how they present Aiden. Aiden's the clear-cut starter. I mean, that's how they present him. That's how they talk about him. They talk even to Gardner Minshew about, hey, you have to push, man. You come here, you have to push for it, keep that energy, still to be able, you know, they talk about a lot of things. All I just want to wonder is why did so many people sit here and advocate that it Gardner the whole entire time being the starter? Can someone go get me an article that shows that? Can someone give me an article that says that Gardner Minshew is the fucking starter for the Raiders at any point? I would love to see an article. I know I'm on top of my shit. I know I'm very on top of my shit. So what I think I'm going to start asking people from here on out is, when they keep making the accusation that a certain person is in a certain position, I'm just going to ask, hey, where's the article that advocated that? Well, the article you're going to say is that he's here to push Aiden to be the starter. That's the fucking article you're going to find. There's no article that advocates that he is the motherfucking starter on this team. Not at all. Not anywhere. The conversation's being twisted around massively just to float people's fucking rocks, I guess. I mean, I don't understand what it is about Raider Nation that they dick suck individual people. See, they gravitate to individual people instantly and they won't get the fuck off them. They won't. They just suck them right on like a fucking leech and then they won't get off the dude. It's like, look, bro, if the dude's good and he beats out Aiden, he gets the job. But to anticipate that this dude is here and he's the starter when he's not, and he's never been advocated to be the starter, out of his own damn words in his first press conference was, I was never granted the starting job. I was granted the opportunity to fight for the starting job. Like, why does Raider Nation and these content creators and all these dudes that think they know shit, why do they keep twisting words, dude? They just twist it every fucking conversation. It's like, why don't you just say it how it is? Like, that's the whole problem. You don't like me because I say it how it is. You guys just say it how you fucking want it to sound. That's what you do. You just come out, well, if we say this and all these guys mimic it, we'll just be, it'll act like it is. No, it's not. I don't give a fuck. You guys are dumb as hell. You sound dumb as hell every single time you do it. It's like, the problem out here in the world is that you got people that pay for shit when they don't deserve it, dude, like straight up. Like, they talk about shit they have no fucking clue about. They don't even understand the NFL. They don't understand how the process is. They don't see our team. I've always seen the future, dude. Like, I see tomorrow, not today, dude. I've been that way the whole time. Over 2 years of doing this shit, everybody knows it. Like, I don't just have this crystal ball that sees fucking months in advance, dude. I always hit on subjects months in advance because I see it right here at hand. So I already know what's going to happen here. All people out here, oh, no. Yeah, you guys are stupid. It's getting to a point where it's getting ridiculous as hell. You're not even coming close to the conversations. Like, not even close, dude. People sat here and bagged Tyree. Watch how many of these guys dick suck that dude this year, dude. So many of them will dick suck him like they never said a bad thing about him. They do this about every deal. When he starts winning and balls out, they're going to dick suck him too. I mean, they're going to do this the whole entire time. They talked about our offensive line. They never even went out and did jack, dude. Like, everything these guys advocate all the way to beat writers, they've been dead wrong, just dead wrong. And then you got a bunch of sheep out here that are like, bah, feed me, and you're fucking keep getting fed stupid shit, even though you got fed rotten ass food and sour ass shit, dude, and you still like, oh, that one was bad, but let me get fed again. Like, you guys are horrible. You guys are so horrible, it's not even funny. And I kept saying this whole entire time, man, they've had the process that they were already going to roll with this dude. I keep talking about how Devontae's contract would get fucking wiped even, man, and advocated because of the fact that the only way you can speak for those type of contracts at those positions, if you have a fucking rookie quarterback. I've spoke about this 100 fucking times where people keep saying like, he's going to have to restructure it. He's going to have to do this. And I said, no, he won't. He won't have to do it as long as they play Aiden O'Connell as the starting quarterback, because if Aiden becomes a starter, they don't need to ask frickin' Devontae to restructure his contract. His contract plays out like if he was the quarterback, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, if Aiden's going out there and he's throwing them the yards and he's getting 1,500 yards, what's wrong with it? If he's getting 10 touchdowns, there's nothing wrong with it. So, and it's only for 2 years. Then they got to get another contract. And if Telesco's smart, he redoes the contract in the middle of probably the second to the last year, and then he gets to rework both those contracts, split them, or both of those years from that 42, 43 mil, and then get to split it up and then write the contract out in another 4-year contract where you're giving them, say 30 million a year, but out of these 2 years where it's going to be 44, 43, that's 4 million on it. So you move it down over there and you give it 32 and 32 mil each year. Then it's 30-30. You see, like, you can move the money around when you do those type of contracts. It's where too many people are too fucking dumb. Listen, I'm going to just be honest with you guys. I've always said it. These eyes, man, give you two options. They give you an option to see shit facts, straight on, or they can give you any perception you want. The biggest illusion that you could ever fathom. That's what your eyes will give you. Your eyes are going to give you one of two things. It's up to you how you want to see it, man. And when people keep sitting there looking at the second option, that's the illusion option, it's just insane. It's insane. They want to look at an illusion, then they want to come out here into the public, and then they want to talk about it like it's facts, and it's not. It's not. Has no factual behind it, has no factual truth behind it. And then I keep saying this. How come you have channels like Mitchell Rands and all these big dudes? Like, look, at a certain point, you got to start holding people accountable, man. They keep saying themselves about their sources, right? That they're the fucking lead of the nation. We are the ones that follow them. Why are their shit so wrong? Why is their shit so wrong? Like, their sources are trash as hell, like straight facts. And why are their topics so wrong all the time? Like, again, dude, we're talking about all the wrong conversations when it comes to our teams. We don't talk about good conversations that are going to better our team. We talk about conversations like, let's trade Tucker or shit like that. It's like we do the stupidest shit out there. Oh, let's get rid of Max Crosby, or let's do Matt or Devontae, or all these deals. Like, none of the conversations make any sense when it gets brought up out here. We should be talking about the development of players, where they're at. I've literally talked on multiple subjects that are going to get brought up here in the next week or so. Literally, Ian got brought up in the presser, or like in that conversations today at the round table. I mean, there are multiple fucking things that I've literally spoke on over the last few months that they just sat here and talked about all day long, man. So all I keep trying to say is when we talked about Josh Jacobs last year, we literally said that he wasn't going to be here. They would go to a dual back, that it would be Zamir White running the fucking ball. Fuck, all these dudes out there hated us hella hard. Oh, you guys know what you're fucking talking about, blah, blah, blah. You guys think you're going to go to dudes that don't even get the fucking ball. Like, I can get video. Watch probably on Wednesday or Friday. I'll even bring up that whole entire fucking conversation of that bobblehead ass motherfucker again, where he come over on our show, fucking talk his stupid ass shit, and he was wrong on fucking 9 out of 10 fucking conversations. Like, that's all I keep trying to say. There's no accountability on none of these dumbass clowns, dude. It's just like I've said, they're wrong on 9 out of 10 of their conversations. I hit fucking 9 out of 10 of mine in a fucking before OTAs even happened, and still kept fucking beating on the drum. And these guys couldn't even be farther off pace than there is. At the end of the day, I literally said that Zamir White would have taken over that job, that he would be the fucking lead back, and that they would go to a split back, a dual back system. Literally got fucking 20 lives that we literally spoke about it. Literally, we can go probably pull up all kind of other lives of other people that fucking talked about us talking about that when we were right and they were wrong. They were dead ass wrong. They sat at their fucking lives. They sat there and said, oh, that DSR doesn't know what they're talking. Oh, they always think that this. They always think that. Blah. Yeah, well, okay. You guys say that shit, but was I right? Yes, I was. So obviously I thought right. So you sound dumb as hell when you try to mock somebody or fucking mock a person that you sit and say, like, they don't know. You shouldn't say that until I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, then you should probably say that, because it's like, I'm fucking 9 for 9. about these motherfuckers saying something that I said and fucking and I'm right. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. They're wrong as fuck. I'll be right as fuck, dude. I just think these things are getting it's just getting insane anymore. But long story short, man, I was gonna bring up the freaking video from them. There's a few. What was this one? No, I won't bring up that one later. I want to bring up the Tom Telesco, and we'll listen to him talk on the Raiders Roundtable when they were doing the media day of the players down there. So give me 1 second. I don't know. I get irritated as hell, man, about most of these dudes fucking talk about our team, don't know jack fucking shit. They need to quit buying subs and views, man, and fucking that don't even add up to the algorithm on their fucking channels. It's fucking getting to look desperate as hell.
Yeah, that's what a lot of YouTubers do. And it's in a lot of sectors.
They're stupid as hell because a lot of these guys are buying their subs and views these days, dude, and acting like
I
even
see
know.
it all the time.
Like, it is crazy as hell. It's just
and it doesn't match the algorithms too. You're right.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you can spot them by a mile. I would literally go get them all, put them up on fucking deal, and blast the fuck out of them and show them, okay, how did this fucking video hit this type of shit when there's been multiple other fucking people that's literally spoke on this that have way higher views, and their shit didn't even come close to those. Like, these guys are dumb. They're dumb. They don't even research shit. They just go out and put up numbers because they think people are blind.
Social Blade is how you tell them. You go on Social Blade and it'll tell their algorithms. I learned all this from this guy named Frauditor Troll, and he shows the Social Blade of how much people make money and how their clicks and views are.
That's facts.
Yeah.
All right, we'll bring up this right here.
Yeah, just adding to what you were saying, it's kind of funny, and you can tell, like, when I have 190 subs and I got more fucking views than someone who's got like fucking 1,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some of these dudes, it's clear as day fucking paid for. They'll have fucking 2,000 fucking subs, 1,500 subs. They get 2 fucking people watching their shit. Like, how do you have fucking that many people following you and you get 2 fucking people watching your shit, dude? Like, and it's not even that. It's even when you go to their social media pages, dude, they fucking got fucking 1, 2 likes, fuck all that shit. None of their shit adds up, dude. None of it adds up. None of their shit's adding up. The thing that adds up is it's 100% facts that if you go to these same fucking groups, man, and you just get the people that are all in the chats, and then you were to get all these other YouTuber channels, you can put every one of those people in every one of those chats, dude, like every single time. So there's no explanation of how come these ones are surpassing these type of numbers when these ones aren't even close. You know, like, it is what it is. I can care less. I mean, it ain't mine. I don't give a fuck. I'll work for mine. I'll go down the route I go. That, you know, that's the whole thing. That's why when people want to talk about football, I can talk about football. You know what I mean? Like, I don't dick suck individual people and have the same conversation over and over and over and over. I literally said multiple things that we're going to talk about in this show tonight. Literally said that we want to spend that fucking cap money until it came down to a crucial motherfucker that coming into the fucking camp, that it would that's who we would go after. I literally spoke about that. I said it here just recently. Everybody kept advocating, get players, get this, get that. I said, we're at a point right now, dude, where we have a fire ass roster. Most people don't even know it. I said, it's a sneaky good motherfucking team, dude. You'd be very surprised by what we got going on here. And I literally said, dude, with the corners, when I talked about Bennett here just in the last show, I talked about numerous things that are all coming to fruition right now, because I literally said that kind of money, you're going to be able to re-sign your players. You're going to be able to redo a lot of different things, man. You can have in-house people versus having to go out and just keep spending. Raider Nation just spend. No, we're broke. We have nothing, because that's all they do in their whole fucking life is live paycheck to paycheck. You listen to Tom Telesco. No, your mic could never die. Look and see if you muted it. But long story short is that's not what they're trying to do. They're trying to spend the money that we need and then bank the rest of the money for either future contracts or later date for, you know, later on for later dates. So I spoke about all those fucking things, man. Literally spoke about all of them. Literally said that we would not get a guy until it was literally going into the fucking camp, because I think Ozzy brought up about the fact of signing him going into the preseason. And I said, I want to make sure you want him to get acclimated in camp, dude, at least before you get to the preseason, so the player can have time within the team. Like, that's exactly where we're heading. That's exactly what we're about to do. Savannah, please be quiet. So that's what we're about to do. I literally said it. They advocated it. I've literally said that AP's had this fucking plan in place, dude, especially with Aiden O'Connell and the people that he's brought here, high energy people, fucking cheerleaders, dude, just like fucking Gardner Minshew, dude. He's here to fucking help, dude. Aaron Rodgers, if you brought him here, he is not here to fucking be Aiden's friend and tell him where he's fucking up. What he's gonna do when the season starts out and Aaron Rodgers fucks up on a pass, he'll tell him why he fucked up. You know, like, that's what he'll do. But he's sure in the fucking gonna sit here and be like, yeah, this and this, you know, like, he doesn't care. Yeah. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about that. It's about competition. He wants to be the starter. He wants to get paid millions. He don't want to get paid backup money. So I think people need to just start seeing shit for what it is, dude. I mean, Aiden's going to be the starter. It's 100% facts. Until Aiden fucking either gets hurt or fucking obviously doesn't do his job, he is not. But every conversation that's been put out there, every single deal that's been put out there, it's all advocated that Aiden is the fucking starter, clear-cut starter. It's not even a fucking debate about it. And the only way the only way that Gardner Minshew is going to be the starter is he's going to have to clearly beat his ass. Like, there's no doubt about it. So outside of that, I can't see it fucking being there. And I think people shut up. I can't see people fucking keep on talking about it over and over and over and over, man. It's gonna get fucking old, dude, and it needs to stop, man. People need to see it for what it is and start having real fucking conversations. Conversations indicate, like, hey, when Gardner fucking takes the job from fucking Mitch, or when Gardner takes the job from Aiden, then it's his. But to sit here and advocate, oh, Gardner's the starter. He's not the starter. There's no ad, there's no article, there's nothing that advocate he's the fucking starter. So quit fucking saying he's the fucking starter. It sounds stupid and you sound dumb as hell when you say it, dude. Like, you can say you can push Aiden for the starting position. Like, again, if you guys are going to be Raider content creators, you should probably know your fucking team before you speak on them. You should know who the fucking starter is. You should know who's going to be the fucking starter. Don't talk about who you want to dick suck. Don't fucking do that. Don't say, hey, man, this dude looks like a girl. I'll dick suck him in the bathroom, dude. Like, that's not the conversation we want to hear for Raider Nation, dude. Like, it's the best motherfucker up and playing, dude. So, again, I swear it gets old as fuck that every Raider fan or most content creators keep advocating motherfuckers on our team that have never going to be starters anywhere else, but we're want him to be a starter here. You know, like, I brought this up, and I think they'll bring it up in this fucking deal too. I said about, when fucking Rich Gannon got brought here, everybody thought that John Gruden was fucking crazy, but John Gruden is a goddamn quarterback guru. So he already knew what the fuck he was doing when he went and got Rich Gannon off Kansas City backup bench. He already fucking knew what he was going to do, and he knew who he was going to build. There's a difference. And like, John Gruden was labeled as one of the fucking best up-and-coming minds in football, period. There's
a quarterback coach for Green Bay Packers.
That is John Gruden. So to sit here and keep advocating that there's a coach on this team that's going to turn Gardner Minshew into this fucking Rich Gannon, dude. Listen, John Gruden did that. Quit fucking confusing conversations and errors and how people got where they were at, dude. Like, I don't understand why they're doing that. Aiden's the rookie. Aiden's the second-year player. He has all the stats. He has all the numbers. He has has everything there. It's up to us to develop and get him to fucking play in the right system. So, Again, but I don't know. You guys want to add anything before I start this video? Or
I was gonna say, my brother, when he said when Rich Gannon went to the Raiders, he said, "Rudy, your team's going to the Super Bowl now." I thought, you know what, Rick, that's a little too far, but it turned out he was right. We did go to the Super Bowl, but we did lose to, of course, Gruden when he went to Tampa Bay. But he did go to the Super Bowl. My brother was right.
The problem with
He liked Rich Gannon.
That's the thing we do. We always want to take shit away. Like they said that Super Bowl was a conspiracy when John Gruden built the fucking team. John Gruden built that Raiders team from fucking hand up, dude, and fucking John Gruden destroyed it from the fucking roof down. Like the people, like that's the whole thing about Raider fans. They just can't see it for what it is. They always want to change shit and want to change, deals. Like there's a few things in Raider history where I'll say it's like clear as fuck, dude. Like the fucking tuck rule, dude. Like Charles Woodson came off that pass off that corner, dude, in the freezing ass cold, where everybody said that hey, we were not supposed to be even going and even have the game that close because we were not a cold weather team that we couldn't stick with the Patriots in that deal. Like I'll say that game right there, like there's just too much evidence to say like Charles Woodson popped that ball. There's just too much, but. Then, like, the Dallas Cowboy index card, dude, like, that was another one that was just, like, straight blatant as fuck. Anything else out of most of those I can give a fuck about. You know, it's football.
Yeah, that Dallas one, to me, is number one. Just because the fact, if you think about it logically, the card can fit between the fucking line and the ball. Doesn't that mean you're fucking short?
Yeah, well, they didn't get the card between the ball and the deal is why, so...
It looked like it was when I watched it on my TV. It looked like it was
put it in there, and it wouldn't fit. Is how he did it.
It's always going to be controversial with the tuck rule in the card.
But if I remember rightly, he folded it.
Yeah.
He took the card and he pulled it out and he tried to slip it down, but it wasn't. Yeah. Wouldn't go between the card of the deal and the.
Maybe it was just
ball.
the way I was seeing it then, because when I was seeing it, it
I
looked like he was folding the card.
I mean, they shouldn't be judging shit like that to begin with. You know what I mean? Like,
but you know what? We remember the big game.
They look for the technicalities that those little technicalities cost us decades in our team. Like, literally, that one fuck up cost us like 10 years, 10, 20 years, literally, dude. And the history of our team, the way it's ran, the way it goes. And like I've said, it's like, a long time ago, they used to use this saying, like, when a butterfly flaps its wings in Hawaii, it can cause a fucking tornado in like fucking Australia, because they say like how much the wind blows over time. It echo, like infinity. But I've always said there's certain things out there where, like for us, when it comes to our players or our coaches or things, we don't see it for the truth. That it's just facts, dude. Too many Raider fans out here do not want to accept the truth. They don't want to accept the truth. Listen, I don't care how people view our channel or view us, right? But why did they hate? Why did they hate on our channel and this validates the reason why I know they're just dick sucking an individual is because I said the only reason that they started hating us or hated this channel was because I got in a debate with these motherfucking clowns and literally fucking said, like, you guys don't even know your team. You don't know the players. I said, you guys are advocating that Josh Jacobs is going to be here. I said, he's not. I advocated for 2 straight years. One, I advocated that we should have traded him the year before so we could have gotten draft capital out of him and made a move that made sense. But we didn't do that. And then I said the next year that we were going to straight get rid of that motherfucker. I said it the whole entire time, said that he would not be the starting quarter or halfback. I said that it would go to a split back and it would be Zamir and probably Sincere McCormick is who I was advocating at the fucking time.
Facts.
So I said the whole entire time that that's the route that they were going to go. I said that that's would be the players, and dudes fucking talk mad shit on us. Oh, you guys don't know. You don't. Yeah, we fucking do. Yeah, we do. You motherfuckers don't know. You don't know shit. Not with all you circus fucking clowns around you that act like you do fucking know. You don't fucking know. And it's a shame that you run shit like that or a channel like that, talk about it and not know shit about football. Like, that's the sad part. See, the sad part is I take logic gambles because I fucking bet on my team. So I know damn well what a logic bet's going to be. So if I sit here and think like, hey, right now, if I look at the fucking team, is there a logic chance that this may fucking happen? Like Sincere leading the league in rushing Weiss and Zamir White, where people would be like, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. Where I'm like, bro, dude, he had 523 fucking rush attempts. He was the second fucking attempt. Luke Gessie was the second leading attempt fucking rusher in the whole entire league. Why in the hell would you guys think he couldn't do it? Like, that's the thing. People don't do their homework.
The other thing I keep telling people with that,
fucking team to let them know if a player can do something. They talked about Samir couldn't fucking run. He couldn't go nowhere, couldn't do shit. He's the first Raider in NFL Raider history to average 100 yards per fucking game. And that's over every motherfucker that's coming this bitch. Period. In his first 4 games, he averaged 6.6 yards per carry against the Chiefs, 145 yards rushing against them, dude. Getting ready to go in the fucking playoffs, dude. Like, and to sit and say like that guy can't get it done is stupid as hell on their behalf. It just shows they don't know how to watch tape. They don't know how to fucking listen. They don't know shit about college players. It's just fucking proven fact, dude. They play Madden, they look at a stat line, then they try to take that stat line and revert it over here into real life. It doesn't work like that. Madden's pretty good indicator, don't get me wrong, but it's not it gets updated all the time. There's players falling for their flaws.
And
all
then the other thing, just to piggyback off what you're saying, is when Getsy was in Chicago, if you look at like the running backs he has there compared to the running backs we have here, the running backs we have here are way better. But don't get me wrong, Chicago running backs are okay. But like
you see, like this guy, Dirty Eric
I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but it starts with a K. That running back that plays for Chicago, I don't know how to pronounce his fucking name, but that Herbert guy, they're not as good as fucking Zeus and fucking what Dylan Lube will most probably be. Not even close.
So Dirty Eric, that's the only conversation you can talk about me in every conversation I've had. I've had 250 fucking lives. 250 fucking lives. I've made all kind of crazy accusations. And it's the only motherfucking one you motherfuckers will keep coming back to. I literally fucking said the whole fucking time. I said we would sign AP. Every motherfucker know I said that we would sign him. I literally said that I'm going to advocate for Harbaugh because it's my choice. What part of that you stupid fucks don't understand? It's like I've always said, you guys don't know fucking shit about nothing. In all your guys' lives, whenever you do lives on your channels, I go in there, I try to debate them or go in there, conversate. They edit their videos. They edit their videos because they're fucking dumb. They're dumb. They're retarded. They say the same fucking shit. I've always kept my channels up, never fucking deleted one fucking channel. I've never fucking edited one fucking channel. I don't edit my debates. I don't edit conversation. I don't edit fucking shit. I'm a straight fucking man. I've literally said over the last fucking week, that's all these sorry ass motherfuckers can talk about is the Harbaugh conversation. Yeah. They all said Bo Nix would not be top fucking 10, top 15 player. All of them said he's a day 2, if not later round fucking player. That's what all these fucking dumbasses said. They all said it about fucking Michael Penix too. They're wrong on every conversation. They said we were going to give up 4 first-round picks for fucking Jaden Daniels. They make all the wrong dumb fucking – they're dumb. I said the whole time, Bo Nix was going to the fucking Broncos. I said it from day fucking 1. He is a motherfucking Drew Brees mimic, dude. He will be a Sean Payton motherfucking guy. I called all my shit. You motherfuckers don't know shit about football, dude. And you guys claim – you go over there and dick suck me because you have no fucking lives, dude. That's the problem. You go dick suck me because you don't know shit. You want to keep talking about me and individual players. You're scrubs, dude. You guys don't know shit about nothing. That's why I laugh. I think you guys are fucking sad. I think that you guys, the only conversation you can bring up is horrible. Yeah, you fucking stupid ass. You think I give a fuck about it? I'm a man. I stand by what I say, and I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. So I can go get other YouTubers that were in that group, that in your guys' fucking group, that fucking literally advocated Harbaugh too. I don't hear you motherfuckers over there telling them shit. I can go get video clips and all. There are numerous guys over there advocating Harbaugh. So you guys can all fuck off. I don't give a fuck, dude. And it's like I said, I call my shit. You guys don't know your shit. And that's just straight fucking facts, dude. You guys don't know shit about football. You guys are all dumb educated as fuck. You don't know nothing about college players. You don't know shit about NFL players. You guys play Madden and then you try to talk football. You guys are dumb. You don't know anything that's going on unless Twitter feeds it to you. You guys all try, man, but you ain't going to go nowhere. So good fucking luck. You know, it's fucking funny how numbers are so inflated like motherfucker over there, but you guys don't have no fucking news.
Yeah.
Because what he's saying there about the quarterback, the only quarterback we advocated to draft was fucking Penix, and that was only if he fell to 13, which he ended up going at 8. And I'm pretty sure that if he fell to 13, there's a high chance we could have taken Penix over it to compete with Aiden. But the Falcons took him at 8, which no one expected him to fucking do.
I did not say trade fucking Tay. I mean, I don't know where the fuck these guys come up with that. I may have had a conversation about a live that
The only time we had
about trading Tay, but all I said was is if they were gonna do a rebuild, then you got to move all your pieces. I even advocated to trade fucking Max if that's the conversation you're talking about. So you guys are stupid. You don't even watch the show. You don't fucking pay attention to topics. You just come in, you listen to a 2-second fucking conversation, and then you advocate that I said shit. No, the fuck I did not. I did not fucking ever say that I thought we were going to trade fucking Davante Adams. I've never said it. I said if the Raiders were going to do a rebuild and we were going to fucking start over, that we should most definitely fucking move off the contract when it was feasible. The one thing I talked about on this show the whole entire motherfucking time is how come you can't trade Davante Adams, because his cap hit would be so fucking high, it wouldn't make fucking sense. So God, I swear, some of you guys need to fucking pay attention to what you're fucking watching.
Even now,
you guys all talk like you know what I'm saying so well, but you don't know the conversation that we had.
You gotta stop drinking that long water.
Is the video don't fucking spit it out any other fucking way. See, this isn't telephone here. We're not all a bunch of kids standing in a fucking group where you fucking tell somebody something and then by the time it gets to the fourth guy, it's just fucking lost. That's not this show, dude. Like YouTube, whatever I say, they lock in. And then whenever I close this app and reopen it back up and someone clicks on that video, it's going to say the same exact shit over. So, I think it's just stupid.
I know what conversation they're talking about. What we're talking, I know exactly what conversation they're referring to.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you, dumbass. Fucking, I think
the conversation they're referring to, if you remember back when Devontae was really pissed off when Josh McDaniels was still the coach and he threw his helmet on the ground and shit.
Salute, Robert.
That is the time we brought up that conversation.
Salute to all you guys, man. Really do appreciate it.
That was way back when Derek Carr was still on the fucking team.
Yeah.
So that was like the first year with Josh McDaniels. When Tay was second year. Because when he got pissed off and he threw his helmet on the ground and shit. So there was conversations about Tay possibly not wanting to be with the Raiders anymore because of all the shit that was going on at that time. So that was the conversation that we had. And then we said that if we go through a complete fucking rebuild, like from top to bottom, then that's when you trade good players for fucking trade capital.
Dirty, if I was ashamed of the shit I talk about, don't you think I would delete the video?
Yep.
Must not be, fucking dumbass. I swear you guys are retarded, dude. You guys come from like the sane asylum and then you push your fucking conversation like it has any validation behind it. It has zero validation.
Exactly what conversation it was.
Zero anything. I'm not ashamed of a fucking thing I speak because I speak that shit and I talk that shit and I do it every fucking week, 3 times a fucking week. And I've never edited one video or deleted one fucking video. So apparently you guys just say shit to say it. That's all you do. I say it I've been saying this about you fucking troll ass hoes for the last 2 fucking years. You guys just burn fucking air. That's all you do. If I look up your page, you have 0 fucking followers following your page. You have no validation to any community, no standpoint, no fucking nothing. I think it's funny when motherfuckers want to come to me. Listen, I put the craziest takes out there. I debate all kind of motherfuckers. I have a page that's got 9,250 some odd motherfuckers. It's growing like wildfire. We'll reach 10,000 motherfuckers here in the next fucking few weeks. Market, dude, and that's that. And I put out every conversation that I speak about on this motherfucking show. The things that I think is funny, right? This is why I know shit's scripted as fucking in YouTube, and I know that they buy their shit, and I know they pay for their shit. See, they get all these guys over here, that's this little-ass group trying to act like they're big fucking numbers, which they're not. They just keep shadowing their fucking deal. I've seen this done numerous times through fucking Discords and so on. They build up a deal, get X amount of people, then they restart, and then it shadows the fucking account where it shows, oh, we got 400 people when they only got fucking 100, and they do it again, then it's going to say 500, blah, blah, blah. They just keep mimicking the fucking deal. Long story short is, I put the craziest shit on my Instagram. All these guys that have, all their fucking YouTube channels that they swear matter, which don't, that if their shit was so goddamn fucking good, how come when they try to build Instagram pages or any fucking TikTok or any page, their channels suck? How come they don't get no followers? How come they don't get no fucking views? If you have that many motherfuckers following in YouTube, I'm pretty sure while you're live, you can be like, hey, bro, we just started up this fucking channel. How about you guys gravitate over there? Fuck, you can't even do that. Can't even get those people over there. You can't get the content to build those fucking channels because no one give a fuck about what you're doing. I go and look at those channels. I look at the dates because it says when the motherfucking pages are built. It says when they're created. I go look at that shit and guess what it says? Oh, this one been built since fucking 07. This one been built since 0-5. They barely got 600 people and they want to tell me how to run my shit. Fuck, that's laughable as fuck. That's laughable as fuck. I come out here and stand pat on my shit. I stand on business like a motherfucker. I put all articles out there. I debate every article I put out that motherfucker. And my shit be growing like a motherfucking freight train. But then I got to listen to stupid retards like you act like I'm going to listen to you tell me how to run my shit. You're crazy as fuck. I don't go pick up fucking retards and ask them how to run fucking successful businesses. It doesn't work like that, bro. Like, I think what's so crazy is you guys think your opinion matter. Your opinion doesn't matter to nobody. It doesn't matter to nobody. Like, that's just straight fucking facts, dude. If your shit was so successful or what you guys speak on, your shit would be like, bleep, 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 bleep. Your Instagram pages, bleep, 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 bleep. Your Facebook, bleep, bleep. You're all, it doesn't. It's stagnant as fuck. It just goes, beep. Fucking, that's exactly what it does. My Instagram alone reached out to 680,000 motherfuckers last month, dude. Like, I got videos over 1.1 million fucking views. Like, these guys ain't got shit. They over here trying to tell me how to run my shit. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are fake as hell. You're never going to tell me what the fuck I'm doing. That's why I've been laughing at you stupid ass motherfuckers for the last 2 years. That's why I always say DSR rolls alone, motherfucker, because I don't need to fucking hold nobody's pocket. Oh, let me go with you over there. Can you feed me? Can you tell? You ain't gonna tell me shit. I research all my shit. I watch all the videos. I get all my insight. I got motherfuckers over there in the Raiders thing for real. You motherfuckers don't. Like, that's straight facts. I got real connections, real sources. These motherfuckers don't. Otherwise, their Instagrams would be popping. Their YouTubes would be popping. I got 400 and fucking, 25, 430. I got all that by ourselves. That's how we got it. I didn't go get it from other motherfuckers. I got 430 motherfuckers by my motherfucking self with the people that are on this motherfucking channel. That's it. And go over asking people, oh, can you give me some of your subs? Can you help me grow? Fuck all you motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. I'll stand right here and talk all my shit and debate everything I say because I stand pat on my shit. The only thing motherfuckers that bring up is hardball. I don't give a fuck, you motherfucking inbred ass motherfuckers. I can care less about the conversation. I've literally said these guys twist conversation. They don't watch our lives. See, the people that watch our lives, that's why they can't come up in my fucking Instagram and talk shit. Because if they come up in my Instagram and leave stupid ass comments like this, they'll get attacked like piranhas, bro. Like, so many times they come in there thinking like, oh, I'm gonna say this on here, and then they delete their shit back up off that fucker because they get attacked, dude. These guys, they're dumb. They're just so close-minded, it's not even funny, and they act like if I give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's why it's called report. Fucking, that's why it's called.
Just to put it in perspective,
nobody
put shit in perspective.
That's why I hit up everybody. Build it all.
Just to back up what you're saying. Just to get things into perspective for people, I don't give a fuck to the point where I just sent an email to my manager fucking yesterday basically telling them to fuck off when they decided to take me off Sunday shift because they wanted me to work Tuesday and I told them to basically fuck off. But if I can tell my manager that, I can easily tell you to fuck off too.
He said, see this guy, who in the hell is this guy, dude? I mean, he just says the dumbest things every time he says, why even consider a rebuild, though all we were short were a few pieces? Who comes to you for info? Like, what the hell? What the fuck is this guy even fucking talking about? One, I mean, this guy talking about a conversation that we had in the middle of the fucking year. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, in the off season, I'm not even going to entertain this dude. I think he's stupid as hell and dumb. I feel like too many people, this fucking guy is trying to talk about conversation that was talked about when they were trying to figure out
2
who the
years
hell
ago,
the coach was
or a year and a
going
half
to be.
ago.
Say again?
Oh, the one he was talking about before with the whole Tay thing was like a year and a half ago.
That's what I'm saying. This guy's stupid as hell. He talking about one and two
the other
subjects
thing-
that's like fucking probably like
Yeah, 'cause
episode 100. These guys are dumb. That's how you know this guy make himself look stupid. Come in on a fucking, you know,
Because people don't realize that the conversation at the time is the
and this
conversation at the
motherfucker.
time.
And the thing is, it's 250 conversations that are no less than 2 fucking hours and anywhere up to 7 fucking hours. And this dude talk about one fucking thing. And it's not even the right thing. It's not even the right conversation. Like, that's how you know they're dumb. Says, no, you were just saying people come to your page for info. Yeah, they do, motherfucker. Like, I know this guy, I'm gonna block this guy. I think this guy's a dumbass. Hey, I'd like, do you have a page I can go check out and see who goes to yours? And tell me your name, because I bet you probably follow my shit too, motherfucker. You probably one of the 9,200 motherfuckers. It's funny how all you guys talk about, look, this is what I think is so fucking funny. You say people don't come to your page for info. Why are you in my chat? Like, why are you following my fucking channel? Like, how did you know that we just go live at 8 o'clock? And then how you in this motherfucker that you know my shit so goddamn well? You've obviously been watching the fucking channel for over a year. So I know for a fact dink-ass fucks like you would go and watch other fucking channels, and if they didn't have information, you wouldn't even be there. What are you even talking about? When people don't know what they're talking about, usually their channels burn out and fucking die, and then the guy that's talking shit on them isn't in his fucking channel every fucking live. Like, that's what I think's so crazy. Thanks for the support. Really do appreciate it. Like, what the hell, you fucking dumbass? I mean, that's how you know you guys are stupid as hell. Motherfucker, you talked about a thing that over a year ago, and you fucking watched that video. So you've been watching this shit the whole entire time. You've been a supporter the whole fucking time. He says, cuz you rep the Raiders, and I only been aware of you since we fired McDumbass. I don't even know whatever, bro. You just stay tuned, pay attention. I'm not gonna make my show fucking conversating with you. He said that he only come here when we just fired McDumbass. Well, all right. Well, we know that's fucking all right bullshit. Because some of the conversations he's talking about were long before that. But either way, it is what it is. I can care less. Enjoy the fucking conversation. Can't be an idiot if you're here all the time, dumbass. I mean, I guarantee you, like I said, you probably follow my Instagram, everything. And I really do. So, hey, listen, this is the thing people got to understand. You know why I'm successful in the life and successful in what I do? Bad publicity is good publicity. So stupid ass motherfuckers that come here like you can watch my shit all you want. You can talk all you want. Thanks for the view. I really do appreciate it. The chat is open. It's a First Amendment right. You're allowed to, talk whatever you want till you get too dumb. Then you just get booted from this bitch. And then won't even matter here ever again. So it doesn't matter. And then outside of that, I can care less. So outside of it, we'll get back to our conversation about, like I said, I hit grand slams. You guys hit fucking ground balls, like literally. So fucking get out of here. Fucking, let's get over here to, it's this one right here.
Yeah, so we said 1,000 times. It's funny how we don't know shit, but then everyone copies our shit.
I know these guys. At the end of the day, Ozzy, they're dumb. They're just dumb. I don't go to any of their channels. I don't go to none of their channels. I don't go to their chats. I don't go to their fucking pages because, see, look, I went to their pages and chats for about a year. I tried to fucking support them, but there's so many conversations that they're dead ass wrong. Don't know the players. Don't know the fucking coaches. They don't know shit about what's going on in the organization. Always dick sucking players. So guess what? I don't fucking follow none of them. I'm not a sub to any of them. I don't support any of them. I don't fucking follow not a one motherfucker over there. I don't give a fuck what they talk about me. I don't care what they say about me. I can care less anything they do. And the funny thing is these guys talk about oh, you don't know. Well, if that's the case, why don't you do me like I do them? Like, you don't do that. See, you just talk. You guys just talk. Blah, blah. I ain't watched none of your guys' shows, so you'll never get a view for me, motherfuckers, because I think you trash as hell. Like, that's just straight fucking fact. So at the end of the day, I don't really give a fuck what you guys do over there. You can dick suck whoever you want. You can fucking talk about whatever you want because it's your channel. It's your shit.
They can masturbate to all the Josh Jacobs posters that they want.
I'm going to do me, and I'm going to talk about what I fucking want. That's what I'm going to do. You don't like it, don't follow me. You don't like it, don't fucking turn my shit on. You don't like it, fucking get the hell out of here. No one asks motherfuckers to come here. No one asks you to come be in this bitch. No one cares. You just try to make yourself irrelevant. This is the funny part. If you were to block me and unsubscribe, I would have never fucking known. So again, I can care less. Good luck. Give me 1 second. I gotta fix this real quick.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people will misinterpret everything. You know, there's things like, yeah, people try to say that Dustin said that, we're going to get Jim Harbaugh. He never said that. He said he wanted Jim Harbaugh. And, you know, it's always misinterpretation, you know, these trolls.
Yeah, it's the difference between saying that you want to advocate for someone and saying when someone's going to be our coach. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
And if you go in the fucking Discord, it says right before AP was hired, like I think it was like a week beforehand that he was going to be our coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy said, if I leave, it's only me. There's 8 or 10 people in this bitch. So no one gives a fucking care. And I don't care if it was one fucking person here. I don't. I'm not. The thing that I do is the people that come for the live come for the live. People that view my channel, they can watch it without being in the live. I don't need people to be here in the live, dude. And you don't know your fucking team, so I just shut the hell up because you motherfuckers dick suck and make all the wrong decisions. Again, I've said it. You guys said Bo was no good. Fucking Penix wasn't. Fucking that Daniels was going to be our quarterback. You guys make all the wrong decisions and all the wrong topics because the reason you guys say that is because Twitter told you to say that. Because you can't think for yourselves. You fucking dumb brain dead bitches can't fucking even talk about our team. The only reason that you think you know about our team is because Twitter's told you about our team. That's it. Yeah, you're a fucking bottom feeder, bro. Like, you're not a fucking fan. Like, you're not a real motherfucker like me. I sit here on this show and talk Raiders for 4 and 7 hours, 3 times a week. You can't even talk about them for fucking 20 minutes. So I don't give a fucking what any dink fuck's got to say to me. Like, the difference is you all fucking dick suck each other. I don't dick suck not a motherfucking person. I do all my own research. I do all my own shit. And I don't look to people to give me my stats or my numbers. I got it all right here. And the most thing you guys say is you reiterate something that Twitter said to the T, like to the T. You can't even put a little twist on it to make it yours. You guys say the same words Twitter says, and then you try to act like it's your words saying it. No, Twitter said that, and it was probably fucking Ian, and you're just reiterating Ian like if you are saying it. Okay. Fucking morons. Either way, let's get over here and watch the Telesco conversation. Fucking.
Yeah.
What is it? This one right here. I'm gonna put that fool in timeout like his mom should have put him in timeout a long time ago. Start timing out these little fucking kids. Fucking be like, timeout, bitch. Fucking go sit in the corner.
Salute Jeffrey. That's bad.
Salute Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's a cool motherfucker. He always be commenting in the comments, dude. Fucking talking real shit. He got cool. Real football.
That's
Jeffrey fucking.
That's the kind of people we want about
people like Jason, Jeffrey, Robert, fucking Melk, James. They're real. They talk real football. See, they come with real conversations, even if it's a debate or not even the conversation that if I'm talking about. They always come with real conversation. These fucking guys come with
That's
all
why
they come
James
with,
and
dude.
especially
It's
James
never,
and stuff
never any
and
good
Robert Pena.
shit.
Because James and Robert Pena have been on my shit for like the longest fucking time.
All right,
Since I
welcome
started.
back to Raiders
Let's move
Roundtable.
on.
It's Media Day. JT along with Q Myers, Eric Allen, and the GM, Tom Telesco. Tom, great to see you. How are you?
Thanks for having me on. This is great.
Thrilled to have you. And I saw you the other night here. We were here for the Wellness Weekend for the alumni. So you got an opportunity to be behind the scenes here. And I know you're getting to know the alumni. That was a special night.
That was a great
Same
night.
with
By the way,
Bo.
they turned this
They
building
said the
over
same
pretty
thing.
quick.
These guys are stupid.
It was like a huge
What
wedding.
did I
in the
say?
back.
You won't
A
even
lot
make
of
it out
people there,
past
the way it was
us,
set up.
bro. I said it
It was
straight
a
up.
great event. A lot of alumni were here, and we had talked about it earlier. There is no team that does the alumni like the Raiders do, and the way that was set up, a whole weekend of activities, a lot of it around wellness and education for former players and their spouses. And it was a great event. It was fun just hanging out, talking with former players. I love hearing the stories of the players that played here in the past. It was just a great deal.
Yeah. Let's start off with OTAs and how's it been so far, getting the players in the building and some of your big thoughts overall.
Yeah, it's been great. I was just talking upstairs about, the OTA is really about individual improvement. It's probably the only time of the year it's really more about individual than team. A lot of the work is in the weight room, and the guys done a great job in the weight room with conditioning, strength development. And then individual development on the field. Now, obviously, we do some group and some teamwork on the field, but a lot of it's individual work. Now we get the training camp. Now it's really more about the team, group work. But individually, we need guys, especially like last year's draft class and 2 years ago, the young guys that kind of take a step up. A lot of that step up is in the offseason.
The evaluation period that you go through with the young guys and the free agents, how do you know they're going to accept this kind of individual coaching that seems to be new with Antonio Pierce's crew?
Yeah, it's so this time of year, I try not to evaluate the players. Try not to. I mean, they're out there practicing, so you do watch, and you can't help but a lot of the young guys, like, it's about learning the offense, the defense, the scheme, how we do things, even like how we practice, how the drills we use. If you learn that all here, once you get to training camp, then you let your abilities take over. And we let your talent take over. And that's where we start to evaluate the players. Here, I try and keep an open slate because the guys are learning. Like, the veterans kind of know the deal, but the young guys don't. So I have this education, learning what we do, and we'll get to training camp. We'll start evaluating then.
One of the things that stood out to me, and I know you're out at practice, I am as well, is just the energy from the players and the coaches. What have you thought about that? Especially even in individual drills, there's still a lot of energy there.
Yeah, and it's kind of how Antonio put the coaching staff together.
See, right there.
Energy in the
He
practice
said,
field.
hey,
you kind of need that.
So to just start,
it's
hey,
hard.
shut
It's
up.
hard work, right? Practice is hard, and it's supposed to be hard.
Listen, shut up. So you look at it just like he said right there, dude, that's how they put the staff together, the people. It shows that AP already had this mindset into the offseason, and it probably was driven off of Max Crosby, dude. I mean, there's other topics that we're going to talk about in the coaching staff here tonight, just like he's talking about, the high energy, just like the topic here. AP wanted high energy, systematic players. That's why they went after frickin' Christian Wilkins. That's why they targeted certain people to bring here, like Gardner Minshew, high energy, fucking amp, brings a lot of thrive even in the backup position. I've always said he's like a Ryan Fitzpatrick in that backup spot. I've said, dude, there are reasons why certain people were advocated here, but it wasn't for the reasons that these people think it was for,
But if there's energy to it, and the more you enjoy being out there, it kind of raises the level. But yeah, certainly a lot of energy, a lot on defense, obviously, and we like to see that. But watching the individual position coaches work with guys, I think that's what AP wanted, is to have that part of that practice.
I wanted to ask you about Christian Wilkins. What a big signing. Can you take us behind the scenes on your evaluation before you got here? Everybody knew he was a great player. And then to see him up close now in the silver and black, what's that process been like?
We try and be very selective in who we sign, obviously, and obviously Christian was a big signing. He kind of checked all the boxes we're looking for in a free agent, just as far as how he played in the past, what his age was, the position he plays, which is a premier position, to find that interior defensive lineman that can only play the run but play the pass, and has the character and work ethic we're looking for. I mean, the day that we signed him, that he came in, did his media work, signed his contract, took his physical, not in that order, obviously, physical, contract, media. But then he was out here on the field getting his workout in. And actually, Gardner Minshew was doing the same thing when he came in. He was out here getting his workout in the day that they signed. That's what we want to see. I mean, they're here to play football. Work ethic is a big part of it, especially when he signed a big contract. So he's fit right in with us.
I just love his energy. Even, watching him last year when he
Look at Tyreek on that outside. He's hitting it this year.
Perfect kind of player to match up, with Max Crosby. He reminds me a lot. Kind of give you a little history here.
This guy's next level right here, bro. I mean, you sit here and look at freaking Christian Wilkins. You don't really realize how disturbing this dude is until he's on your fucking team.
A little bit about what your expectations
he's
are
the fourth, fifth best DT.
Yeah.
And probably, I say at least fourth now with Aaron Donald retiring.
Tackles for loss, 10 fucking pressures, 9 sacks, 5th freaking tackles, 4th. I mean, come on, bro.
Sometimes guys will take a step back.
Yeah, I think he was 4th last year or 5th last year.
He walked in here and he just leads naturally right away.
This was all last year's stats right.
But he comes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think those stats are like,
start up front.
Oh yeah, it says 4th and stuff. Yeah,
Rushing coverage. That's what we need. But to have him,
that's what I said. This dude, we don't even realize how big an ad this guy was.
Bring in on the defensive front to get after the quarterback.
Oh, I knew the second
coverage like a heck of a lot better. But that was the thought behind it. We can't have everybody just sliding the protection to Max all the time. We have some rushers on the other side. We need some interior pass rush. It's the hardest to find, and that's why we spend that much money on Christian Wilkins.
AP's made it very obvious that he wants not only great players, but he wants great Raiders and guys that specifically fit with what the Raiders want to do. He said he
had this all planned from Luke Gessie, all these dudes, because of system people would still talk about today.
Yeah, I mean, fit is huge. Fit's important in the draft. It's important for agency. We want guys that fit the Raiders. All right, and there's a certain fit. Even it's so funny just talking like Max Crosby. Like, does he fit the Raiders? Like, it's Max with 2 X's. How could he not fit the Raiders? But it's the style of play. It's how much you work, in the off season. But a lot of it's just the personality. Like, we let you be you, whatever that is. Don't care.
Yeah.
As long as you work hard, you're accountable, and you're a great teammate. But yeah. And when AP has a vision for what he wants, and that's what. And actually, our scouts are here this week, going through some meetings. It makes player acquisition that much easier when the head coach has a specific vision of what he wants, not only in the team but each individual position. And that's what we have right now.
Tom, I'm fascinated by Brock Bowers and how it came about. Your evaluation,
from position to position
to
player to coach, man.
Going, and then all of a sudden, arguably, I don't think it's arguable, the greatest tight end in the history of college. 2 Mackey Awards, 2 national championships.
They said the greatest tight end in the history of college.
As Bowers was coming towards you.
It's a scenario that we had worked through to see if that could happen. We had to have everything covered. You just never know how the draft's going on. So that was one of the scenarios. And one of the things we looked at in the offseason was offensively, just like keep it simple. Like, we got to score. We got to score more points on offense. That could come from
get out, down, get down.
Better run game. It could come from playmakers and receiver.
Go back to your mom. Close the door.
Quarterback. It doesn't matter. We got to score more. So he should help us in that regard. Still a young player.
All right, close it.
I like what I've seen so far. Not trying to evaluate too much in OTAs, but you can't help but see his ability, his feel in the passing game. The one thing you can't get a feel for here, just because of the nature of practice, is his run after catch ability. But he has some natural instincts to it, combined with he's fast and strong and a great athlete. So
look at this guy. First. Oh, what the fuck? Among Power 5 tight ends since 2014, bro.
Picked him up.
What
First thing
the
I thought was,
fuck?
man, that's going to be so dynamic with those 2 guys, Michael and him on the football field at the same time. It just gives defenses just headaches, right? You're not sure whether to go with the nickel package if your defense.
Yeah, there's some people still saying that Bowers is a bad pick because
give this offense an opportunity to really dictate when they have that opportunity.
It does. And what's nice about both Michael and Brock is they can block the line of scrimmage, which is part of your job description. And I think with Brock, I think people forget. Like,
I agree, Jeff.
He's to give up a little bit of bigger defensive
Hey,
edge,
get down.
no,
get down.
That plays with an edge. gets after guys, and you just got to tie him up for a little bit and finish the block and let the back decide what he wants to do.
That's
Mike
fact,
has
Jeff.
that as well. So, yeah, depending on how teams want to play us, it's good to have different matchups here with receiver and different styles of receiver, different styles of tight ends, different styles of backs that give some people some problems.
Regardless of the quarterback competition, how that shakes out, those guys have to be the best weapons for those quarterbacks. So it's got to make them even more comfortable.
Yeah, it has to. And like I said, you like to have a nice menu for Luke Getsy to go to. Different styles of players at different positions, get the offensive line solidified, and let it go from there.
Tom, last question for us with the cap where you're at now, currently, and you got to sign players in the future. How unique is this situation right now? How do you feel about where you are financially with this roster?
Yeah, it's good to have. It's earmarked for this year. The cap space we have now, earmarked some for this year, some for next year. Want to make sure we have some long-term sustainability. I think what people forget is there's also a good portion of that you need in season just to operate. Yeah. Where there's injured reserve, practice squad, that sort of thing. We still have some eyes on some players that are out there right now that we may sign going to training camp. We'll kind of see how it works out. But as we build this, and it's not like a rebuild, but as we build this moving forward, you have to have long-term sustainability. And part of that is having that cap space this year, next year. Maybe roll some of that over to next year, maybe use some of it this year. But we have a plan for it. We'll see how it works out.
Thanks for being
and it's going to be signing players.
Yeah.
He's going to sign Malcolm, shit like that, dude. Guaranteed.
We're on for a long time.
That's why we're excited to come back at you.
I mean, you got Diablo, Spillane, fucking.
That's facts. I don't think we re-signed Diablo though. If Tommy Eichenberg shows up.
Raiders Roundtable. It's media day.
I think if Tommy Eichenberg shows up, we don't need to re-sign Diablo. I think Eichenberg can replace Diablo if he shows up this year. We'll have to see how he goes. But I'll re-sign Spillane over Diablo if it was me.
Yeah, I'd give him at least a 2 to 3 year extension.
Yeah, but Spillane's not that old yet. Like, you can extend him for 2 to 3 years with a third year being an out.
You're not ready.
Yeah.
They talk about a lot of
Welcome
good
back to
shit on
Raiders
this show.
Roundtable, brought to you by America First Credit Union. JT along with Q Myers and Eric Allen.
I just
And thanks
want
again
to
to
more
Tom
focus
Telesco.
on the
Fantastic that he could kick it off for us.
conversation.
I want to remind
with
you, we're on Raider Nation Radio all day,
coaches.
from Morning Drive to my show at noon in the afternoons, Q Show and Evening
Okay.
Drive. We got you covered. Listen, running us on Media Day.
Absolutely, man.
Too good. It can't take competition. We got a lot of content to fill on Raider Nation Radio, so we're not going to answer that today. But whatever happens, this has got to be, is it fair to say, tricked up to a level
For sure.
that defenses are saying, I don't know what we're going to get. It's going to be Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell.
How
Aiden
much
Gardner,
will
but
12
Devontae's
personnel
out
factor
there,
into
Trey
the
Tucker,
Raiders'
Jacoby
offense
Myers,
this season?
two
Fuck,
big
it's
tight
going to be
ends, and then
massive.
Zeus, Zamir White. You would think Zamir White would be big in this.
He's
Says
definitely going to
Chicago
benefit from
offense
this, you know,
under
and that's the
Gessie
exciting
finished
thing about
8th
this
in the
offense is
NFL
it
in
has an
snaps
opportunity
with
to
multiple
be a
tight
tree with
ends.
many different branches, right? I mean, especially with Brock Bowers being that guy that can line up anywhere. It's not like he has to line up as a tight end. He can line up in the backfield. He can line up out wide. If you go back to Georgia and what he did in the snaps and where he took them, he's so versatile. And that's what I think this 12 personnel, not only is it going to dictate what the Raiders want to do, it's also going to kind of dictate what the defense has to do. And that's going to be where the Raiders really going to benefit from it.
Yeah, EA, I thought last year the problem was, and I was on the trip where we lost to the Bears, and the Bears just ran it, and they ran it hard, and they were impressive. They
were physical
in that game with Tyson.
Passes
Bagent
11,
at quarterback.
runs
You know,
6,
Don't remind me.
but they were going to run the football, and I
Offense
thought
10,
Getsy had a great
percentage
game
of
plan
offensive
in
plays.
that particular game. But what this comes down to for me, and we always say this on the pregame show, run the plays that you run in Henderson. In this building,
Yeah, you still have some
run them. And I
dumbasses
think
who
it's
think
going to
Getsy
be
ain't good.
critical here at training
Dumbasses.
camp, and we'll get to what's going to happen there as we go out of state for that. But they have got to make sure this is a well-oiled machine. The 12 personnel.
I think
the tight
Gessie,
end,
dude, when you
too
listen
good.
to him
It
and
can't take
listen to how they
6
go,
games
he
for them to
says
get
like
their
where
legs. It
he
can't be
believes
their young
his, where
players.
he was
It's gonna take
developed
time
was
to
from
adapt.
Mike
No,
Holmgren,
we're opening
dude.
up against the
Fucking
Harbaugh
is
brothers
Yeah.
in
where
LA
he
and then
believes he
in
learned his
Baltimore. This
most from
offense has
was
got to
Mike
be
Holmgren.
explosive. I think it has the
And
opportunity to
that's
do
the
that.
system that he
without a doubt.
runs
And so
today
we've been
is
talking
that
about
West
12
Coast
personnel,
offense.
and we
we understand that means 2 tight ends.
And I said that comes from an ancient tree like John Gruden, all those guys, fucking Sean Payton, John Gruden,
of that
all those
situation.
Andy Reid as well.
Allowing the defense
Andy
to
Reid
really
came from
double
there.
up on
All of
Devontae,
them.
hopefully because of what Jacoby did last year. You know, coming out at the beginning of the season, there's so many opportunities, I think, because of the situation, the formations we're going to be in, for Devontae to have just a humongous year, another all-pro type year. Jacoby can be another outstanding number 2 receiver. We have just so many opportunities, you know, in the passing game after we established a run to be able to strike downfield. I'm really excited about what this offense is going to be able to do.
Listen,
How
I've told
good
you
was
guys.
Jacoby last year, though? I mean, just as a number 2 to Devontae, he was really good.
Yeah, he really took advantage of the opportunities he was given.
Well,
so
they're
really
going
love
to talk
the
about it
fact
later.
that he can do a little bit of
I
everything.
thought he was talking
Devontae
about
so
the
excited
corner
and
right
happy
now.
for
I was
him.
like,
Yeah,
well,
he's a guy who
he
can
already
route,
talking
run,
about it
catch the deep
because
ball, do a little
I'm
bit of
telling you,
everything.
Luke
Jacoby
Getsy Jones is
or
the offensive
Jacorian Bennett's
coordinator.
going to
Thanks for
be the
joining us
number
on
2
Media Day.
corner this
Absolutely,
year,
man. Thanks for
starting
having
at
me, guys.
least.
How we doing?
He will be the number 2 unless something happens in camp where like Richardson or fucking
First off, we
what's
mentioned
his
the
name
Chicago game last year when you were at the
that
Bears, 12 personnel, the way you were able to run the
Devonshire,
ball
unless
against
one of
the
them
Raiders.
show
Now you
up
come
or
here
face
with all
them,
these
it's
extra
gonna be
weapons.
fucking
What's it been like for you
Bennett.
taking a look at all this new personnel?
No, it's been a lot of fun. I think that's, you know, the art of what we do is you know, you have these great players and then you let them go do their thing, right? You try to create as much space that you can for them, and you know, the flexibility that all these guys have has been really been the most fun to work with and get to know them, really, right? See what they're capable of and try to push the limits as far as we can and get guys in a bunch of different positions and doing a bunch of different things. And I think that's going to be, you know, our secret sauce this year, in the sense of, I think we have a lot of those types of guys that can do a lot of different things.
Yeah, I guess everybody has a tree where they came from and kind of what is their perfect offense, or what tree did you come from? What's your perfect game plan?
Sure. You know, I've been pretty fortunate. I've been around a lot of really good coaches, and Mike McCarthy took me under his wing, you know, probably about 11 years ago now. And so I got to learn the game from him from a whole different perspective, and someone who really has been a mentor for me throughout my career. And then having the opportunity to go back to Green Bay in 19 and work under Matt LaFleur, I really got to, you know, really dive into this style of play. And it's not too far from what I learned from Coach McCarthy. It really isn't, but it's kind of more my blend of who I am and what I like to do. And in the sense of, we try to make everything look the same, and everything, you know, whether it's a run play to another run play or a run to a pass or a pass to pass, we try to do as many things as we can that look the same to the defense.
See, that's going to be huge.
As much as possible.
I mean, that's going to be so fucking huge, because basically this is what I kept preaching about fucking Josh and fucking Waller the last few years, that every time that they come out and scheme, that they know what they're doing right away. I mean, did I not, Rudy? I mean, I've said that for fucking 2 years. Literally have said straight up that Waller's problem is that he's too predictable when he comes out on the line, because they know he's going to fucking be out there to pass. Like I've said it. I've said Josh Jacobs last year. The reason that they get behind the line the way they do is because he's too predictable in the run. I said that the whole entire time. Luke Getsy literally emphasizes on something that we've been struggling on so hard over the last few years, as in disguising our runs and passes. You don't know if we're in single back fucking in a single back formation and just have our halfback sitting back there with 5 fucking receivers or 4 receivers. You don't know if it's going to go pass or run. You don't know if you're just going to run that bitch right up the fucking gut, or fucking halfback toss to the outside, or a fucking 4 wide receiver, fucking 2 vert, 1 slant, 1 drag. Like, you don't know. And that kind of shit is what changes games, dude. Staying in certain formations to where people don't know what the fuck. They're going to set up on a run, and it's going to be like, oh, audible to pass. They think we're running, and we're going to throw on this bitch right here. That's where, when you get zero blitz, dude, and dudes do fucking I formation, pass right over the top tight end or wide receiver straight to the house, is because of shit like that. They don't know what the hell it is, so they're just fucking all in on it, you know? So, but I mean, that's something that you look at. This guy's a big motherfucker. Look at him. I mean, I didn't realize this till
big
right
legs,
now. Fuck, look at this dude. He looked like a fucking giant compared to these fucking guys. I mean, look
Well,
at his fucking legs and hands.
That looks like an offensive
You look at
lineman.
Eric
too.
Allen, he looks like a little.
Eric Allen's in the corner though.
Yeah, holy shit. This guy, big old motherfucker. I didn't even know he's
Did
that
he
big,
used to
bro.
play Lion or something back in the day? Or something?
Fuck,
I'm not sure.
he played all eat fucking baby goats.
Yeah, Eric Allen looks like please don't eat me.
Yeah, I swear this dude is big. But like I said, I mean, I think that's massive that he's identifying that to begin with. You know what I mean? So
heels, and then the tempo of our style of play and the way that we run off the rock is something that I really admired right away from that.
he talks
that
about
perspective.
Zamir. He loves
And
him.
hope to do the same thing here.
Coach, what has been your impression so far of OTAs? I know it's not a full training camp. You're not putting every install, but the energy from the players, the willingness to learn what you're trying to implore, and even just the rest of the coaching staff as they're putting everything together.
It's been awesome. We're a new staff, but we didn't get treated like a new
Damn it.
staff.
Let
So
me
we
back
didn't get
this up
those
just a
extra
second.
couple weeks at the front end of this thing, the extra mini camp. We'll keep them on their heels.
Look at that.
and then,
Chicago's offense,
the tempo
534
of
rushing
our
attempts,
style of
second in the
play, the way
NFL.
that we run off the rock is something that I really admired right away from that perspective, and hope to do the same thing here.
Coach, what has been your impression so far of OTAs? I know it's not a full training camp. You're not putting every install, but the energy from the players, the willingness to learn what you're trying to implore, and even just the rest of the coaching staff as they're putting everything together.
It's been awesome. We're a new staff, but we didn't get treated like a new staff. So we didn't get those extra couple weeks at the front end of this thing, the extra mini camp. So that was a cool, little unique challenge that we had to overcome. But a credit to all the players, the work ethic that they have, the mentality that they have, the positivity staying in, because we threw a lot of stuff at them, and the way they were able to retain everything in such a short time. I mean, really like a little over a month. And it's really impressive, especially the rookies that have come in here. These young guys have come in here and they have just kicked butt with this thing. And so we're really excited that we're going to be able to hit training camp running. And that was really the goal.
Coach, I want to go back to Green Bay with Davante. And what did you see the first time you started working with him? And Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest of all time. Walk me through those practices and his work ethic and what he's like when he parks
80
and comes
rushes
into this building. Because you got Max on the
what did that
defensive
say?
side. He's the face of the offense.
We had to overcome, but a credit to all the
Chicago's
players.
141.1 rushing yards
the work
per
ethic
game,
that they
second
have,
in
the
the
mentality
NFL.
they have, the positivity staying in.
80.
We threw a lot of stuff at them, and the way they were able to retain everything in such a short time. I mean, really like a little
80
over
rushes
a month.
of 10 or more
And
yards,
it's really
third in the
impressive,
NFL.
especially the rookies that have come in here. These young guys have come in here and they have just kicked butt with this thing, and so we're really excited that
That's what
we're gonna be able to hit
Chicago,
training camp
bro.
running, and that was really the goal.
Coach, I want to go back to Green Bay with Davante.
That's just saying
What did you see
massive.
the first
Chicago
time
sucks.
You started working with him, and Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest of all time. Walk me through those practices and his work ethic and what
With
he's
that
like when
Herbert
he
and
parks and
shit.
comes
Didn't
into
even
this
really have
building.
any
Because you got Max on the defensive side. He's the face of the offense. Tell us about your relationship with Davante.
Yeah, I think when I got to Green Bay in 2014 with Davante, we kind of showed up at the same time. There's a few guys. Like I got to college and I went to college with Larry Fitzgerald, and every practice you were like, wow, those things. And when I got to Green Bay with Aaron, it's every day. You're like, wow, like every day. And Tay's kind of that type of player, like it's like you're just blown away in little moments of practice. Whether it's a release, whether it's a catch, whether it's a route, whatever it is, you're blown away by it. And I think that's really cool. And like you said, I'm learning quickly that Max does that on defense every single day and pain in my butt. But,
Hell yeah, but that'll make you better.
Every day, and you're like, whoa, And so when you have those type of players on your team, you're really excited to work with them. And Tay's been doing that ever since I
I think we're going to kill it this year, bro. Like, I'm dead ass. I think we are going to kill it.
And guys who can route run, they can make the deep
That's
play.
where I said we
one-on-one
might have a
stuff.
top 10
Just talk
offense
just a little
with a
bit
top
about
5 defense.
What do you do with that
Maybe
superstar
better.
receiver who's on your team? Do you go into the game saying, man, I got to get him the ball like 5 or 6 times, or is it just a feel of the game?
No, you definitely have an intent, right? I think that as you go in your game plan, you're trying to find different ways to get your main guys the ball. And then, other players kind of get the benefits of it. So if Tay's sitting on the backside and they want to double or cloud or do whatever, then the guys on the front side get the benefit of less coverage. And so I think you go into those game plans, you find different ways to make sure they're touching the ball. Because usually when they're touching the ball, it's going to help everybody in the process, right? Your quarterback completion percentage is going to go up. You're going to get other guys open in different situations. So it's important that you get the ball in those guys' hands. But at the same time, I think the other guys benefit from it too, because now we just get a really good flow of run, pass, and mixing the ball all over the field. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the offense to where we have a bunch of guys doing a bunch of different things. So hopefully when people want to play one guy, we can go another direction.
When you look at the different wide receivers, we know what Devontae and Jacoby bring to the table, but what about the other guys? What about a Trey Tucker and his speed? And then, of course, Brock Bowers. I know he's a tight end, but he's really
They got
got
like
weapon.
5 boots going on that
when you see those
basketball.
guys?
Yeah, I'll touch again. Jacoby's been awesome. I didn't know him before this process, and absolute stud, complete guy, mental part of the game, physical part of the game, coach on the field.
You said
great
complete
leadership. So
stud.
he's been fabulous to work with. And then Tuck's been absolutely amazing this offseason. I think he's really coming to his own. I think the play speed is real.
Tucker is going to get used this year to watch, man. He's going to kill, dude.
Dynamics at the tight end position.
I said before we even drafted that Tucker was going to beat that Henry Ruggs replacement, bro.
Is something we really hope to lean on.
I don't think he's Henry Ruggs, but I think he's more like a
I just meant the
Tyreek
speed
Hill
aspect.
like.
It's going to be that speed guy.
Jacobs and him
It's
being
going to be
gone
that
at the end of
speed
the year. He
receiver.
stepped up.
Yeah.
He is a
Because
beast.
speed aspect.
he's not the same. He's not agile like Ruggs, but he's like a quick. He's like a
No, he
quick
doesn't have the
speed
leap.
marble.
like
is
a
what he is.
linebacker. And then I can
Because
imagine
Ruggs played
you on
basketball
3rd and 3
with
with
Tucker
Brock
Yeah.
Bowers
wrestling.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
and
Ruggs
his ability
played
to
like
make
he's
people
taller
miss,
than
but
he
then you got a
is,
big
you know.
back, and then the
Yeah,
depth
because
of
of
the
Taller
running
than
back
5'11".
room.
And then
11.
Touch on
Dude,
that.
I watched that
he's been
guy in
great
the
this
combine
offseason.
when
Like
people
you
were
said,
trying to
we-
say he
we-
ran a
there was a play at
4.40.
OTA, I think the second
And
week of OTA.
I was like, bullshit.
people
he
were
ran
saying that
2-4
this dude was a
fucking
4.40, and then I
4.2
was watching the
fucking 40.
combine when he ran his 40 because he had bad start on him, both of them. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, there's just no fucking way this dude is a 4.4 player, because I'm like, this dude is straight burning motherfuckers. So I started researching that dude and found fucking tape where when he was like in games, he's been clocked at a 4.27 on the fucking field in gameplay. Like, hey, enough, all right.
It's Henry Ruggs speed.
It's the mic, you know what it is. But like I said, he's been clocked at a 4.27 on the field, and you can just see his separation from players. You can see it in the preseason. You can see it in the season. I always get it, dude. Like, people want year one players to just come out and be Madden players, but it's not Madden. This is real life. Some players are going to come out and have great starts to their career, and other players aren't. And there'll even be a scenario here later where I think it's AP that's talking about it, where he brings it up about that, hey, man, fucking some people get on the field later than other people. It doesn't mean that they're going to have bad careers. It's just some people are more fortunate, like an Eric Allen versus fucking AP. You know what I mean? So there's no difference in what the production happened once they were on the field. It's just some got there sooner than others, and I just think when you look at Luke Gessie, you look at Tom Telesco, you look at AP, you look at how all these dudes are scheming every fucking thing, dude. You're almost thinking like, okay, look, when Josh McDaniels and Ziegler and all them came here, they came from a fucking 20-year winning organization. Like, and Josh McDaniels been with that team for 20 fucking years. So he should have had better connections than anybody out in football, period, dude. Like, he should have, his connection should have been cherry, dude. He don't have shit. You look at AP. AP don't got no coaching history whatsoever. And he comes over here. He's got fucking Marvin fucking Lewis, fucking Phil Bean. He got all these fucking dudes here. He got fucking AG. He got Ricky Manning, dude. I mean, he got all these dudes that are big time fucking people all squatted up here. That should have been a Josh McDaniels squad, but it's an AP squad. You know what I mean? Like, you start listening to how this dude's talking about, well, we didn't even know we were going to get fucking Bauer. And when we were scheming out, dude, like, they're scheming the players. And then now he's like, fuck, you're getting Bowers, Devontae, Jacoby, fucking Tucker. He's like, good Lord. I mean, this guy's just fucking brain scheming. Look, he probably brain scheming right here in this picture. Like, damn, you know, I could do this with these guys. Like, that's the thing. This guy got infinity when it comes to game plays because his base core of fucking 5 players, just receiver-wise, are solid. Mayer, Bauer, fucking Jacoby Tucker, Adams, dude. Just 5 dudes right there. You know what I mean? So then you're looking at Zamir, you're looking at fucking the halfback group's probably going to be Zamir, Alex, and fucking Lubre, but depending on if fucking so it'll be Dylan as long as he beats out Amir. But if he doesn't beat out Amir, then it's going to be Amir there. And don't get me wrong, they'll probably keep Amir here as the 4th dude, probably. But I think if Sincere pops up, or Britton Brown, it has to go to one of those 2 guys. They've been here. They're younger. One of them need to get the spot. Even if you're redoing a contract at the end of they're like a few $1 million player. They're nothing, but they can contribute massive to the team. You know, they'll be healthy for once. We've already invested in them for 2 years. We need to get an investment back out of it if they're worth it. You know what I mean? So all I'm trying to say, like I've been saying the whole time, this guy knows Aiden and his scheme is going to kill it. He fucking knows it. And he knows that if Aiden goes down and Gardner Minshew has to take over, he knows that either one of them are going to be just fine. Depending on, it's going to be 2 different types, one being mobile in the back, one being more pocket passer. But this guy already knows how to set up for it. So he's even spoke about it, and the quarterback coaches spoke on it, that the system can fit just about anybody that they want to tailor it to. You know what I mean? So all I say, man, this guy's smart, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna have a great offense this year, man. I mean, a great offense. And you know, I was just thinking, DeMar Glaze got interviewed in here, and we gotta listen to him too because look how big that fool is. He might take Munford's job, dude. Like, but I was just thinking about it, so don't let me forget about it. But we need to watch a Glaze interview too.
Yeah. And we got to see that speed that he has too. So he kind of creased it and he took it. That was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see, you know, just he's a different cat. Like that is like a speed that not many guys have. And again, to be paired with that size that he has. But it is a complete room. I think we got a really cool room that has guys that can, you know, catch the ball out of the backfield. We got guys that can hit the perimeter. And then we have Z that can kind of do both in the sense of hit it inside, hit it outside with really cool speed. So it's a really cool room. I'm excited to see where this thing goes. And I always say with backs, like training camp really tells you what a back's about, right? There needs to be real contact up front. There needs to be holes. There needs to see vision. And I think Z's just going to take off for sure when we get to training camp.
You see that?
What's your first
impression
of Raider Nation, the fan base, what it is to be a coach here?
This fool has a lot of faith in
Very
him.
special. It really is. It's, you know, pinch yourself sometimes when you think about the history of this place and how cool it is. And I mean, you know, growing up watching you play and like this place, the family atmosphere, let me just touch that first, that's in this building and how Mr. Davis has set this thing up to where everyone's taking care of each other and it's a family environment. You feel that right away as soon as you got here. And AP's just kind of taking that to another level himself. And then you get outside the building and you see, I mean, you're in a new city that you really haven't been in very long, and the love for this Raider Nation is pretty incredible.
I want to go back to the running back room real quick and ask you about 6th-round pick Dylan Lobby and what he brings to the table, like a versatile guy from New Hampshire.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, I mean, this guy in college lined up as a slot receiver, as an outside receiver in the backfield. He did all those things, and really I've been most impressed with the knowledge part of it and how quickly he's able to pick up everything. And like I said, we kind of didn't hold back from these guys. We really wanted to challenge them as much as we could in this phase of it, because it's okay to fail right now, you know, and then when you get to training camp and you start going, we really threw a lot at these guys. And he's someone who really stepped up to the challenge and really has, you know, you wouldn't know he just got here. I think that's a credit to him and his work ethic.
Coach,
that dude's gonna kill it, dude.
Yeah,
he's gonna kill it. He's just that bad. He's just that good of an athlete.
Joining us, so we went from Tom Telesco to Luke Getsy. He had a lot of good things to say.
Both knocked it out the park.
No doubt, and we're gonna pick up on that when we come back. Live from Media Day, Raiders Roundtable.
Salute James. Salute Busy.
The Raiders Roundtable. It's Media Day 2024, along with Q Myers, Eric
Yes,
Allen.
Luke
I'm
James,
JT. We're going to
appreciate
stay
you,
on the
bro.
tight ends
Dude,
because
ZZ.
I think it's imperative, as
Why
Getzi
does
just joined us, and he was
Getzi
fantastic,
kinda
on how this has to work. Okay,
resemble
Michael
Bruce,
Mayer,
huh?
Raiders
Hey, I
remember
ain't gonna
traded
lie,
up to
dude.
get him.
It's funny that
Okay,
you
they
said that because I
saw
was
their
thinking that
tight end
same
of the
shit,
future,
bro.
and then
Earlier,
the
I was
gift from the
just like,
football
man, this guy
gods
right here,
to
he's
get
a
Bowers
genius,
to drop to
man.
the
Like,
Raiders.
you know, like, don't get me wrong. You know, when I talk about Gardner Minshew, there's always that thought in my back of my mind that this guy right here can most definitely transform him to the better. But the thing that I'm thinking about is like, could he help Gardner? Yes. And will he? Yes. But I think his main goal is to help Aiden first, you know, because if Aiden fails, then you're looking for a different quarterback for future wise. But don't get me wrong, if Gardner can pull it off and pop up and be better and quit throwing the ball at people's dick sucker, I mean, he'll probably be able to fucking be all right, but he just keeps throwing it down there, fucking at his knees and ankles, dude. I mean, he's done it for a long time. He overthrows people. Don't get me wrong, he's got good numbers, but you got to look, he's got those as backups, dude, and some of those numbers are tarnished because of the fact that Philadelphia, dude, where he literally was just a backup there for the whole time outside of a game or two. Aiden's numbers is just 1 year. You know, like, so I think until Aiden has 4 or 5 years or at least 2 years to equivalent his numbers.
And another thing I'll add to that is that
I don't
you
think
can't.
we should be holding his numbers to Aiden's.
Yeah, and
like,
another
that's,
thing I'll add to that is the fact that Minshew's had better coordinators. That you can't compare fucking Bo fucking Hardegree to the guys that Minshew had at Jacksonville. Like, you know what I mean? When he started at Jacksonville, like the guys at the coaching staff at Jackson or the play call at Jacksonville was way better than one fucking we had last year in fucking Bo.
Damn right.
Here at 13. Now you got to make it work. It's not like you were going to take a defensive player. No, Brock Bowers, EA, was available. You take him and you hope you can develop him into a superstar along with Big Mike. So this is not too complex to me. It's just a question of there's one football who's going to be featured a little bit more.
Gentry.
Yeah, when you look at Brock, I think
you got
what he did in Georgia,
4,
and
5.
you say to yourself, how can he duplicate
I don't
those
know
things
who John
in our league? Can he
Stanhope
do those things in the league?
Fucking
You see him, you say, of course he can. Very smart individual. You know, the story he told us, JT, about, you know, the reason why he went all the way to Georgia because they were playing football during COVID. He wanted to play football.
We're not going to watch this whole presser. I just want to watch the people.
Hard to pick up, and so that's what he really brings to the table. I think he's a great number 2 guy.
I'll get over
Him
here
and Zamir can be a
to,
1-2 punch, but also just
I
that
think
familiarity with the scheme is big.
EA, do you expect this to be a running team? I mean,
Yes.
really,
Yes.
I'm sensing that.
This one was with.
Yeah, I have been, and I'm just so excited to be here. I feel humbled, and Raiders are great, and you know, my family's all buying into it. I love it, and it's just now it's just kind of family, ready to go.
Yeah, I tell you, man, it's just a great joy. You know, you played great college ball, played some big time football games. Talk to us about the phone call and that process of after you were drafted by the Raiders.
Yeah, no. So you draft. So the first 2 draft days, the first day kind of wasn't the greatest for sure, but the second day, just kind of going into it, knowing I was going to get picked, and you know, not knowing what team was really going to pick me, and you know, I only talked to the Raiders once at the combine, and after that, I had never had another word with the Raiders. Stealth mode. DM me in vanish mode. But you know, I was sitting there, I was kind of looking at the screen, and you know, the next picks were coming up, and I look at LV and I go, Las Vegas. Man, I just this weird feeling about Las Vegas, and gets right to it, and I get a call, and a phone call, and I look at it, and everyone just goes silent. And I look, it's Las Vegas Raiders. I go, I get on the phone, you know, I talk to AP, you know, I talk to everybody, and it was just a surreal moment. Like I just levitated out of my body, and you know, the phone call was great. They ended up posting that, you know, I think I sounded like a baby because I was just trying to keep it together.
Right.
And then you know, after that, hang up the phone, just look at my family, and I say, Raiders. Everyone just loses it, but it's just, you know, so close to home for me. I'm like 5 hours.
This guy's gonna be a great add to our team, man.
No, definitely blessed to be here, and it's been great. It's been surreal.
He didn't allow an entire sack his whole entire college career.
Around the players, with the coaches. What is
Not
that
one
whole
sack
experience
got given up on
I mean,
his
it's been
spot.
amazing. Like just walking into the building, it's such amazing facilities, and it's kind of great
Pretty
because
big
I was in
dude.
Oregon. It was unbelievable.
What did it say?
facilities, and I come here,
1,455
and now more unbelievable
stats.
facilities. So I'm definitely blessed. But the players and the coaches and the support staff have been great. It's like a thing you really stress about being a
That's
rookie
pretty
is you don't know
corn-fed.
where you're going to go, because college, you get to pick where you go.
He won the Remington
But,
Trophy
now,
CFB Top
like, you're being
Center.
picked, and coming into this organization, everybody being so nice, so accepting.
Kind of sucks
and
because
just
we
making
know
the
Andre James is
transition almost
the
seamless.
guy, but
We're all blessed. We were talking all as
Yeah.
rookies, and we feel really blessed to be here. And I definitely levitated out of my body a little bit. I'd actually definitely.
He could switch from guard to center.
That was really cool.
yeah, but
Or,
I mean that's the problem though. If James works, we don't want to get rid of him.
No. But
Wanna
if
go
James
to
gets
work,
hurt,
you know.
this guy can replace him
Devontae
really
Adams,
quickly.
Really cool guy. Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew, just the whole O-line room too.
Him
we
or
just had rookie dinner.
Dylan Parham.
I think they liked
Did you
me
have to
now.
come up the?
Yep,
come up
yes,
the
sir. I footed the
Rushers
bill.
allowed, dude. First,
Can you tell us how much it was?
run block 6,
it was
fucking
around
pass
a lot of
block
money.
5th, offensive grade 4th,
Good answer.
90.6, dude, in the pass
Maybe
block
like
at 85.6 in the run. I
Maybe
mean,
something
good
like
lord.
that.
Answers are unbelievable.
Oh my
I
goodness.
think let's
I
go up in the
appreciate
second
you sharing
round.
the disappointment on day one, and you come in with Brock Bowers. I thought Brock would have gone in the top 10, and all of a sudden, I say it's a gift from the football gods. We get him, and then we get you. And the fans are going nuts here because we feel like you're competing, but you're going to have a great opportunity to prove yourself as a rookie. What is that like for you coming in, knowing there's a need at your position, and you played a different position, and you're versatile to play multiple positions? That's exactly what this team needed in this draft.
I mean, going to a place that not only wants you but needs you is a dream come true. And I'm just excited.
There's Max in the background.
Just earn the trust of the organization first and foremost. Like, we got mandatory mini camp coming up. I get those opportunities, and then fall camp comes up, and I get those opportunities as well. Being able to prove myself not only to the organization, but kind of the other teams that didn't pick me in that first round.
Yeah.
I definitely have a little chip on my shoulder, and that's kind of always how I've played, football since I was 8 years old. So nothing really new to me, but truly excited to be here and excited in the position I am. I'm lucky. I mean, I have friends all over the league who don't have this experience. I just a tribute to the organization here. Coach AP, what his culture here is like. It is what it is on camera. Everybody loves it here. Everyone loves him. I'm truly grateful to be here.
Doing the Hulk Hogan flex.
When did you know, as a player, that
He's doing the Brandon Cooks fucking spear, fucking. He's doing his box like he's doing his boxing.
It was a goal of mine since I was 8
in.
years old, and my parents kind of held me to it. Like everything I did since 8 years old and up was to make it to the NFL, and I think kind of when I kind of realized that I could definitely play in the NFL, I'd have to say probably my freshman year, kind of my first or second start, and I was holding my own and I was having fun. I was like, I could do this at the professional level. Kind of this year, the last game I ever played was in Allegiant Stadium against the Huskies.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they lost, but I had a touchdown for about 2 minutes before they took it away from me. But just kind of those moments kind of reaffirm that I can come to the next level and I can perform and I can compete. So yeah.
He's gonna try to get another job.
Embrace the black hole. These
Yeah.
fans in the black hole, which I'm in, and we're all in, and we embrace guys like you. I think you and the black hole are going to have an unbelievable relationship.
No, I'm so excited. The best fans in the league. I like to play like a psycho on the field, and to have fans all around you that are just as psycho as you.
That is facts.
I love it.
Fit right in.
Fit right in.
Thanks for joining us. Really
No,
good.
thank you guys so much for having me.
Excellent.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. How great was that as we bring in Trey Tucker? So we are now rolling right here.
Trey Tucker, this guy right here is gonna be one of my favorite receivers. I'm not even gonna lie.
And all this in the gear on game day. How are
He's
you?
already bulked up, dude. He's gonna start running over motherfuckers, bro.
You had so many explosive
Look
plays
at him
last year.
even, look at him
What was
even
the
now, and
offseason like for you
motherfucker's
looking at
still
the
bigger
film
than
when
him.
you got open, when the ball came your way, and how have you improved?
Yeah, so obviously, just like you said, the off season's kind of unique because it was my first one. So Obviously, I took a few weeks off, but after that, it was just straight grind mode. Going through all the film, kind of just seeing some of the plays that I missed on, and obviously seeing what I could improve on. I looked at a lot of good things on tape, but also I'm very critical on myself. So saw a lot of things that I wanted to prove on. So like I said, took 2 weeks off, and after that, I've been going ever since.
Yeah, what a dynamic room that you guys have, right? How do you separate yourself and make yourself? How do you create that space for you?
Man, I mean, just like you said, a dynamic room. It's an amazing room.
Yes, it is.
And to that point, I think that's what helped me elevate. Honestly,
said amazing.
Jacoby,
When he said dynamic, he said amazing.
For me, what it does is just understanding, like,
19 receptions, 331, 2 touchdowns, 17.4 yards,
they're
16
consistent.
games.
They come every day. You know what you're going to get. So for me, that's just kind of helped me, I would say pretty much like have good habits every day, not just come in 2 days out of the week, I'm good, one day I'm not, because Tay comes in to work every day. Jacoby comes to work every day, and they're dogs. So kind of have that mentality, because those are the leaders in the room. You don't want to be that guy that they have there, and everybody else is doing that, and you're the only one that's not,
right?
So you don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. So, it's like you either get with it or get lost, basically. And,
Thanks, bro. See, I love it. I love
your
that
speed.
shit.
How much have
You
you
got
seen
it from Max,
you being
and
able
you got
to
it
add
from
that element to the
Devontae.
team, obviously, but then also let the game slow down to you as well, so it doesn't get kind of overwhelming.
Right. I always joke around with Cole. He always, because
Get with it
we
or
always
get
saying
lost.
stuff like I'm going like 100 miles per hour all the time. So how can you go 100 miles per hour but the game slow down?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think that just comes with obviously having a feel for playing in the NFL, because obviously everybody's fast, everybody's moving, and just understanding like thoroughly the concepts, the playbook, and coverages, and really who you're going against, because that's what it is every week. Who are you going against? What DB? And that's how the game really slows down. Other than that, I'm going 100 miles per hour every play.
Right. Well, we've got a little bit of fun that we're going to have with you real quick, if you don't mind. We're going to go ahead and let you look at the screen, and we're going to put some of your teammates together. You got to pick who these guys are. It's a little face morph game that we got, so you got to let us know who this is.
Wait, so am I guessing who that is, or am I like
the players who are morphed?
Yeah. Tell me, those are two of your teammates.
Yeah.
Tell me who they are.
That's Devontae and Tyree.
Boom. There you go. You got the first one. All right, what about? You're gonna hit him with the second one.
They worked both those guys into one.
You figured that one out quickly. You're gonna get to say, here we go. Oh, you gave him the answer. How you give him the answer?
Oh, you gotta do that.
Oh, wait a minute. That looks familiar.
I don't know if you'd have got that one though.
Yeah, that Aiden O'Connell and
that was tough.
Yeah, that was
Michael
Aiden
Mayer
O'Connell
together.
and Colton Miller. What about the third one? Here you go. This
Colton
is the tough
Miller.
one.
That's me and
you got it.
Oh man,
you got it. You're about to say it.
Yeah, that's me. I don't know who the other person is.
Zamir White.
Here we go. How about?
Jack Jones.
Jack.
And then they gave the answer away to you on the
Come on now.
So you can't give the answer.
Yeah.
I would have got that one for
No,
sure.
you wouldn't. You would have got that. You'd have got that one.
Yeah, I can see that one. That was Marcus Epps and Javon Merrick. Well, thanks so much.
Have a great year.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
he messed up on that one.
When we come back, more players, coaches, as we continue from the Intermountain Healthcare Performance
Being a
Center.
short guy,
Media
he's pretty
Day.
big.
This is Raiders
This
Roundtable.
next one's DeMar Glaze. Look at this motherfucker, bro.
I remember watching NFL games on like Sunday and Monday and playing catch like in the living room, just watching games and being like, man.
Another guy who, even without all the Raider gear, if you're talking to him for 5 or 10 minutes, you say, what football team does he belong to? You would say the Raiders.
DJ Glaze is kind enough to join us. We got another guy up front for the Silver and Black who I'm assuming is real happy to be here. Thanks a lot for doing this. How excited are you? Your first media day with the Silver and Black. How's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I'm excited to be here. Just getting the pictures done. So yeah, it's fun.
It's like a first day of school.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That big old boy.
What was it like
He's
on
dog
draft day
too,
again?
man.
We were just talking to other players too. You don't know where you're going to go, and then all of a
Drafted
sudden,
third
boom,
round,
you're in this
17th
building,
overall.
and you got an opportunity to prove yourself.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it's an amazing opportunity. You really don't know where you're going to go. You don't know when they're going to call, what's going to happen. So just seeing that call, it's like, wow, like I'm really getting this opportunity, to go to a great organization and prove that I can, earn my spot, compete, help other guys get better. So, I mean, it's an amazing opportunity. It's fun. And like you said, it's the unknown is it's a crazy thing. So, yes, sir.
Did you have any conversations with the Raiders in the process?
Leading up, I think I had a Zoom with Coach Philbin.
Okay.
We just sat down and talked ball for a little bit. So that was fun. But, I mean, for the most part, that was pretty much it. So,
He said Philbin?
Yeah, I mean, it was a Zoom, talk some ball, and then, the call came. So, yes, sir.
What are the coaching staff at Maryland? How did they help get you prepared for this?
Yeah, I mean, I would say my offensive line coach, Coach Brian Braswell, he came from the NFL. So, he kind of already knew what it was like. So, going into my last year, he was already giving me pointers and tips like, you can't do this, you got to do this, you got to do that. So, I mean, I just feel like he kind of helped me leading up to the process. And then getting here is exactly what he said it was going to be. So, just making sure, like, I know what's going to happen. I know what's going on. And the whole staff did a good job of that, just kind of making sure the guys were prepared.
Did it sound like or feel like that Maryland kind of flies under the radar sometimes when it comes to NFL players, but you're consistently putting NFL players or guys into the league?
Yeah, I think it's something it does. It happens, but like you said, you can see it. Over the last couple of years, guys have been getting drafted, multiple guys. So, I mean, we are getting an opportunity, so that's all we really need. So that's the good thing about it.
You look super fit. Tell me about your conditioning from college to the off season now as a professional.
Yeah, just really going, like you said, college, you got the off-season, the in-season program and all that. And then going into the off-season, you want to make sure you find somewhere that'll help you, stay in shape and get in shape. So, I mean, I was training out of Pensacola, Florida.
14 at left tackle and 12 at right tackle.
So, I had like 2 different programs, one for the draft and then one for like just,
They play both
training.
positions.
Just to make sure I stay in shape, because like that was one of the biggest pieces of advice I was getting. Make sure you come in shape. Yeah. So I wanted to do that. So, stayed on top of that. And, once you get here, you got to make sure you're in shape because you're going to be doing ball pretty much all day. So, I mean, it's kind of translated from like the off season to now.
In all of sports, there's nothing like a offensive lineman meeting room. I mean, it's just so different. And, when I would play, I would walk by there. You hear noises in there. Right. You just got to keep going. Talk to a little bit about the offensive line room in Maryland and here with the Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in the offensive line, you have to have a tight-knit group. It's like 5 people working as one. So you have to have that camaraderie that, like, you got to know what your brother's going to be doing at all moments. If not, it's not going to look too good. So, in Maryland, we had that. Like, we had a lot of new guys, a lot of transfers, and, like, right away, everybody fit in. We hung out. We knew, like I said, know what each other were doing. And same with here. With all the rookies came in, the vets kind of just took us in. Conversation, willing to help us. And that's what builds that. That's what builds that bond and that togetherness. That's what you need to be a, effective and good offensive line.
You talked to us after rookie minicamp. You're listed as a tackle, but you have the versatility to play guard, and you have the willingness as well. How big is that to have that versatility for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's big. I think it's huge. Not only does it help you understand what everybody's doing or know all the jobs. I mean, if somebody goes down, which, I mean, we're in the NFL, it happens. Just being able to step up, be that guy that can, plug in anywhere, create value for yourself. So, I mean, I think it's huge to be able to play multiple positions.
Hell yeah, that's why you'll make the team.
Sir, thank you.
Yeah.
That's why he's going to make the team.
Yeah.
DJ Blades coming in. Appreciate it very much as we bring in Gardner Minshew.
Gardner.
Thrilled about this.
What's up?
Now, you always have tight drip and you know what you're going to look like, but today's media day. So tell me about the prep today to get in front of these cameras.
Oh, man, freshly shaved face.
Look at that.
There you go.
Bristling, as they say. But fired up, man. Just happy to be here.
You go back into the archives because you've just been here for a short period of time. And we started off paying tribute to Jim Otto, who passed away. But you see Biletnikoff with the long hair and the snake. And you told a great story to me on the radio the day you got in here. From Ray Guy to the snake, you understood instantly to connect with it, and it was real.
Oh, yeah, man. That's something that's always resonated. I remember watching Ken Saber's football life back in the day and just thinking, this guy's got to go.
Coolest guy ever.
The coolest, right? Just living to the max, man. And I don't know, just, man, the swagger you've always seen from the Raiders, like, that is the trademark, and that is something that, like, you feel and you want to make come alive here.
Yeah, you're a quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders, man. I mean, what does that feel like?
It's incredible, dude. It's every dream you've ever had, coming true, man. It just makes you want to do your best that much more and fulfill your dreams and, man, just pay everybody back that's giving you this opportunity.
You've been going through OTAs. We've been out there seeing you. What has everything been like for you? Just getting to know the teammates, getting to know the playbook, just the coaches and the energy that they bring.
Yeah, it's been good, man. A lot of new. Everybody's learning from, the day one. Everybody's learning the new system. I think it's been great. I think everybody walking off the field last week from OTAs to see the improvement we made from day 1 to day 10. It was awesome, man, and just super happy to be a part of it and super glad to see everything and how it's coming together.
You have a lot of gratitude because you played in a lot of big games and you're still a young player in this league. Talk about your former stops and the coaches and the mentors. That's a tremendous asset that you bring to this team, your experience from the recent past.
Absolutely, man. I tell people all the time, the NFL is not a developmental league.
Yeah.
You know, like getting on the field is so important and it helps so much. So, man, as a guy that came in as a 6th rounder, like to play as much as I have so far, I'm super grateful. And I feel like I've learned a lot from those opportunities, you know, a lot of wins, a lot of losses, some goods and some bads. But, man, just excited to put that experience to use and help use that to lead here.
What's your style of play? What are we going to be looking forward to seeing when you're on the field?
Yeah, honestly, I kind of see myself as a bit of a point guard, you know, just dishing the ball around, get the ball in guys' hands that can do a lot better things than I can, you know. I think we got a lot of that here.
Yeah, we do.
So, man, just really excited to get with those guys, to keep us on schedule, and to put up some points here.
You know, to EA's point, though, asking about your style, you've backed up some quarterbacks that all have different styles. So how has it been for you to be able to be versatile and fit in with that and not have to change the game plan because now Gardner's in the game?
Yeah, man, I think I've been around so many different styles of guys and guys that have done it at a really high level. And I think you can learn something from everybody. Like, my game doesn't exactly translate to anybody else and vice versa, but there's definitely things that you can pick up from everybody. And I'm grateful for the guys that I've been able to be around.
You know, I dove into your stats in 12 personnel and your ability outside the pocket. That's a tremendous asset for you with Luke Getsy and what you're looking at this initial book. When you look at the plays that you're going to see coming in here in the playbook, it's going to evolve. But how comfortable are you in 12 personnel with this type of product around you?
Oh, love it, man. Love it. I think that's one of the big things in this league is if you can get teams into base defense, you know, and keep them out of nickel.
Yeah.
Like, that's where you get really good matchups in the pass game. And hopefully with our big guys, with our tight ends, we'll be able to run the ball. And then you get some great looks to throw it. And we got some great guys to throw it too.
Yeah, I tell you, man, this team, so dynamic, right? You have receivers, your running back, your offensive line. When you look at this team and how they're coached, how is that different from other places you've been?
Yeah, I think one of the good things is Luke always says is he's coaching to the players, coaching to our strengths, and he's going to put guys in positions to succeed. I think that's really important because we have guys that do different things very well, you know, and not everybody's the same. But putting those guys in positions to use their talents, I think we have a chance to be very special.
What is this competition like with you? You know, and Aiden O'Connell, I see you guys out there complimenting each other, coaching each other up, but at the same time, it is a quarterback competition.
Yeah, it is, man. It's been awesome working with Aiden and really everybody in our room, with AB, Carter as well. Like, it's been a great group. And, man, that's so important as you get going through a season. Like, your quarterback room has to be a sanctuary. Like, you got to be able to come in there and, like, ooh, man, you know.
You like a sanctuary.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's awesome, man. It's been great. Aiden, like, super sharp, like, young dude, but knows how to study, knows how to lead. It's been fun working with him, and I'm, like, just really excited about where our room is and our ability to lead this team.
What can you tell the fans about Brock Bowers at the line of scrimmage, throwing it to him at the line of scrimmage? I mean, he's got a 10-minute highlight reel on YouTube of what he does when he catches the ball behind the line of scrimmage or at the line of scrimmage, and he's gone. How unique of a player is that?
No, it really is. Like, and I mean, I think he's going to be really special in, like, screen game, boot game, like, where we're just throwing him little slips and, you know, quick 5-yard passes that he can turn into explosive plays. That's huge, man. And as a quarterback, you love nothing more than throwing it here and seeing them run.
Short pass and it's gone.
Yeah, that's it.
Gardner, you're in a unique situation. You know, people from the outside, you know, could call you a bridge guy or this and that. Like, how do you feel about yourself? I mean, when you come in here to the Raiders, do you feel like, you know what, I'm going to be the quarterback here for the next 7, 8, 10 years? I mean, what's your outlook on your stay here?
Yeah, no, that's obviously the goal. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever come somewhere to leave, you know, so I'm here and I want to be here. But I also know you got to earn that. But I think that's one of the things about me is I believe Seven and I can win. I believe you give me a chance, like I'll put us in a position to win.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm going to have to earn every week, and hopefully do that enough to keep me around.
Awesome, man.
Knowing you're going up against a defense that was really stinking good last year, how much is that going to help you guys in practice just to kind of sharpen what you guys do?
Oh, it's huge, man. And like they're good, but they practice really hard also. Like Max, Christian Wilkins, everybody, just seeing them fly to the ball. It's really, I'm telling you, just watching our practice tape and not even the initial get off, but watching everybody rally to the football, everybody chase, everybody give effort. And that's offensive lineman, defensive lineman, everybody going. That's been cool to be a part of, and I think that's really different.
But before Q gets you with the game we're going to play here, the Sphere, the Sphere, T-Mobile, I mean, the restaurants, the casinos, the strip corridor, from the time you came here the first time as a player or maybe with your buddies back in the day, now being a quarterback here, what do you think of the landscape of the strip in Las Vegas?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, it's everything you want and then some, if you want it, you know, if you want it. So I think I'm living far enough away. I don't think I'll be down there too much. But, dude, being able to have all that right, on a Friday night, if you ain't doing nothing, like, it's incredible.
Yes, for sure.
We're going to have a little bit of fun with you before we let you go. We're going to have you look at this screen. We've put together some of your teammates. You got to decide who they are.
Okay.
We're going to have some fun with
Combination of guys.
There you go.
Okay, that's Trey and AJ Cole.
Oh, that was easy.
Yes.
That was easy. Okay, let me find out. All right, what's the next one?
Well, that's Malcolm, and is that Trey? Trayvon?
Nope.
No.
No, that's Jacoby Myers and.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, Alexander.
All right, we got one more. This one's going to be a good one. This one's going to be a good one.
What the heck?
Damn. Handsome as hell. That's all. That's all.
Rex Ryan and.
That's Coach Rob.
Rob Ryan.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Raider Nation. Really appreciate it. I want to talk to you much.
Yeah.
All
right.
There he is, Gardner Minshew.
Yep.
How about
Thanks so
that?
much.
Greatly appreciate it, man. We're having a lot of
Good job,
fun.
man.
Game, man. That was
Right.
good. We knew we had to get
Listen,
Rob Ryan.
Rob's off season sometimes is in San Diego, and he's in a convertible. And the hair is blowing.
hilarious.
Yeah, the hair is blowing.
He is the best.
Oh, he's awesome.
Been around this league a long time.
Yeah, his
Seen a
dad
lot of
coached me.
good play. All right, when we come back, more from the players and coaches. We are live from Media Day here, special edition Raiders Roundtable, brought to you by America First Credit Union.
The Las Vegas Raiders select Delmar Clay, tackle from Maryland.
In motion. 4-man pressure. Fake this screen and cheer. Here's the blitz. Turns the ball over.
Control this. See what we got here.
How we doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing great.
Good. Hey, we're on the clock right here. We're ready to select you, and we'll make you Las Vegas Raider.
Thank you so much.
You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Is Justin Shulman there with you?
Yeah, he's here.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, I'm going to put you on the phone over here with our head coach, Antonio Pierce, all right?
What's going on, B-Dub? How we doing, Coach?
Man, I don't know. You tell me. We ready?
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. Come on. About to come across that ticker, man.
Yeah, we'll do. Thank you
Come
so
on,
much,
man.
Coach.
Hey, let's get. Hey, I need these big boys up front grinding now. Bring that
I'm gonna whoop some
mentality
ass
now.
for you.
Bring that
Wait.
mentality. I know you'll whoop some. We'll see you here, man. Enjoy with your family. We'll talk to you in a second, all right?
Appreciate you, Coach. Thank you.
Okay, man. Love.
Bye.
Woo! Raiders.
Very far. In some ways, it kind of reminds me of a Richie Cognito.
Welcome back to Raiders Roundtable. Hey, Raider Nation, are you interested in creating memorable experiences for your top clients or enjoying an upscale game day experience in a suite? Individual rentals are now available for the upcoming 2024 Raiders regular season. Benefits range from lavish food and beverage options, VIP entrances, and access to the 100 and 200 level clubs.
My
For more
bad.
information,
That's
visit
really-
suites.raiders.com or call 702
I was in there. My kids trying to get ready for
and
bed.
those suites are nice. And those suites for concerts are
I
amazing.
gotta say
so
that
get on top of that as we're back.
Powers
on the
Johnson
special
guy,
edition Media
he
Day
looks
Raiders
like a
Roundtable.
Rich
We could have talked
Incognito.
about Gardner Minshew.
He does, dude. I mean, he's like fucking
There's a
spitting
question
in
about
his
how do you look at his career, how he looks at his career going forward. It's very unique. He's got to be a dog and try to become the starter here, but he has a lot of respect for Aiden here being here before him.
Yeah, you know, all the outside noise, you know, with fan bases and analysts, you know, hey, he's just a bridge guy. He's here to, you know, kind of teach the next guy to come. You can't think of that as a player.
Sorry, can you guys hear me?
You want to be the
Yeah, I can
guy,
hear
you know, you
hear
want to
you.
be the guy
Yeah,
that gets that team
Yeah, I had
to
a
the
business call.
championship and be a valuable member of that
No
club.
problem.
And
So
that's
I'm
how
pretty
he's
much
looking
telling
at
my
it. I
current
wouldn't
player to
want
go fuck
anything less
themselves.
from a guy. You know, he's in a great
So
battle
he's
right
gonna
now.
go by another
I
job.
think
So.
AP has done an outstanding
shit.
job of really getting competition at every position.
Yeah.
So when you go to practice, it's lively, it's exciting, it's fast paced. You know, guys are really putting in the great work in the film room and then going to the practice field and trying to create spaces for themselves. And it's funny. Everyone you talk to here, you know, they know it's all about competition and finding a spot.
You know, I don't want to put the comparison to Rich Gannon, but I will with age. Gardner's 28.
Yeah.
I was here, you were here when
I'm
Rich
messing
Gannon
around,
came here,
bro.
and there weren't many big expectations
You
other
drop
than in the
this?
locker room. From a fan's perspective,
No, you
everybody
brought
was
that
like,
in.
what
Go
is
put
this
it back up on
football
the
about?
counter. No,
And
go
at
put
the
that
time,
where you
Coach
got it.
Gruden knew,
Goes
and
middle with
everybody
you.
knew what he had. And yeah, I
Pick
just wanted
that
to
up.
follow
That's a
up on that.
toothpick deal.
I'm not
Put it on
saying
the
he's going to
counter.
be MVP of the league and go to 2 AFC championship games and a Super Bowl, but that's his goal because he's got age on his side. He's played a lot of football for a guy who's been a backup for most of his career.
Yeah, and that's a good comparison because they were cerebral players, guys who can do a little bit of everything. You know, outside the pocket, they were successful. Inside the pocket, understood the philosophy and what we were trying to accomplish as a football team. You know, being able to be a leader, guy who
Knocking
can
that
kind of
guys
get in
keep up the
every
great
room.
content.
And
I'll
then at
listen to
times,
that.
you know what?
I'll
Rich was
listen
not
to
the
that
nicest guy,
work
you know, at practice
All right,
sometimes,
peace out,
you know,
Jeff.
and that's what you
Appreciate you,
needed
bro.
for him. Very competitive in one-on-one situations, really challenged Charles, myself, and Jerry Rice, Tim Brown to take extra things. So again, you see a lot of the similarities between with him and Rich. So I hope great things
Damn,
for
that
him
sucks,
and
Rudy.
that young man because he's earned it.
One of the things that he said that stood out to me at OTAs was the fact that, you know, he knows that him and Aiden are in a competition.
Nope, you
and
got
he
the
wants
link to
it
get
be
back
not
in.
one of those scenarios where, oh, Aiden's not throwing well, so Gardner's leading. But no, he's playing so well, right? That he's only winning the competition because he's actually playing better, not because one of them is playing
Yeah,
down.
well,
I think that's huge.
Yeah, and Q, I'll follow up. When it comes to a media perspective, there's old media, there's veteran media, there's new media. A lot of new media wants a quarterback.
Will Gardner
controversy.
Mitchell
They
be
want
under
clicks.
center in week
They want
one?
clicks. They want people to follow them. And I don't think, and I could be wrong, I don't
59.6
think these guys are
QBR,
going to
13
engage him.
from QBs.
Aiden's really close to the vest. He's not a guy that's going to give you bulletin board material. And as much as Gardner's fun, and he wants to have fun, I don't think he's going to go there easy. Or, well, what do you think it's going to be like in Costa Mesa and preseason where every question is about, do you think you have to have a great game to start?
Right. I think it's going to be, it's going to be it's going to be competitive, obviously, on the field, but the questions will be, peppering these guys with, where do you feel like you are? How did you
Pretty
do?
similar.
What has been the reaction? I mean, it's
But that's
really
5
probably, if you
years
look across
compared
the
to
landscape of
1
the
year.
league, the only real
Well, yeah.
quarterback competition.
You nailed it. It's the big one.
Right. It's the only one across the league.
Similar stats, as you can see. Yeah. There. Gardner, of course, has been in the league longer, and outside the pocket, he's more comfortable outside the
Colts
pocket.
run
I think
the
this
ball
is
a lot
first
more.
time in a long time that we've had a quarterback outside the pocket who can kind of make those kind of plays. So that's one thing to be aware of in this quarterback battle because up front, you hope that your offensive line is able to do a good job, but there's going to be some breakdowns. So outside the pocket, he could be a little more creative than Aiden.
Well, Gardner's advantages for him. Let's talk about him first. More
Every time I
experience,
get a
more
call, it cuts me
starts,
out.
more yards and all that. Pretty good in 12 personnel. And if the pocket breaks down, which has been happening around here until this offensive line has been upgraded, and I think it has been, I think he's better with experience outside the pocket. But the strength cue for me for Aiden is a cleaner pocket and the ability to set his feet. The accuracy could be the difference.
The accuracy is big for Aiden. I mean, that's huge. And also, I just believe that the trust and the belief that the coaching staff has in Aiden O'Connell. They named him the starting quarterback on November 1st. Like, think about that. AP comes in as an interim coach, and the first thing he just says is, okay, that guy, the 4th round pick, is going to be my starting quarterback, and rides him out the rest of the season and has confidence in him.
Yeah, and he showed tremendous spark. And I think
Need to
Raider
fix
Nation
this
really
shit, you know.
appreciated what this young man was able to do with this football.
Uh-oh. Yeah. I do agree the offensive line is going to improve in the pass blocking and the run blocking, especially with the guard position. Like Dustin said earlier. Oh, shoot. God dang it. No.
You still there, Rudy? Oh. Well, I think Dustin got cut out. You there, Rudy? So, guys, we seem to be experiencing some technical difficulties. Right now I'm on my phone, and as I'll bring it back up on my laptop. Oh, here's Dustin.
I just hate when my screen don't fucking.
I think Rudy got cut out or something.
Camera's
Too. I don't know if
froze,
he's
dude.
frozen. I don't know if Rudy's frozen or something happened with Rudy too, because he went silent all of a sudden.
My shit, I hate when my shit just, like, when my camera freezes, it's annoying.
Facts. Yeah, I was just saying before to Rudy, we had a call before, so I was pretty much telling my employer to go, my current employer to go fuck themselves. So
Hell
just switching
yeah.
jobs. Because that's the kind of person I am. When someone wants to play fucking retard games, you get retard prizes.
They play stupid games, get stupid answers.
Yeah, exactly. Like because I feel like the manager I'm working for is on some kind of power trip or some shit.
That's how a lot of them are, man.
Yeah, facts.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
So I think
That's
we're going
it.
to see him play.
Yeah, because they think that they can bully me because I said I wanted one day off, and so they decided to take away my Sunday. So I pretty much told them to go
Raiders
fuck themselves.
Roundtable, and what a thrill it is to welcome in the head coach of the
Yeah,
Scarlet Black.
they feel that bad.
Let's see you, Coach. How are you?
What's up,
Always
Coach?
a pleasure. A lot's changed for you from Media Day last year. What a journey it's been a year ago from today. Tell us about it.
Like 2
I don't
days
even think I
ago.
came outside from me. Let's start there. But no, it is. It's been a great opportunity, fun, exciting. Looking forward to training camp. Looking forward to getting all the guys in the pads, bonding, building what we've been doing over the last several months in this off-season program, and just let it all fly, let it all lay out when we get on that grass.
Coach, has it become easier to have your style kind of overtake this organization? Because I know it's unique and not everybody was on board with it, but I think us in the building understood what you were trying to accomplish: physicalness, toughness, belief in yourself, preparation, all those little details that you saw. And I go back to the interception that JJ got, and him talking about how you were able to kind of give him that freedom to be able to believe. And has it become easier to kind of coach that way?
He only coach in Raiders history to win coaching debut by 15 plus
For everybody to fall
points.
in line, right? So
What?
I think for me, you deliver the message, you don't harp on it, you empower your coaches, your
What's this one?
coordinators, and then your players to own it. And I think the cool thing about this whole situation is, okay, AP got, I had the vision, I had the plan, but there's no plan and no vision.
One
without
of 7 coaches in franchise
right
history to win each of the first 2
our
games.
staff, our players, the guys that we drafted, guys
Crazy.
we brought into free agency. They understand what the Raider way is. That was our number one conversation. Do you get the culture that we're setting? and that we're building. And the best part about it, it's not AP setting the culture. It's the players, it's the building, it's everybody doing it. It's collective, and that's what you're seeing.
Coach, how important was it for the players and coaches that you brought in, especially the coaches, to have that energy, that match the same energy? I'm seeing all these former players out there that are coaches like a Cadillac Williams, like a Gerald Alexander, these guys, and they just have that energy, and it's being displayed even in OTAs.
Yeah, a different game from when me and EA played. I mean, coach is a little bit older. He told you what to do. They demanded you did it. That's what you ran. But now it's a little different, right? And you want guys, and our players really relish on guys that they can relate to.
Yeah, number one decent
Been
in
there and
points.
done it, but more importantly, that have the love for the game, and more importantly
And
than all
points
that,
allowed
they
per
want to be
game.
here. EA hit on it. This is different.
Yeah.
AP's is different. I'm a different coach. I get it. It takes a different individual for us
Yeah,
all
but
to
is
work
that
together.
Patrick
But it's okay
Graham
for
or
you
is
to be
that
different.
him?
You could be you, because I'm gonna be me.
Yeah,
But we're
yeah,
gonna
you
do it
can't argue some
collectively
of that stuff
the
with
same
Patrick
way with the
Graham.
message. Like I always keep going back to the vision, the philosophy, and the culture that we want to build here.
Coach, what about you personally, your schedule with all your
I
commitments now
mean,
in the
Marvin Lewis
community?
advocated that
Alumni,
Graham should be a
players
head
want to
coach.
talk to you, your
already
family, travel, Coach the Mason
back
coming up.
there.
How do you handle? Take us through a day, getting up in the morning, your fitness, your mind, and when you put your head down at night.
Can I start today?
You
How's
too.
today? I haven't drove my
Oh.
Impala, the red Impala. I drove on
Is
game.
he
I
still
haven't drove it
back
since
there?
we played the Denver Broncos.
Oh, I'm back.
So got to ask, hey, can you bring
Yeah,
your car
back.
up today, sir? I'm not thinking. I haven't started
Just
that bad
enough
boy
your
yet.
Yeah,
frozen or something.
I got bad lithium battery. My
I go downstairs at
laptop's got
4:45.
unplugged.
No, the
I know, God. I'm on asking jumper cable. They were looking at me crazy. I get AAA out there, 6 o'clock. We get it done. Car's up here, clean. We're ready to roll. But I mean, it's just things like that. But I think more important, when you're in this position, especially in the off season, you know you got to touch so many different people. And I said it in my first press conference.
Pause.
It starts with the fans. It starts with our alumni. And it starts with our organization. And whatever I could do each and every day to help somebody be there, speak, say hello, go through the requests that they have. I mean, that's a part of the beast. But more importantly, I hired some really good coordinators.
Yeah.
Patrick Graham, Luke Getzey, Tom McMahon. And I trust those guys to get the job done. So if AP's out the office for an hour, or if AP has to go away, they don't have to worry about me looking over their shoulders. And I don't have to worry about if they're doing the right thing, because I trust them. But when you're in the seat, though, it's hard. It's not even 24 hours. It's 25.
Yeah.
You always hear that. It's legit. It's real. But you do got to make time to take care of yourself. AJ, Ricky, and our organization do a great job with nutrition, getting a lift in, just taking care of your body. You got to be smart. And more important, like I tell our coaches, we got to get our rest. The dog days of, being at work for 16 hours and not being rested and prepared and wide-eyed and ready to go, those days are over. You got to come out here and really give these guys everything you got. And I think that's the most important thing that, look, we can be about film and ball all day, but you got to take care of yourself and your family. Come here with the right mindset and get ready to work.
Man,
I mean, they got screens out there, dude, that they
where did
go
that
in their
game
breaks,
plan
dude, and rewatch all the fuck ups,
That's a
dude.
good question. The good and bad part about my career is I played for a lot of coaches. In Washington, had 3 head coaches, 4 D coordinators. Then I had Tom Coughlin, 2 D coordinators there. So I was able to just pick a lot of things that I liked. And then obviously, EA knows this. We worked at ESPN, and there was a lot of things that I learned there, from organization, how to treat people, how to manage people, how you schedule things, how do you match up talent together, right? It was critical. Me and you on radio, we had to have a certain rapport to kind of play off of one another, and that was key. So where did I get all that from? It's a little, obviously, it's AP is my background, but it's also all those gentlemen that coached me, and one that's here with us now, Marvin Lewis, somebody that's helped guide me throughout my career.
You talked about trusting and trusting your coaches, and Marvin Lewis, Joe Philbin, guys that have been there, done that. How important was it to have those guys on your staff to be able to lean on if you needed to?
I always say, players need to be coached up and coaches need to be coached up, right?
Yeah.
Swallow your pride, check your ego at the door. I got 2 gentlemen that have been in the National Football League over 75, 80 years. I'll be a fool not to bring them in the building.
Right.
Not just for me, but for our coordinators. You know who's benefiting more than AP from Marvin Lewis? Patrick Graham. Who had one of the best defenses
Luke
of all time?
Pizzle, appreciate you,
The
bro.
Baltimore Ravens with Marvin
Yeah, they
Lewis.
got that AG full, man. They
How about
got
then you
the
got
screens
Joe
out there
Philbin,
right now. I guess
who
they
was in
got
that
these
system
big old
that Luke
ass
Getzey was bringing
screens to
here
rewatch
way
the
back with
plays
the
when
Packers.
they're
Been a
done.
head coach. Been through ups
They were
and
just
downs
talking
throughout
about
his
it,
career.
dude. Shit's
Just came
crazy.
from college, so he took a step back, came here. So
They're
now he
film
has fresh
studying
ideas.
while
And
they're
I think
playing.
the best thing about our staff is that we get together, We go in that room, it's a round table. We throw things against the wall. Some things stick, some things don't. But everybody goes in there with open mind. Check your ego again at the door. Your way ain't the only way.
Yeah.
We'll find the right way.
Your way ain't the only way. I
You
mean,
just
I like
mentioned it.
that.
I think a lot of the media, especially nationally, who aren't looking at the Raiders the way they should.
I like the
we're
fact
gonna
that
try to turn this into
Lucas
a
will
quarterback.
appreciate
he talks
Who's gonna
about
be the
checking the
quarterback?
ego at the
I
door.
look at Christian Wilkins as a complete
Facts.
game changer here. He could turn the ball over at midfield.
He said
You're in field
everybody
goal
throw
range
shit at the
quickly with
wall,
Carlson.
see
You
if
can
it
take a shot
sticks.
with Devontae or Trey. You can run the ball and take some clock there. The
Yeah, well, that's how you
defense
come up with
with
new
that
shit, you know what I
assignment
mean?
to play along Kuntz and Max. How
That's how you
different
bring
is
about
that
new
now as you
ideas.
look at the scheme and how you're going to win close games?
Really different.
Yeah.
And you don't know that until you watch practice. And you with Christian each and every day. The other day we went over here to the Aces, played a little basketball, a little team bonded. You know who the best player was? Christian Wilkins. Not even close. We're all sitting there like, what in the world is this?
Right.
300-pound man dunking, and doing all this stuff that he's able to do. But more importantly, the love,
This guy's gonna be a
leadership,
massive game
passion,
changer for us, dude.
the desire to
That's
win.
facts.
We got to bring in winners. We got to bring
Look
in
at
guys that
Tyreek.
wanna
I
win,
keep
that's gonna
saying Tyreek's fucking
There's
getting
two
it, bro.
gentlemen
He's
in this building
going
every day
like,
before
woo, woo.
coaches. Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins. They happen to be on the same D line playing next to each other. God bless everybody else. Don't worry about our quarterback, buddy. Worry about yours.
He said, don't worry about our
How much
quarterback.
better
Worry
does that
about
make
yours.
everyone on that defense having
Facts,
that
facts.
Man, just having Christian again,
Malcolm
along with Max,
Kingston,
and how
on
they
the other
work,
side right there,
the
wrecking
effort, the
shit.
pursuit, the consistency.
We could play what do you call it, 3-4,
Be the
and
best
still
in their
dominate the
position.
D line.
You're foolish if you're not on the training. You're running with these guys.
Right.
You guys will sit here in a couple days and go through mini camp. Just watch them run.
ninth in
Just watch our guys.
pressure,
Watch the
10th
effort.
in tackle
Watch
for
the
loss.
passion. Watch the bond, the excitement that they play with.
Yeah.
That's been every day
Yeah.
because we walk back in this
Their
building.
energy from station to station is incredible.
And I get it, the rah-rah, the AP, the energy, all that stuff. No. It ain't AP no more.
Yeah.
You got to deal with them dudes. AP don't play. I got the headset on, y'all. I'm watching. You got to deal with them suckers. But more importantly, everybody on our team now has taken ownership to be the best they can. That's why we had 30, 35 guys here the entire offseason. Then when we got here, close to almost 100% participation throughout the offseason program.
Talk to me. How's my guy Jack doing?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Man,
Jack.
Yeah. How's Jack doing?
Jack's doing good, man.
Doing
you know
good.
what? I think we've all settled around Jack.
He's like,
Jack's a
this
unique
guy, he's
individual, special
bipolar
talent.
as hell. I
Big
gotta
talent.
keep him in line the whole
The
time.
person. Jack is like any of us that is somebody that wants to be loved, appreciated, coached hard, but he does demand respect.
Yeah.
And they got to go both ways now. So I think our leaders have done a great job of constantly rallying around him and putting their arm around him. Our coaches, Ricky Manning, the constant communication, the daily updates. So just, hey, man, you good? How's everything going?
Uh-huh.
Figure out Jack as a person before you worry about Jack the corner.
Right.
And then you can coach Jack much better. I've dealt with him since he was 13 years old.
Yeah,
I get it.
I know
I
that.
get it. And he's a special talent. When Jack is 100, the Raiders are in a good place.
Yeah.
And we just got to keep that going. And it's a process. Listen, this is his third year in the National Football League. We're talking about like this guy's a 10-year vet.
Yeah.
He's just now coming his own. He hasn't played a full season. We're hoping to get Jack a full season. He had a great offseason. He's worked his tail off. We got to keep growing from where we were last year.
You draft corners in the 4th and 7th round. Jakarian Bennett's coming back. Worked with him last year as you were a coach, now the head coach. It's important that other corner. And Nate Hobbs, I've said this about Nate Hobbs. I mean, I thought he could play on the outside just as good as in the slot here. But that second corner and that competition, coach, what do you look to see here when we come up to training camp?
Well, I think the key word you hit on was competition. And that's something that we really harped on. And you hit on it earlier. When you have a quarterback competition, it's competition everywhere because all eyes is on everybody. And that corner room is very talented. It's young. It's got some guys inexperienced. But what they got is a 1-2. They lean on one another. They're asking questions. They're here working out before practice, after practice. But more important, this is their now second, third year in the system for some of these guys, right? When you're a rookie and you get thrown in the fire week 1, that's not an easy task.
Oh, not at all.
Not many of us can do that. I didn't do it week 1. It was like week 2 or 3. EA, what about you? What week was it as a rookie? Did you start?
Week 1.
Okay, EA special.
Look at him flex on you like that.
But it was difficult, right? Because you go through your ups and downs. And I think with Bennett, and what I like to see with our rookies, like we don't need to throw them out there in the fire. If they're not ready, don't put them out there because you get baptized the wrong way, right? But a great offseason by Bennett, being in here with JB each and every day. What I love about JB, he asks questions. He's a student of the game. He's always, give me more, AP, give me more. He's asking different coaches. You got a guy in your room that's coaching you, Ricky Manning, who played at a high level. Right? So that's a great asset that we have with our coaching staff, having guys that played it that can calm the nerves of a young player.
That's facts, dude. That's why Bennett's gonna take off this year, man. I mean, you can just damn near tell Bennett's gonna take off, man.
Finish after this.
He's got people surrounded around him that can help him.
Bennett was one of the three guys that picked him, Tucker, and Clary.
We're able to get Max Crosby to come in here.
Projected to
We're
us in
looking
that
forward to
draft.
that. How about that?
Here
As
comes
Max
fucking
joins
Matt.
us, and
Nice 1-2 punch, huh?
he's now
We're talking about
you're now a
UFOs.
veteran of Media Day. So how's Media Day? Give us your first impressions today, getting in the building and the photos and the
Max looks
experience,
pretty
especially with the young
filled
staff
out.
and the interns and everyone who's
Fuck
there.
yeah, he's big as hell.
You don't look like he's
you guys look
255.
like
I think he's about
giants
260.
fucking
Yeah,
kids,
it was
like,
like
what
it's
a
these
little bit
dudes.
longer every single year. You know, you try to get out as fast as you can.
That's
but,
why I know there's some
fun.
people that troll in the fucking
It's a
Raiders
blessing
chat.
to be
man.
here every day. I
Like
show up.
Golden
I'm
King,
grateful.
dipshit.
It's been a good day so far.
Talk to us a little about the off season. You're looking good. Looking, you're looking
Then Max
ready to
looks
go,
fucking
huh?
small.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
for sure. You know,
Dude,
it's
he
been
looks
a,
like
it's been
he
a
can
journey.
just
You know, I
slap
had to
you
get
to the
a couple
ground.
surgeries.
Yeah.
Had to get fixed up. And for me,
It looks like he just
I
moved
always
his
want to
hand
go,
over and
24/7. So it
fucking
really
knock his ass
forced me
right
to
over.
have a different approach as far as my training and how I had to,
Well, some people
get
compared him to
100%
Jared
on
Allen.
anything. But it made me a better player, made me better mentally, physically. And I feel incredible right now.
Jared Allen
I'm
was
covering a crazy
badass.
amount of yardage in practice, doing what I do.
Well,
and
Jared
I'm
Allen
flying
was a crazy
making
local
plays,
too,
so
just like
I can't wait.
Mad
You know,
Max.
you made a lot of
He's
noise over
cowboy,
the
dude.
weekend
Little
with the
cat,
conversation that you had
fucking
with
cap
Jim
roper,
Rome
dude,
about being a
little
Raider for
badass.
life, right? And that's what you wanted to do, and you wanted to win the Super Bowl here with the organization. And you know, you talked about other guys that may have gone to other teams, and you didn't want to take that route. How much pride does that, do you have about being a Raider and what you want to do for this organization?
Yeah, I feel like nowadays a lot of people are scared to say what they think. For me, I just lay it out.
What?
I am
bad.
100% myself, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. So I speak about that passionately because I truly believe that. I feel like I'm born to be a Raider. I feel like I'm meant to be here, and it wasn't any personal thing about anybody else. I'm just speaking for myself. I know what I want. I don't know exactly what my future holds, but I know for I do everything in my power to win here, and that's my focus every day.
One of the massive changes in 6 years, getting to know you when you came in here. Maybe you had to get to meet the alumni.
Everything he
Now
can
you
do
know
in
all
his
the alumni.
power
They're
to
coming to
win
you.
here.
We kicked off Media Day by paying tribute to
Oh,
Jim
get
Otto,
outta
who
here.
lost not only the original
He
Raider,
ain't trying to
one of the
go
greatest
nowhere.
Raiders of all time, but one of the greatest football players
Gotcha,
ever.
Jordan
Your thoughts
Love.
on the passing of Jim Otto?
Yeah, Jim Otto is an absolute legend, like you said. I remember him being in the locker room, this past year after we beat Denver the last game of the year, and he was in there smoking cigars with us. But it's just his legacy is something that you aspire to be like. The guy never came off the field. I don't think he missed a game. He was a one of a kind guy, and dudes like that is what inspired me. The guys like Howie and Jim Otto from Charles Woodson. Those guys are the ones I'm constantly reaching out to, and I got to talk to Howie a little bit this weekend, and dudes like that just give me more why. They're being silver. Being in the silver and black is just different than everybody, and I truly believe that. You only know if you're here. And that's how that's why I speak so strongly about it, because guys like Jim Otto are the ones that lay the blueprint.
Max, you're in a unique situation to where when guys come to this team, people consult you. They think about, can you fit with Max, offense or defense? I've been with a guy like that. I played with Reggie White, and when Reggie stepped on the football field and how he practiced, everyone had to raise to that level. How does it feel to be someone in the National Football League? Like, you're the face of this franchise. You're one of the faces that when people talk about the National Football League all over the world, you're one of the guys they talk about. How does that feel?
It's incredible. For me, since I got in the league, I've always wanted to be the best version of myself. And when I got here, I didn't even know what that was. And I didn't know what that looked like. It took real preparation, a real dedication to everything I do, and being obsessed. I talk about it all the time, but that's the only way you're going to fully maximize your career. And what pushes me to be the best version of myself is the unknown. I know I'm not at my best. People ask me every year, how are you going to take next year? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm going to find a way. I have my blueprint. You know what I mean? I have my preparation, and I know there's going to be new steps leaps and bounds that I'm gonna
That's facts,
get to
Pitbull.
because
How
of
he
all the
was
work
a
I put
fucking
in.
beast and
I
can
literally
play
live
any
in this building,
position on the
so
D-line.
that's what it's all about. So
No,
yeah,
no,
when you
no.
talk about guys like Reggie White, you know, when people come in, they, you know, I don't you know, when people walk in the door, I'm not like this, you know what I mean, like waiting for their ass. It's just like, you know where I'm at, you know what I mean? And for me, it's an honor, you know, and I don't demand that. I've earned that just by what I do on a daily basis. And that's what I think is the most important thing. It's the respect. And, you know, the hardest thing is, you know, being a leader, sometimes it gets lonely, you know what I mean? So you're always the example no matter what. So everything you do is being watched. And that's what pushes me even more because, you know, people always like to, you know, tap you on the back, you're doing great. And for me, it's like, no, I know what I can do and I know where I can go. And I feel like I'm just getting started. So it's an absolute honor that I get, you know, people see me in that light, but I know there's only, you know, bigger and better things to come.
Before we let you go, we're gonna have a little bit of fun with you. We're gonna have you look at this screen and we put some of your teammates together. You're gonna have to identify these guys. Who's this?
Okay, that is, I think that's me and Daniel Carlson put together. What is that? How about this one? How about this one? One for one so far. That's insane. That's
man, that's
Jacoby Hobbs.
There it is.
Kobe Myers and Hobbs.
That's a movie star right there.
I thought it was Jacoby.
Why does Nate look so serious?
So serious. Next one. Here we go.
All right. Oh man.
I mean, that's Dylan Parham and I feel like it's mixed with a smaller dude because that something's off. Something's off. Or is it just like a
Dylan?
Or is it just Dylan? I don't know. I'm gonna say just Dylan. I don't know. I'm gonna say Dylan Parham.
And
I'm just saying Dylan.
Devontae Adams.
It's more than just Dylan. Here we go.
Oh, Dylan. Oh,
that's tough.
Butler
They
and
look alike
that's
already,
tough.
so that's
Yeah,
tough.
that's
Yeah.
tough. There's something different. That is, oh my God. It looks, I mean,
Michael
the mix
Mayer
is
and
Michael Mayer. It
somebody.
looks
Yeah.
like Foster Moreau, but
Michael Mayer.
it's, it looks like Foster
Michael
Moreau.
Mayer
actually.
But it's got to be Mayer and,
Oh man.
damn, is that,
right.
Brock Bowers.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two young guys, man.
Boom.
Spillane.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, shit, look at his forehead.
Oh my
Big ol' ass
God.
forehead.
Yeah.
You could have gotten that one.
Oh,
I know. I would have never guessed that one.
Wow.
That's wild.
Max, have a healthy year. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, I appreciate you guys.
Way to go, big dog.
All the best. Max Crosby. Wow, that was a pretty good block
That
right there
was.
with the head
Nice,
coach.
fine, go do whatever you
There.
guys
When
do.
we come
If
back,
we morphed Torrey and Aaron Cortez together, say
it's
who it
Media
is.
Day on a special edition of Raiders
Close the
Roundtable.
door. He didn't jump on my fucking couch. Is that what you just Dude, I'm telling
With the
you.
43rd pick in the
Kind of shit like that
2021
on the
NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Trayvon.
I think this is Devontae.
Welcome back to Raiders Roundtable. It's Media Day as we continue, and we're thrilled to get Davante Adams to join us here as we are live on the set. Davante, thanks so much for doing this, and you've done this a bunch throughout your career. What makes it different this year?
Every year is a new year, man. You got new teammates. We got a new coach this year, so you know it's just a brand new experience. I'm a different player than what I was, you know, even a few months ago. So it's good to get back to it. You know, reestablish and kind of get your feet back wet how you want. And obviously we got a few more days here, and then get a little break before we get back into the real deal. So it's been a good process so far, though.
Hey, every year the great ones like yourself work on something a little different in the off season, body wise or whatever. What did you focus on this off season?
Well, the one thing that I feel like I have not done an amazing job with, and it's been by strategy, but something that I pushed a little bit more at this off season is just my stretching. I feel like that's something that is imperative, obviously, to prevent injury, different things like that. But finding a sweet spot, because my whole career I've found that, you know, believe it or not, overstretching, depending on the type of, you know, the way your body is kind of composed, is you can do more damage that way. So I've always been wanting to kind of do as much as I need to, but never really push. So I kind of push a little bit more just to see how my body responds to it. It's been a while since I really got after it in that aspect. So just stretching and just the maintenance part.
Yeah,
of it.
he's the fourth player in
11th year
NFL
now.
history with 4 straight seasons of 100+ receptions and
just trying to
1,000
find
yards.
any different way to obviously the
That's
quickness
crazy.
and all those things are things that I continue to stay on and make sure I don't lose that. But a new thing that I went was my stretching, just pushing that a little bit more and seeing how my body responds to that.
You mentioned new players and
fastest
new
to
coaches. What has your
10,000.
thoughts been on the new energy, especially that the coaching staff, the different position groups, what they're bringing to the table?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of new faces, a lot of new energy, and I've been loving it, man. It's a good look for the team. AP got the coaches doing some workouts and stuff like that. So, holding everybody accountable, which I love, and it sends a great message to the team, and guys know they got to come in ready if the coaches are in good shape. So, it's just a new energy, a new juice in this building. I like it.
We just had Luke Getsy on, and I wanted to get your philosophy on this 12 personnel, what you saw in the past, you being the elite weapon on this team, to get these tight ends, young tight ends going, hitting the ground, because Bowers could just be a freak like you are in the league. Big Mike can do everything, and then you on the outside with Jacoby. This is really special here if it hits the ground running.
100%. I mean, it's the youngest tight end room I've ever seen in my life. But I mean, two guys that I spoke to the rookies, did like a little panel with them and telling them what to expect, how to get acclimated to the league, all these things, sharing a few stories, just trying to make them laugh a little bit too. And I see Bowers is in the front row like,
I know,
no smile. I'm like, all right, that boy ready to play. All right, he don't need too much. I don't need to say too much to him. So we got some young dudes, but having that that young freshness in there is going to be good for us. Mike, getting baptized by Max a few times early.
Yeah.
I'm sure the same thing is going to happen with 19s or 89 now. So, we're looking forward to it. These guys are going to bring a lot of juice for us. And, I'm going to keep being me, trying to do everything I can to help this team win. And, same with Jacoby, Trey, and the rest of the guys. So it's, we're shaping out to have a good situation in front of us.
Talk to us a little bit about that baptizement. People talk about, Max, and, and how about you and some of the young corners or the old corners and Jack and being able to have that competition? What is it like in practice?
It's good. Well, I baptized Jack actually when he was on the Patriots still.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, when they came here and practiced against him, I got
that's
him.
right.
Yes. Good. Yeah.
I was there for that.
Oh,
That was,
yeah.
I remember that. That was Jack. You're right.
Yeah. On the right,
you
on the right
remind him
side.
of that?
And everybody else too.
We haven't spoke about it one time, which is funny. I know when he first saw me, that was all he could think about. But I learned a lot about him in that in that experience. That he a fighter, he's a dog, and I saw a quote he had after he picked off A-Rod that same year. So I don't think we played. We might have played him that year. Did we play him? Yeah, we did, because that was when Chandler had the.
That's Chandler. Yeah.
But I didn't. He never covered me that game. But he got a pick against A-Rod, and he said, "I told that man not to throw my way." I love that. That's a dog. He's definitely a man full of quotes.
Yeah, that's Jack Jones'
Yeah,
attitude, man. I like his attitude.
It
at
happens,
cornerback.
man.
The code
the
notes
thing
throw
is,
my
when you
way.
got a guy like me or a guy like Max, sometimes on the other side, it's not even totally up to you. You may do the right thing, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles.
Before we have some fun with you, one more quick one. I talk to caddies around town who see you golf. They say you're playing amazing. Your wife loves this town.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask Devontae in Vegas. They say everything I see from Instagram and your family, how much you love this city and how much you know people all around town. Tell us about that.
Oh, I love it. I mean, you probably talk to the right caddies.
Yeah.
For sure. But golfing, I keep it real simple, man. Family and golf, and I kind of just sprinkle a few things here and there, but people always ask me what I attribute a lot of my success to, and it's just keeping it real, structured. Same with Max. He kind of follows his regimen and stays within that, and it kind of helps you stay focused, and it allows you to have your fun, but also keep the main thing, and that's what Vegas has kind of allowed for me.
Right. We're gonna have some fun with you right now. We're gonna put some of your teammates together. We're gonna kind of put their bodies together. We're gonna have you make a decision on who it is.
All right.
There we go. Look at the screen.
Okay, that's easy. That's me. And Tyree.
There it is. Boom. That was the easy one right there.
All right.
All right. It's gonna get tougher though. It's gonna get tougher. Here we go.
Okay, we got Aiden and Colton.
Man, all right, hold on now. What's tough?
Colt Miller.
Okay, it's gonna get tougher.
I'm good at these.
I see.
Okay, we got Trey.
And
And
Nate Hobbs.
Yeah, they host
That's,
that.
that's somebody new.
I
don't No, know. Adam
Yeah, it
Butler,
is someone
maybe.
new.
That is somebody new.
It's somewhat new.
Yeah. Is that Chris and Trey?
Nope.
It's Trey and.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackson.
Final one for you. Here we go.
Something the funniest one is
All right, that's
Mitchell.
Marcus
freaking Bob Bryant.
And
like somebody I know.
Trayvon Mullen.
The one with
Right?
mention
I mean,
Bob
yeah.
Bryant was hilarious.
You're gonna kick yourself when you.
Oh, I know exactly who
You're
that
gonna kick yourself.
is. I know exactly who that is.
That's Marcus and
Marcus and
and
Morris.
Trey.
No.
There it is.
Trayvon
They're
Mullen.
always together.
Yeah.
They're always together. That's why I said you're gonna kick yourself. They're always together.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Levante, thank you for joining us here. You know, you got a busy day today. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Always,
Thanks for
man.
having
I
me.
love how they say that they're always together.
Like the kicks. Like
Those
the
fools
kicks.
must be
Always.
joined at the
They're
hip,
always.
dude, because they say it
See
all
that?
the
Zoom in on
time.
that.
Ooh, wee, money. Money, money,
Yeah.
money, money.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
You want to see those off?
no. Don't leave them in your locker. EA will get them.
You ain't lying. You ain't
All
lying.
right, thanks, bro.
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I thought you were
it.
leaving.
This time around, how are you?
I'm doing well. Yeah, a little more busy, but doing well.
Absolutely. Tell us about
Look
the
how big he
offseason.
is, too,
We were
man.
talking
Look.
about it before we came back live here on how you're getting focused on Vegas, adapted in Vegas with your family, how much you love it here.
Yeah, we really have loved it. I think, you know, once you get here last off season and you go through OTAs, and we had a little bit of a break before camp, but not much.
I think
And
I know
so,
why he keeps that
it was
stash
really
so he
all
doesn't
the
look like a
time.
baby
So
face.
for us to be able to be in the city and not have, you
This
know,
is
as much
the starting
responsibility and
quarterback
just
for the
being able to
Las
spend
Vegas
some time
Raiders.
and be out in the community and things like that. My wife and I both really enjoyed that, and so we're both from Midwest. We didn't want to go back to the Midwest and have cloudy days every day, so we stuck here in the sun, and it was awesome.
Yeah. I tell you, man, people talk about, that second year and how it slows down. This is the period it slows down, from the training camps, the mini camps, OTAs, things like that. What have you really been focusing on your game to help slow that process down when it comes to the season next year?
Yeah, I think, being a rookie, it's just tough, all around. It's just there's so much stuff that's going on off the field that you're trying to get adjusted to, and obviously you move to a new city and trying to adjust to life there. And so just being able to take a deep breath this offseason, being able to enjoy playing ball again, which has been a lot of fun this offseason. Obviously it's a new offense and everything, but it's been I just feel a lot more comfortable. I was able to start learning the offense a lot earlier than I was last year. I was still at the combine and doing stuff like that last year. So you get to step up and you get to kind of take a deep breath and get a fresh start. So it's been great.
You mentioned not wanting to go back to the Midwest and the clouds, but you spent a lot of time here at the facility this offseason. How big is that to have a facility like this where you can get everything you need and also work on your game as well?
Yeah, I think it's obviously one of the best
Dotting on
facilities in the
pools.
NFL, and so for me, I was like, it would be dumb not to come here. We have awesome strength coaches. They're still making food during the off season, and so just a lot of the resources still at our disposal, even in the off season. And so, want to take advantage of it and get my work done here, and also be around the guys. I think that's important. So yeah, it was a great off season.
A couple of points I want to bring up about last year, historic. The win against the Chiefs, that happened on Christmas. That's big on the road at Arrowhead. I mean, the crowd, everything, that's on your resume. But what's on your resume is the franchise record for points against the Chargers. And this is Jim Plunkett, Rich Gannon, Ken Stabler, Daryl LaMonica, Tom Flores.
Go.
Your name
Get out. Go
is
to the
associated as
fucking
a
bathroom
quarterback,
now.
the all-time franchise record for points. Take me back to that game.
Yeah, I think the defense definitely helped us out a little bit in that game. So them scoring a couple times definitely helps, and our special teams creating turnovers as well. But yeah, it was obviously coming off a short week and coming off a game where we scored 0 points. And so I think in that segment right there, it really taught me the most I learned about the NFL, is that it's really week to week. It's any given day. You have to come out and execute. And so, yeah, we scored 0 points on Sunday, and then on Thursday scored a bunch. And so it's just part of the game. You got to, regroup and get back together. And I think it was a blessing in disguise having a short week after that Vikings game and us just being able to move on and turn the page and being able to perform like that.
You know, but AP said you never blinked. He said even though you guys didn't score any points, you never blinked, you never panicked. What is it about you that allowed yourself not to hyperventilate or get a little too worked up about that one game?
Yeah, I think I had a lot of teammates that really poured into me. I think a lot of the older guys especially gave me a lot of confidence. Even back in the spring when I first got here last year that, I think voiced their support of me. And so that was huge for me to have, especially from guys that have been around the league and have won games in different places in here. And so it really comes down to my teammates and coaches, support staff that poured into me. Again, I was a rookie quarterback. It's a difficult spot, and so they, were able to support me and gave me a chance when I got on the field.
You're one of 32 starting quarterback. I mean, this is the best league in all the world, right? The National Football League, and you're the guy. How does that feel? That pressure, that opportunity, right, to lead this team?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a back and forth, honestly, almost every day where it's. I try my best to just lock in on the day, try to get better, and while you're working, you try to empty the tank, and when you're not, you try to recover as quick as possible so you can get ready to.
You said one of 32 leading the team,
forever,
starting quarterback.
And so trying to again find that two sides of the same coin of being focus on the task at hand, but also being
That's
grateful.
facts, man. It doesn't get any more spells out than that.
Staff did a good job
one of 32.
Obviously,
2023 and
they worked with you, got
passing
you going.
yards third,
Derek Carr used to work out in the park.
completions second, passing touchdowns second.
I thought coming in, your
yards a game
was
second.
really
That
strong,
was him as a
but now you got
rookie rank, and the guy was numbers were.
Here. How has that been for you when you get into
probably
the
fucking
classroom and
Stroud.
you're hearing about new philosophies now when it comes to a coaching perspective?
Yeah, it's definitely different. Foundationally different. What they're trying to accomplish, what we're
Bryce
trying to do.
Will
Is,
Yeah,
is
people
different.
keep trying to
So,
say Aiden
it's
ain't
a
good,
fun
man.
new challenge. It
Touchdown.
is cool to hear different staffs talk about. I mean, most people are running the same plays, and so there's just different ways to think about it. There's different points of emphasis on each play and each install, and so. It's been fun to just get to hear from Luke and from the other offensive coaches about what they're thinking, about what they think is going to be the best way for us to execute.
What did you do well last year? And then what are things that you work on to try and improve for the upcoming year?
Yeah, I think, I tried to just take it one day at a time. I think, obviously a crazy situation with coaching staff being fired and, interim coach and everything like that. And so just try to stay myself every day. And I think a big part of what I've been working on is really the leadership stuff off the field, being more vocal with guys. And, I think you just feel more comfortable in year two. I felt a little bit gun shy to sometimes probably talk and speak my voice last year. And, I feel a lot different this year.
Last one for me on Gardner Minshew and your relationship here. You're competing. He's out there. He's made a lot of big throws, won a lot of big games in this league. What's that friendship and teammate connection like so far?
Yeah, we've gotten to know each other pretty well over the past couple months, and it's been super fun to just hear him. I mean, he's super honest about what he's seeing, what he's thinking. We're obviously learning this offense both at the same time together, and so to kind of bounce ideas back off each other. I mean, he's in year 6 now, and so he's seen a lot of football, been in a lot of systems, and been on some really good teams. And so it's been fun to go back and forth, but also grow a relationship off the field. And I meet with him, work out with him. We throw we're with each other a lot, and so I think it just naturally.
Just don't get in if you offer candy.
We're going to have a little bit of fun with you. That's okay. We're going to have you look at this screen. We've been doing this with all your teammates. We've been combining guys, and you have to tell us who they are.
That's Tyree and Devontae.
Oh.
Pretty
Just
fast.
like that.
Clockwork.
Like nothing.
Keep it moving. Keep
All
it
right,
moving.
Here's a tough one.
That's me and Colton.
Or maybe it's not a tough one.
Man.
Yeah, it's is it? I know it's Trey. Is it Jack and Trey?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, he's good.
One more. Can you get a clean sweep?
Yep.
Trey and Marcus.
Wow. There you go.
Wow.
Quarterback,
He's got a sharp eye.
Come on, man.
Anyone else go for?
He's got to have it between the ears, man. That's
Come on, man.
Classroom study.
That was quick, man. That was quick,
He blew it away right
Blew it
there.
away. That
That
wasn't
was
even
excellent.
close.
Yeah.
And here's the key too. He was fast. If it's a game show,
That's
he
what I'm
saved
saying.
a lot of
Yeah.
time.
Whoa. It's like getting the ball in your hands real quick, right?
Check into the right play.
Yeah.
People chasing me.
Hey, thanks a lot for joining us. Stay
you,
healthy.
guys.
We're looking forward to talking to you.
Thank you very much.
For
Good
sure,
to see you
man.
guys.
There he
Always
is,
good seeing
Aiden
you, man.
O'Connell, and we're excited about that. Great
Appreciate
to talk to
you,
him
boss.
again, and good luck this year. Stay healthy. Great young man in this
How'd he
community.
get it that fast?
Listen, when I come to the stadium before the game and I walk around the stadium, I usually see some fans. He's always out there going through his checks with his coach, and I mean, just a really good,
Like say, he's
solid,
smart as fuck.
young, player. Just trying to get better, just trying to go through the process. So just really love his energy.
Hey, he's mature.
He
He
is,
played in
absolutely.
college for a
Yeah.
while,
Yep,
and
yeah.
I thought again.
Just shows that he has high IQ.
All right, we're gonna jump in and,
And
slide
that,
over
and that
to
he's
quarterbacks. This is
observant
a
too.
weird specialty.
There you go.
Maybe a half hour or so if we get
Right.
a couple of these guys. I thought Antonio Pierce was very honest with us at the depth at that
I don't really
position, and
care less than
Jacorian and what they were able to
anybody
do in the
else.
4th and 7th round. And look, I'm gonna just say.
So is there anything you guys want to talk about in this deal or anything that you guys heard in this? Like, is there anything you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, I just want to say what they were saying before when they said 1 of 32. It just all the more indicates Aiden as the starter. Like hands down. Like you don't need to be any more blatant than that. Saying 1 of 32. There's only 32 fucking teams.
All right, it's facts.
So, I mean, because I was actually
everywhere they bring up, they advocate.
Yeah.
Aiden's the starter, Mitchell's the backup,
Another thing I wanted to
unless
bring
he
up is
either
that,
beats him or he gets injured.
Yeah, facts. And then the other thing I wanted to bring up, because I was watching some of this live, like I think that was yesterday for you guys, or earlier this morning, whenever the hell I watched like part of it live with the live chat on. Some people need to be aware that some dipshits in there were just like other team fans in disguise. Like, you can kind of tell with the fucking bullshit that they talk. It was kind of funny. There's one guy in there called Chris for Raiders. He's cool. It's just funny when I was I think it was some other dude that I was saying shit to, and then he was like, DSR in here sniping fools. I'm like, fuck yeah, I could call these fucking big shits out when they start saying that dumb shit during the live presser.
Hey, like I said, man. I mean, I've always said I don't want to have to snipe people. I just want to have debates, a conversation.
Yeah, facts. But if they're being you can tell that a fan of another team, obviously because of the way that some of the bullshit that they're saying. So it's obvious that they're just in there trying to be trolls.
The question me is about Raider fans. I'm like, bro, you sounded like a Chief fan trying to be a Raider fan.
Some of them are, man. Some of them that's in there that's like troll shit. So like I'd fucking try and spot out the fucking trolls, man. Just fucking snipe those trolls out of here. It's like I ain't gonna come do that shit up then when I'm in there.
So was there anything you guys heard from Luke Gessie that you liked or anything?
Yeah, the other thing I like that he said is when he said 12 personnel, which is what we've been saying about like 2 tight end sets and stuff, with having Bowers and Mayo on the field at the same time. So I think he also indicated a lot on us running 12 personnel. You can kind of tell from what he was saying, it's going to be looking at running a lot of 12 personnel, running the ball down people's throats. I think it's going to be a very similar offense to what Gruden was running before the whole fucking bullshit hit up with the email thing. It's going to be like his own version of it. Like there'll be some differences, but I think it's going to be something similar to what we were doing then.
Do you think Luke Gessie's offense has success right away, or do you think it takes time?
I think it's going to take off right away just because I think we're going to run an offense now that the Raiders are more used to running. If that makes it, like we've ran it with Gruden before, like Gruden's offense, that kind of West Coast fucking 2 tight end, run the fucking ball, smash mouth football, shit down your throat. I think we're going to run something very similar to that.
You think that it has the success because Max and all of them,
definitely. I think it's going to be both.
Do you
but
think
more
it
the
has
defense.
the success because of the tight ends and the receivers that they got?
I think it's going to be that and the running back by committee too, because I think what it's going to be is like, you know how when Gruden would like smash the ball down your throat first and then utilize the tight end? I mean, that's why Waller was so good in Gruden's system. But then as soon as he went to the New York Giants, he fucking sucked balls. But now we've got
that's what I was gonna
two
say.
tight
Do you
ends that are
think-
way better than Waller. You know what I mean? Like, I think both Mayer and Bowers can both be better than Waller easily. Because I think Waller was kind of overrated because his only success was with Carr and Gruden's system. But as soon as he was in and out of the system, he wasn't as good. So he was like a systematic fucking tight end. He was only good in Gruden's offense. But I feel like Bowers and Mayer are both like really good tight ends. Like really could be really elite. And especially in like West Coast kind of offense, man.
Do you think that Luke Gessie's offense thrives fast with the players here? Do you think they all adapt to it? Do you think they'll struggle? Like, how do you feel like?
I think
like
they're
you
gonna.
hear him with Zeus, man. He's like stoked with Zeus. He's like
He's
gonna
stoked with
take
Zeus,
off.
and then I think they're gonna hit the ground running because like in the other pressers, all the players are saying how quick they're picking up Getsie's system compared to Josh McDaniel's system. You know what I mean? Like they're picking this system up so much quicker. So to me, it sounds like something similar to what Gruden was doing, where he had like in year one of installing the system, he had like a simplified version of it, so people can, and then maybe next year is when they'll start adding more and more shit in. But kind of like what I think they're going to build the offense the same way Gruden built it, but it will just be Getsie's own style. But I think it's still going to be like a West Coast. It's still going to have a lot of big, like 2 or 3 tight end sets, fucking running the ball down your throat with Zamir and whoever else. Fucking other times they'll do like I don't know if they're gonna do the spider Y2 banana or whatever, but they're gonna do their own shit as well at times, like their own trick plays and shit as well. And then when people think we're gonna run it with Zeus, they're gonna do play action and shit like that, just like Gruden did. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if you see Adams in the slot some of the time, just because of how Adams is. And I think Adams and Tucker may rotate the slot and the outside. I think that's a possibility, depending on like the defense we're facing at the time and the call. Like you'll see Trey Tucker sometimes in the slot, sometimes outside, and you'll see Adams sometimes outside, sometimes in the slot, and maybe even Jacoby too, just to make it harder for defenses to know who to put on who, like the matchups.
That's facts. That's facts. Freaking.
That's what I would do, man. I'd be moving them all over the place, like depending on the play that's being called, and then like have like 1 minute fucking Adams on the fucking wide receiver 1, next minute he's in the slot and fucking Tucker's on the wide receiver 1 running fucking vertical, like because it just it just makes it harder for defenses to prepare for you when you keep moving guys around like that, depending on the play call. And depending on the defense you're facing, I mean, there'll be situations where maybe you want a guy like Adams in the slot that's like a possession guy, and then there might be other plays where if the safety's back up and whatever, we can put fucking Tucker in the slot because he's gonna fucking, as soon as he catches it, he's gonna take another fucking 20 yards.
Allegedly wrong was they already committed a violent assault, so they have to go ahead.
But yeah, it just depends on the defense we're playing. Depends on depends on the play call by Getsy at the time, like whether it's like a fucking mesh call, whether it's something else, like just all depends. Because sometimes I would love to see like if we're playing like some kind of mesh call where you have like Tucker in the slot, that situation, Adams outside. But then again, if you notice that the safeties are like creeping up towards the line, then you can fucking switch Tucker to the outside and just burn him.
Yeah, I think the Raiders will probably run the ball a lot more. They'll do a lot of screen
I
passes
believe it's
more.
going to be at least 60-40 run, like in favor of the run, at least 60. Gruden was pretty much like 60-40.
I don't think they're going to
70-30
throw the ball
to
deep a
times.
lot. I mean, they will
I
throw the
think
ball
they
deep,
will.
but not as
I
much.
just think, I think it'll be like
They'll
I said.
set it up.
The deep ball will, they'll set it up first with the run and short, intermediate passing. I think that's what they're going to do because it's good. It's beneficial in 2 ways. One, it's easier to complete short to intermediate passing, but 2, most importantly, if you're versing someone like the Chiefs, you want to keep your offense on the field for as long as possible. Because the longer your offense is on the field, the more pressure you're keeping your defense to go up against guys like Mahomes and Kelsey and whoever else. Like when you're versing those top elite teams, you want to keep their offense off the field as much as you can.
Yeah.
Because when they're off the field, they can't score points. So if you can control the time of possession by short intermediate passing in the run game, well, then that's what can help. That's how we beat the Chiefs under Gruden that time. That and the defense.
When we beat the Chiefs with under Gruden, it was outplaying them and outscoring them quickly. But we didn't have a good defense with Gruden. We had a better defense. I think.
Well, the fact we didn't have a good defense under Gruden is why the reason we beat them with Ruggs and everything was because we controlled the time of possession in that game.
Oh yeah, with Ruggs
and then
Ruggs
the two big factors.
Plus, don't forget Paul Gunther. Paul Gunther
had the way Clay was playing in that game too.
And Paul Gunther had the team playing good in that game.
Yeah, he did. Well, he had a spy guy. He used Arden Key as like a middle linebacker for a while to make sure that Patrick Mahomes didn't run away because
Plus, like I said, Paul Gunther may have sucked, but he was good in the AFC West.
Yeah,
that's true.
I never liked Arden Key because he was not a good tackling defensive end. I mean, when it comes to running backs and tight ends, that guy got plowed. That's the only thing I didn't like about Arden Key because he had no bulk. He was just a long, lanky guy. There was like 229 pounds. 39 pounds, and he was 6'5". He needed some bulk. And I know people didn't like me. I told him he needed to eat a few sandwiches, But
I agree, but I think the way we're going to run our system this time is it's going to be run first, with some play action and stuff, and casual people. It depends how we utilize players. I think it's also going to just depend who we're matching up against too.
But the one thing
like
about
one week it might be time of possession in the run game, and then another week it might be outscoring people. So I think it all depends on our opponent too. Because I think we have the ability to do that.
On how much consistency Aiden has with the receivers to begin with.
That too. That's definitely going to play a big factor into it. Absolutely.
Because if nobody has continuity with the receivers and tight ends, they're going to most definitely run the ball. If they know that Aiden is having consistent connection with Tucker or Devontae or Jacoby, they're going to want to throw the ball to him. I mean, that's why they're there. That's why they're paying him the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think one thing I wouldn't is whoever has the best consistency of, passing and running. But I don't mean technically running the ball. I mean whoever has the
handoffs.
Who's best within the line is what I mean.
Yeah. I got you.
But the one thing I would not underestimate is the Chiefs because they have proven they could beat elite defenses. Look what they did with the Ravens. They had pretty elite
That's
defense.
why we still need to have either a good run. That's why we need a good run game to keep them off the field, man. Like that's
true.
the number way to beat a high-scoring offense.
The reason why they beat the Ravens was because they had a running game. They were only one-dimensional. But we want to do is if we can balance it out and cause turnovers on the Chiefs, then we can win. But I would say one thing about Andy Reid, he knows how to figure out defenses. He's done it before. He did it against the Ravens.
Well, that's because he's a good coach.
Ravens had a very unpredictable defense.
Don't have the fucking Ronald McDonald motherfucker, but
and we played the Chiefs more. We have better familiarity than the Chiefs and then the Ravens, and that's the advantage we have. But like I said, though, Andy Reid, I would never underestimate him because at the time we beat the
I wouldn't
Chiefs,
underestimate any good coach, man. I mean, any coach that's gone to fucking 2 Super Bowls and has successful playoff pushes every year, you definitely don't want to.
Lamar Jackson, he's not a great quarterback. He's a great player. I would say to Torrey because he's a great runner, but he's not a real consistent passer. He mostly has to get out of the pocket to throw the ball. He's a terrible precision quarterback. He can't throw in the pocket. He fits better in a West Coast offense is what Lamar would do. More play action. That's where he would do better at. And that's why he was doing good in the regular season. But when people figured that out, they figured out that West Coast offense, and it was so one-dimensional that he gets stopped every.
I agree. I said that shit on the live chat of the Raiders thing last night to someone. Said when they were talking about Lamar and shit, I said that after 2 years of Lamar, the league kind of figured him out, which is why they started focusing on his passing more.
Yeah,
because
what,
his whole run, because
yeah.
they started clocking in on his run game and stuff, and then his arm wasn't that good to begin with, so he was more like an Anthony Richardson type of quarterback, like Anthony Richardson out of Florida, like the one that the Colts just took. He was pretty much like Lamar Jackson and Anthony Richardson are almost the same kind of quarterback, to be honest.
Yeah. I tell you one thing: if Lamar Jackson went to Washington,
the arm's always more important.
the crew would
at
be
the end
over
of the day.
sooner. Yeah, because mobile
That's why I always
quarterbacks,
say, like,
yeah.
mobility is nice and everything, but
Yeah.
mobility at the end of the day is not going to outweigh arm strength, ball placement, and ball accuracy for a quarterback. Those things are always going to be more important.
Oh yeah, that's
And that's
definitely
why
true.
that's why I say Aiden wins the job over Minshew, because Minshew might be a bit more mobility, and it's not even that great of a deal, to be honest. I mean, 100 fucking yards and 3 touchdowns. That's what he got last year. Mobility.
Yeah, Minshew is more he's not really a mobile quarterback. He's a balanced quarterback, but he's more accurate outside the pocket than in the pocket. Where Aiden is a lot more accurate in the pocket than
Exactly.
than
In the
Minshew.
pocket, and the thing is with Aiden, and I think it was just the fact he had such a shit play call last year, but Aiden's also accurate outside the pocket too. I mean, he showed that in 2022 just before we drafted him. There's plenty of plays you can see him make at Purdue where he scrambled, where he runs out the pocket and dots a guy downfield.
In Purdue, he did, but in the when we played the regular season, he really didn't. But then again, if you saw the O line,
that's Josh McDaniels and fucking
yeah,
Joe Hargrave.
I understand he suffocated the offense. Yeah,
he did suffocate the offense because Josh McDaniels. It came out that Josh McDaniels didn't even want his quarterback to go out of the pocket.
Yeah. Well, like Derek Carr, he could go out of the pocket
Just like
himself.
Patrick Graham's defense, the offense was also suffocated.
Yeah, Derek Carr can go out of the pocket too when we had him, and he was being suffocated by Josh McDaniels. And what it was is Josh McDaniels, he made Derek Carr look really bad, and we had a good O line. You see, Josh McDaniels had a great staff and everything. He just didn't utilize it right. Lack of communication with that staff.
Well, I think the problem in hindsight, because I did give Josh McDaniels every benefit of the doubt, but in hindsight, like I said with Dustin the other day, it's ego that fucked up Josh McDaniels. Like Josh McDaniels, as far as like X's and O's and shit, as a coach, he's actually good at it. But the problem he has is he doesn't know how to work. He doesn't know how to not even just a play. It's that he doesn't know how to work well with others.
Yeah, that's something you have to have.
He's kind of like it's my way or the highway, and he doesn't listen to players and other coaches. That's what I think.
Yeah, he's used to being a yes man too much, because when he was under Bill Belichick, he was a yes man. That's what he was, And
and he tried to do things the same way, and then it doesn't work when he doesn't have the pedigree that Bill Belichick had.
Yeah, and I remember Tom Brady when they were on the Patriots together. Tom Brady screamed at him, yelled at him, and everything because he made one bad call and because he made a stupid call.
As an offensive play caller and offensive mind, McDaniels is actually good. It's just his problem is his ego.
Well, Bill Belichick before Josh McDaniels, there was another guy who was a great play caller too, who was originally responsible for helping Bill Belichick go to one Super Bowl and winning it. I forgot what his name is. He ended up being the head coach for the Notre Dame, but then he turned out to be a bust of a head coach there. I forgot what his name is. Weist. That's his name, something Weist. And like I said, Belichick knew how to get the right people too. I mean, that's where Josh McDaniels learned that from. He learned from Bill Belichick on how to get the right people. And the funny thing is, people may not realize this, we do, but Josh McDaniels was a defensive staff member in college, and then when he transitioned to offensive staff, and then he became a OC. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, just like Bill Parcells, he converted Bill Belichick, who was originally a special teams coach, to a linebackers coach, defensive coordinator. And then when he went to to the Jets, when Bill Parcells didn't want to be head coach, he became a GM. He hired Bill Belichick to be a head coach. But then Belichick said, you know what, I want more control. And Parcells didn't want to. He felt like he wanted to school him more. And Bill Belichick felt like, you know what, I don't need to be schooled now. I need to do it my way. And he ended up going to the Patriots. And, You know, he used a lot of what he learned from Bill Parcells, but he made it his own. You know, he didn't make it where he's Bill Parcells. He made it where he was Bill Belichick. And
Yeah, and I think we're getting too far off topic now. But the point that I was making is that before we're running like that Patriot offense, like the Perkins and that. And now we're going to go back to the West Coast, which I feel like that's more what the Raiders is known for, anyway. And I feel like
that air raid doesn't work.
More successful.
The air raid did work in the past with us, with Bill Musgrave originally. I mean, it was not a super complicated air raid system, but you know, air raid can be complicated, and some people don't like it. But you know,
it depends, man. Because I mean, something tells me they're going to run something similar to Green Bay, though. So I don't know what system that would be.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's going to be a lot of. I think we're going to probably see a lot of double tight end positions, or they'll, like you said before, and even what Dustin said before, they'll put Brock Bowers in the slot. You know, whenever they go with the rocket formation, they'll put like you'll see him right there, and then there'll be some separation there. And I think
Tucker, Adams, and Bowers will all spend some time in the slot this season.
I think
they'll move them. I think they'll move them. I think they're going to move them around a lot just to keep the defenses on their toes.
Yeah.
So they can't really game plan on any one thing, which is smart if you think.
The only thing I'm more concerned with the Raiders now, a little bit more, is the run stop. That's the one thing, because that's been the Achilles heel for the Raiders.
I don't know. I mean, I think Jenkins did a decent job last season, but it's just a question. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, what's his name? Christian Wilkins can do both, like pass rush and stopping the run.
He's more of a he's
more of a pass rusher, but he can still stop the run though. He's better at pass rushing, but he's still good against the run as well. It's just better at pass rushing.
See, the only thing I worry about, it's not, you know, like it's when it's 3rd and inches. That's where I always think about, especially crucial, or even 4th and inches. You got to have these big dudes. You got to put weight on weight. And guys that just plow, like Dallas Cowboys and the Eagles, what they're doing is it's about weight distribution, and it's about pushing these guys backwards. And you know, and it's like we're not here to get big yards. We're going to get at least a yard for a touchdown. That's all we need, you know. And with our size, you know, that's what I worry about. You know, if you put like I would say is put a bigger guy to fill out with you know, God dang it, I forgot his name. You know, with shoot, God dang it, I don't know why I forgot his name. Wilkins, and then move Tyree Wilson to defensive end for run stop defensive end, and you have Mad Max, and it's a big run stop. Get all your big guys to match these bigger O linemen to stop the run, because you want to use size, you know. Because you're not going to outweigh these guys, but you want to come close to it, because you don't want to put a Malcolm Kuntz on the run stop when they're trying to get 1 inches. Because even though Kuntz is a good run stopper himself, but he's going to get plowed, you know, because they're there to push. They're just pushing forward. And Kuntz weighs 248 pounds, close to 250. Just not enough. You got to put a 277 pound defensive end, and that adds more weight. You got like 20 pounds more, you know, added on that side, and you want to put as much big guys you want so that they don't get that inches in, you know. That's where I think Tyree Wilson is. I mean, Tyree Wilson will do better as a run-stopping defensive end. He's more of an inside guy, but he can go inside from the outside, and you know.
I think they'll rotate that as well.
Yeah,
I think the outside's going to be rotated as well, just like the inside will be.
Yeah, and if
that's
he's
what
like,
there's going to be a lot of versatility with on the line.
Yeah, you can use him as an inside guy on a pass rush, you know, like when it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, I can definitely say that, especially if he's next to Wilkins in a 4-3, that'd be pretty deadly.
Yeah. And you put the big fat guys to stop the run, though. You want your big fat guys, because that's what we used to do.
Yeah, that'll be John Jenkins' job primarily, you would think.
Yeah.
And Adam Butler maybe a little bit too.
Yeah, you got
Adam Butler's more of a pass.
320, 330 pound fat boys, because that's what you want. You want that big bulk, you know.
Yeah, we've got a couple on the team.
Yeah.
John Jenkins will be the main one for that.
Man, I would have loved to have that one guy. I forgot his name is again. But
Kevondre Sweat.
weren't kidding. He was the Longhorn that was projected to be
Kevondre
a
Sweat.
second. So, yeah, he would have been a good size, but he had a little. I know he kind of got discouraged. Because of his off the field antics a little bit. He got into trouble with the DUI or something. But we needed a guard too, and I did agree with Dustin there. That guard position that was because our guards did not look that great, especially on the right side.
100%. I agree with Dustin the whole way in that saying it was more the right guard than the right tackle.
Yeah, and the right tackle
or left
position.
guard actually, if you think about it, because the fact that they're going to probably switch Parham to the right because he played better at right guard in college.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if they move them. He could.
Well, not just right
Parham
guard, but
played-
if you look at I think that this is another thing I feel like Josh McDaniels fucked up on.
Yeah.
Was playing Parham out of position.
Yeah, well, I think
Because he
Parham
could he did all right, but the point is that if you look at his college, he was better at both right. His best 2 years in college was right tackle and right guard.
Yeah.
So he's obviously better. It's like a player that's better on the right side than the left side.
Yeah.
Because
and
if you
what's
look at
funny
his,
is,
the only time he played left guard was his junior year, like his first year of college.
and the Giants are playing Luminar. He's not a tackle on their team. He's a guard.
He's playing my guard. Yeah, and I said that 1,000 times. That's what we should have done here was play Luminar at right, the right guard spot or something.
Yeah, I would have put him as a right guard and then move.
But actually, no, left guard would have been better because Illuminar's played. See, if they put Illuminar at left guard, put Parham at right guard, and then they could have just started Mumford at right tackle or got another right tackle.
Yeah, well, remember
That
Leatherwood?
would
We
have been
had
better
him when we had Alex Leatherwood. Leatherwood was really a left guard and a left tackle, but when we put him,
Exactly, more of a left guard than anything else.
yeah, he was a left. Leatherwood was a left guard, but he could play right guard too. But he was
Yeah, he could
terrible
play,
right tackle.
Yeah, he was just tackle
he
in
was a
general.
good-
He was more of a guard.
Yeah, but he could play left tackle though. That's the crazy part because that's what he did in Alabama. He played on the left side, left tackle, left guard. They
Yeah,
thought
he
he
did,
could play
but he was
right
better at
tackle.
guard though. He
Yeah.
was most definitely better at guard though.
But I would say that Leatherwood would be a backup left tackle, but a starting,
Starting
guard, right
or
guard or
interior
left guard.
lineman, yeah.
He was a power blocker, is what he was, mostly a power run blocker. That's what Leatherwood was.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
he was
That's why we
not
drafted him
utilized.
because Gruden wanted to run power scheme.
Well, you know what? He kind of switched him. He thought he could
did
play
a bit of
tackle,
both, yeah.
but then he said, you know what? He's not a tackle. He's a guard. And Gruden didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
if
but
he
Gruden
fucked
got
up.
it right though, and that's what another thing Josh McDaniels fucked up on was that year one, Gruden tried that tackle, didn't work, switched him to right guard. He played better, but then Josh McDaniels came in and switched
Yeah,
him back
he set
to
him up
tackle
for
again.
failure. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was stupid. They should have
And
left him at guard.
that was the dumbest move. I mean, even the owner should have seen that. The owner should have seen that. Even the general manager should have seen that.
He put-
Any GM would have told the head coach, "Hey, we need to talk. What the fuck are you doing?" Because I would have said that too. I mean, I'm not even like super experienced, but that's common sense. I'd say, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you putting this guy as
You've
a
already seen
tackle?"
that he was bad year one at tackle, so
Yeah.
and you've seen year two that he was better
Yeah,
at the guard.
sent
so
him
you
to be
could see
failure,
he was
and then
already
he
a
just
guard.
he's going to kick him out. I mean, that's a waste of a 17th pick.
It is a waste of a 17th pick.
It was a dumb move, and
At
there's a
least
lot
if
of
he
dumb
was
moves.
a serviceable guy, at least we could have gotten some value.
But Ziegler, man, he's not afraid. I mean, he's afraid to. I mean, he's good at scouting players and everything, but man, he's got no spine to. Doesn't have the balls to tell his friend. You know what? You should have just said. I mean, he had disagreements with Josh McDaniels,
I
but it
feel like
wasn't
he left all those decisions to Josh McDaniels. That was the problem.
Nah, that was a huge mistake.
It was, and because the thing that they were doing, in hindsight, the things that they were doing is that all the main drafting stuff was left to Ziegler, like the scouting and the
Yeah.
drafting. But then when it became to where the players would play at and all that kind of stuff, that came down to Josh McDaniels.
I think Mark Davis, though. Remember, Mark Davis hired Ziegler before Josh McDaniels. Ziegler actually
Oh,
hired.
that's right, but it was on Ziegler
Josh
himself though. He didn't override.
Yeah, so Ziegler. That's why
Josh
Ziegler
McDaniels
got
the way
fired
he should
too.
have. Yeah,
because
exactly.
Ziegler,
he didn't. Because what do you call it? Mark Davis came out and said I hired him to like be the main thing, but he chose like not to override. Josh McDaniels, so.
Yeah. I mean, Ziegler was not meant to be a Mike Mayock.
If what do you call it? If Ziegler had a spine, we might have ended up with CJ Stroud. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, if I was there, I would say, hey, man, we're friends and all that, but man, don't be fucking up, you know. And I'll say this: if you want to get rid of a player or think about getting rid of a player, you talk to me first, you know. That's how I would be if I was a GM, you know.
Yeah, that's the GM's role.
GM's got to have a good communication with his head coach, you know. He's got to say, hey.
The head coach is there to coach the players. He's not there to pick the players. That's the GM's job.
Yeah.
For the most part, anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
they're supposed to be the pro scout. Because the GM's supposed to be the pro scout, the main dude that evaluates talent on the roster and stuff. It's a coach's job to coach that talent up, but it's not the coach's job to dictate what talent is on the roster. That's the GM's job.
Yeah, you see, the problem with Josh McDaniels,
which is how we got it now, which is good.
Derek Carr tried to work with him, and Ziegler didn't want Derek Carr gone. Josh McDaniels didn't want Derek Carr gone because Derek Carr had a disagreement with some of the play calling. And Derek Carr is a veteran player. He knows his team. He's the big captain. And as a GM, I would say, listen, Derek Carr, he's a guy. He's earned his stripes. He's the captain. You can't just dictate him. You got to work with him. You got to come with understanding. You can't just say, "Oh, I just want to get rid of him and go start all over." See, a good GM would say to his head coach, "You need to work with him." You know, that's what you got to do. You got to work with him. I don't care what you think or anything, because practically I was hired as GM. Yeah, I think Dustin might have fell asleep. I don't know. I can't. Well, you can because you're a manager.
I might be able to do it just a minute.
Yeah.
See if I can mute him.
Yeah.
There we go. I think I muted him. I think that worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'll end the live if it's all good. But
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but like I was saying,
I was going to say managing mods, you know, you can do that. If you're like the administrator mod, you have the ultimate power to end the live.
Yeah, that's kind of why Dustin done it this way, because that way either one of us can end the live and stuff. Just makes it easier.
I was never, well, actually I was an admin mod, but I was extremely inexperienced. But when I was just a regular managing mod, I liked it better back then. But it wasn't for Dustin, it was for another social media thing. And
I think the reason why Dustin did it with me is because I was already running my own channel anyway. So I knew
your experience. With me, actually I don't expect to be any kind of mod, but if someone did, my experience is just regular managing mod, you know, or I could be just a regular mod. It don't matter to me, but I don't expect any wrenches or anything. I said a wrenches means nothing to me, you know. I know some people I've had a wrench on other, you know, channels, and I don't even really enforce the wrench too much, you know, unless someone asks me to, you know, if the owner says, you know what, I want this person booted off, and I said, okay, you know, just do it, you know. But I think, like I said, the one thing why Ziegler was fired is because he didn't have the spine. Him and Josh McDaniels were bros before hoes, and that's why they're gone. And it's funny that Ziegler is with the Saints. He's with the Saints with Derek Carr.
Ziegler's got another job because the thing is, and people got to realize this, some of the base of our, other than obviously guys like Max who like the Gruden regime, but a lot of the other players, right, outside Hobbs was Gruden as well. Like there's a couple, and Trayvon.
Yeah.
But a lot of the other players, like the free agents, like Adam Butler and whatever, those Devontae Adams, those were guys that were brought in by Ziegler.
Yeah. Well,
so there's a lot of players on this team right now that are like players that Ziegler brought in, like Spillane too, is another one.
Yeah, Spillane. Spillane was definitely brought in, and so I don't know if
there's
Zay
guys
Jones
that they drafted and guys
or Jack Jones.
Yeah, there's guys that they drafted and guys that they brought in free agency while they were here, while Ezekiel was here, that are going to be
Yeah.
like fundamental pieces on our team.
Yeah, and I started to see things like Patrick Graham. He liked Clinton Farrell. He did. He didn't want him gone, but Josh McDaniels just wanted to like just clear some of the Gruden guys out, and that's what he wanted to do. He wasn't going to clear them all out, just a lot of them. Like the Clinton Farrell, Mad Max Crosby, definitely not. But I think he wanted Kuntz gone too, Malcolm Kuntz.
Yeah, because of the whole Derek Carr debacle.
Yeah, and I think that it was his arrogance and everything. And Derek Carr, he's a workable guy. He could work with any head coach, but the fact that he had trouble working with Josh McDaniels, that tells you it's all him. It was all him, and and then look at then you saw he wanted to build up on. Aiden O'Connell, and then he got frustrated with Aiden O'Connell, but the problem wasn't Connell, it was him. He was drowning the kid and everything, because he's not patient with the kid. Yeah.
I agree. A lot of it had to do with that and the play call.
Yeah. You got to be patient with any rookie quarterback.
Especially with Boy Hardigreaves' case, because the play calling, not so much, some of it with Josh McDaniels, but at least he was a half-decent play caller, but Boy Hardigreaves was like a shit play caller, man.
Yeah.
He was just running the same plays McDaniels designed, but he didn't know like the right order to call them in or nothing.
But here's the funny thing that a lot of people forget. This is why I never wanted Josh McDaniels. I said, remember, Josh McDaniels, his last year with the Patriots, they were a 6th seed and we were a 5th seed with Rich Bisaccia, and it was Gruden's system. And we were a better team than the Patriots. We were better than them on offense too. Our defense may have not been that great, but our offense was very good, And it was, I thought we should have won that playoff. We were cheated by a stupid whistle because Nate Hobbs thought he heard a whistle from the ref, and it was one of the fans, the Bengal fans, did a whistle, and he thought the game was stopped. And it was. It was crap, though. It was ticker-tacker, but still, we played a close game with the Bengals, and I thought that we did belong in the playoffs there with Derek Carr, despite losing Gruden and everything. But, they were
There's
the
a lot of
AFC
things that kind of went our way. I'm going to be honest, though, that 21, I've said this since then until now, that as much as I'm glad that we finally made the playoffs again, that 2021 team was no perennial playoff team, man.
No.
There was so many fucking gaping. Yeah, we weren't. And there were so many fucking gaping holes still in that roster.
Yeah, but Derek Carr
filled in.
But Derek Carr was the main reason why that team went forward, working with Rich Bisaccia, and Bisaccia was
not just him, Josh Jacobs too.
Yeah. Yeah.
The run game as well. The defense as well. The defense kind of in that year, the defense near the end of the season under Gus Bradley really took a leap forward.
Yeah, I think Gus Bradley he plays too much zone. I don't like the soft zone defense.
Oh, I don't like the soft shit, but there were certain players that were stepping up, like Phylon and our pass rush and other things that were like kind of helped us.
With Gus Bradley, we led the NFL in pass rush.
Casey Hayward was playing well as well.
Yeah, I like Casey Hayward, even though he was a zone. If you think about it, Casey Hayward is like an older version of a Nate Hobbs, a little bit, but smaller. That's what he really is, And I remember some people were saying that Casey Hayward was going to play nickel originally, but he played nickel when he was with the Chargers, but he plays outside corner. But when he's playing that cover 3 defense, he plays outside corner, the zone, And he played pretty good. I thought he was good, and I understand Josh McDaniels did want to keep Casey Hayward, but there was another team that wanted him more than we did, and he was gone.
Yeah, five.
But yeah, I'm saying, but with Josh McDaniels, I think he's got a good offensive mind, but I wouldn't say he's the best play caller. I think he's a good play caller, but I would say there was a few coaches that are better than him, and Andy Reid is one of them. Because Andy Reid, though, and he knows how to get the right guys and everything. And, But I always said with the Patriots though, their team was mostly built on defense than anything. You know, that's what they were. And a lot of people would argue that the best play caller wasn't really Josh McDaniels, but it was Tom Brady.
That's true to an extent.
That's what Skip Bayless
I don't know
would
about
say.
play for him, but he definitely played a big part why they were successful.
Of course, I can't stand Skip Bayless though. He calls himself a Dallas Cowboy fan, but he wears a Tom Brady
I can't
jersey.
stand him, Shannon Sharp, all those.
Shannon Sharp, I can't stand because he talks
Donkey.
shit about the Raiders.
Yeah, because
I
he's
call
a
him-
donkey.
I call him horse face. And I found out that I wasn't actually my father was originally one called him horse face, but I found out that I heard the nickname horse face coming around on the YouTube spectrum too. And it was pretty crazy. But Skip Bayless, man, I made a meme of him like with Tom Brady, like Police Academy. And it was like Tom Brady was like, I want to thank the head coach and all that. And you know, and he's on a podium and everything. And he's all like, whoa! And he goes, there's a prostitute and I'm a married man. And then Robert Kraft says, relax, Tom Brady. It's only Skip Bayless. He's a big fan. And it shows Skip Bayless wearing a woman's dress.
No,
A
I'm
funny
David,
meme
that's
I've
funny
ever
though.
seen. Yeah, it was pretty funny meme. But I had to do that. Then that was way before Tom Brady divorced Giselle. But yeah. That was crazy
Yeah,
though
so
with
what-
Tom Brady. He could have, if he'd retired sooner, I think he would have still been married.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Yeah. Sometimes though, when you're a
Possibility,
player and you like to win,
I feel
you-
like that's the way. Sometimes we're great for all of them, but with certain great
Yeah,
players,
you get
because they always
giant
seem to put the
egos.
game first. No, not
Oh,
not
yeah,
just that.
it's
They
a-
always seem to put the game first because that's like
Yeah.
as much as I hate to say it for the wife's sake or whatever, but
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. Like great players
Yeah.
tend to value the game differently.
Yeah.
Or football.
Yeah,
in
but
general.
Brady time
Or
was
whatever
over.
sport they
Once,
play.
once he won that first ring with Tampa Bay, that was over. It was over before it started.
They should. If we like in hindsight, he probably should have retired after the win with Tampa.
Well, yeah, what happened was when they demoted what's his name, Bruce Arian, from head coach to something else, and they had a coach that would do everything that Tom Brady said. Then all of a sudden, they barely went to the playoffs like they didn't belong, and then they lost, you know. And then Tom Brady retired, you know. Brady knew his body couldn't take any more damage, and he's smart. He was smart to retire, you know. And even a coach of quarterbacks that have been there, like even like Terry Bradshaw said with John Elway, he said John Elway's last Super Bowl. He's not going to play again because he's built. Because every quarterback we feel when you get that win, but you're feeling your body is getting slower and slower, and it's best to quit when you're at your best. That's the best time, to quit or retire. And Tom Brady, he thought he could do it again, and he saw the wear and tear of him, and he wasn't moving the ball as fast as he used to be. His time was over, and I knew it was over. But and like I said, Tom Brady's not a gunslinger. He's not like Peyton Manning where he could throw that ball fast. He's just about time management. He'll do the no huddle, but it's not like he throws those
Yeah, we
deep
should.
laser.
Anyway, let's get back to the thing, man, because I feel like we're going too far off topic.
Yeah.
The Tom Brady talk, man. So let's get back in. Let me see if I can do it. Maybe I can do it because I got the control thing on.
All right.
I just want to see if I can. I don't know if I can do it because I think it's from Dustin's thing. I can read the audio, but I don't know if I can. Oh shit.
So you get. Yeah.
No, I don't think I can do it. I'm just gonna have to remove it and maybe do it from my hand. I don't know if I
Yeah.
can do it from my phone though. No, probably. Can you? Are you on your laptop?
I'm on my laptop.
Did you want to try bringing it up on yours and then I'll put it on the?
Oh, I don't have a topic.
No, I meant the thing we're watching.
Well, you mean like a video?
No, I mean like the Raiders Cresta thing that we're watching because I can't bring it up on my phone.
Oh, I understand. I don't have that video.
So if you can open it up on your laptop, I'll share it.
Let me see if I can get to YouTube.
Yeah, just open it up on YouTube, then go to share screen. And then
Yeah,
open
I have
it
to
up.
share it with you, and you'd have to accept it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's definitely going too far off topic, man. Talking too much about Brady.
Let me see where it's at. What's the what was it with 8P?
Yeah, it should be. If you just go to YouTube and go to the Raiders channel, you should be able to find. It's the latest thing they put out.
Raiders.
Just look for the Raiders on YouTube, and then you'll find
Okay,
it on
look
the
at
videos
Raiders.
or whatever, or live maybe.
Let's see. I see Raiders channel. There's Raiders.
Yeah. Just go to the
2000
Raiders
and-
channel, like the official one.
The official channel. Okay, there's one with the Raiders. Okay, I'm gonna click on that. It has the check mark on it. Okay.
Yeah,
And
'cause
there's
I'm pretty
quick
sure I know where I'm
videos.
kind of.
Okay, let me see their videos. Okay, there's silver. There's one called "The Silver and Black Feels Like Home for Rookie Trey Taylor."
Hang
It's
on, I'll
13
tell you which one it is. It should be
Okay.
the long one.
A long one.
Like 3 Yeah, it's like 3 hours.
3 hours. Oh, that'd be a live. Let me hit.
Yeah, it'd be
live.
on a live. Yeah, check on the Raiders channel live tab.
see.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
should be
this-
the one called Raiders 2024 Media Day Live Roundtable.
Media Day Live. Oh, it's 11. It was posted 11 hours ago.
Yeah, that's the one. Bring that up.
Let me see. Wait, first
Just
pause
go
it.
to
Oops.
Yeah, go to share screen, and then it will come under the guest panel. I can
Yeah.
add it on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, have you got it?
Yeah, I just need to hit the present. I think it's present. Yeah.
Yeah, present.
Then-
Yeah.
Then video. Let's see. Share screen. Okay. I haven't been doing this for a while.
That's all good, man. Take time.
All right. Let's see. Click on that one and share it, and I'll have to.
Yep,
I'll hit.
that's got it.
All right. Let me get to. Then I'll hit.
You got
Let
it?
me, I'm gonna hit the play button. Let me see. Yep.
Key phone when I joined.
And I can get the same great deals as new
There we go.
customers.
No, just try and fast forward a bit if you can.
Okay.
Visit Vanguard.com/fixed income.
I think
gotta
we're up to
hit
about the
skip
half,
on that.
Try about halfway. Yeah, once the ad's over, just try to go to
To
about halfway.
Raiders Media Day. It's
All
Raiders
right.
Roundtable
Try to
brought
find
to you
my-
by America.
How about
It was-
let's
Just
see
have
that?
the energy and it's being displayed.
Is it
even
further
in
than
that
this,
No,
right?
keep going.
different game
Keep,
from
yeah,
when me
keep
and
going. Keep going.
EA played. I mean,
Let me
coach is a little bit
see.
older.
I think it was.
They told you what to do.
Wait, I think I know where it's at.
Yes, sir. What's up,
It was
but now it's
a
a little
little bit
right?
right here when AP was gone.
Yes, Antonio Pierce, how great
He's
is
about
that? Appreciate you,
Coach.
over
We're able
right
to get
there.
Max Crosby to come in here, and we're looking
Oh wait,
forward
we
to
did
that.
Max
How about
Crosby.
that?
Yeah.
As
We did
Max
Max, they keep
joins
going,
us,
yeah.
and
Nice 1-2 punch, huh?
he's now a vet. Hey,
yeah.
you're now a veteran.
It's a blessing. I knew today was a day.
How about right
I
here?
don't think we did
So
trade
go-
one yet, so yeah, just I think we trade one after Max.
So go a little further.
No,
Oh, that's
it's-
Devontae
it's-
Adams. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Devontae. Keep going.
Oh wait. Okay, we didn't do.
We did Mayo, right?
Oh, I.
Maybe we're
Here,
doing. I
this
think
one.
we were doing
Yeah,
Devontae.
Michael Mayer.
We didn't
Yeah.
finish.
Everybody
Michael
says
Mayer.
Wanna go
it's
I think we
Devontae?
missed some of Devontae.
Beautiful kids.
Yeah, I think we were on
From
Devontae at
whoever
the time,
seen
but I
him
don't think.
But
I'll go.
Yeah, that's about right.
two
That's
guys
close
that I
enough,
mean,
man.
I
All
spoke
right.
to the rookies, did like a little panel
After
with
him
them
is
and telling them what to expect, you
is
know, how to
Ma-
get
Michael
acclimated to
Mayer.
the league, all these things, sharing a few stories, just trying to make them
Yeah, I
laugh a
think
little
we're
bit.
we're
I
up
see
to
Bowers
hear
in the
what
front row
Devontae
like,
said.
I know.
Yeah.
no smile. I'm like,
I'll just bring down
all
the
right,
others.
I'm not ready to play. All right, you don't need to. I don't need to say too much to him. So we got some young dudes, but you know, having that that young freshness in there is going to be good for us. Mike, you know, getting baptized by Max a few times early.
saw
I'm
that.
sure the same thing is going to happen with 19s or 89 now. So, you know, we're looking forward to it. These guys are going to bring a lot of juice for us, and you know, I'm going to keep being me, trying to do everything I can to help this team win. And you know, same with Jacoby, Trey, and the rest of the guys. So it's you know, we're shaping out to have a good situation in front of us.
Talk to us a little bit about that baptized people talk about Max, and you know,
Yeah.
and how about you and some of the young corners or the old corners
Yeah.
and Jack and being able to have that competition? What is it like in practice?
It's good. Well, I baptized Jack actually when he was on the Patriots still.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, when they came here and practiced against him, I got
That's
him.
right.
got him
Yes.
good,
Yeah. I was there for that.
Oh,
that
my
was.
goodness.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was Jack. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. On the right side.
And everybody else too.
We haven't spoke about it one time, which is funny. I know when he first saw me, that was all he could think about. But I learned a lot about him in that in that experience. That he a fighter, he's a dog, and I saw a quote he had after he picked off A-Rod that same year. So I don't think we played. We might have played him that year. Did we play?
We called him late.
Yeah, we did because that was when Chandler had the.
that's Chandler. Yeah.
But I didn't. He never covered me that game. But he got a pick against A-Rod, and he said, "I told that man not to throw my way." I love that. That's a dog. He's definitely a man full of quotes. But yeah, we got it happens, man. Thing is when you got a guy like me or a guy like Max, sometimes on the other side it's not even totally up to you. You may do the right thing, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Before we have some fun with you, one more quick one. I talk to caddies around town who see you golf. They say you're playing amazing. Your wife loves this town.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask, Devontae in Vegas, they say, everything I see from Instagram and your family, how much you love this city and how much you know people all around town. Tell us about that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean, you probably talk to the right caddies.
Yeah.
For sure. But golfing, I keep it real simple, man. Family and golf, and I kind of just sprinkle a few things here and there, but people always ask me what I attribute a lot of my success to, and it's just keeping it real, structured. Same with Max. He kind of follows his regimen and stays within that, and it kind of helps you stay focused, and it allows you to have your fun, but also keep the main thing, and that's what Vegas has kind of allowed for me.
Right. We're gonna have some fun with you right now. We're gonna put some of your teammates together. We're gonna kind of put their bodies together. We're gonna have you make a decision on who it is.
All right.
Here we go. Look at the screen.
Okay, that's easy. That's me. And Tyree.
There it is. Boom. That was the easy one right
All
there.
right.
All right. It's gonna get tougher though. It's gonna get tougher. Here we go.
Okay, we got Aiden and Colton.
Man, all right, hold up now. What's tough? What's tough? Okay, it's gonna get tougher.
I'm good at these.
I see.
Okay, we got Trey. And that's somebody new.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is someone new.
That is somebody new.
It's somewhat new.
Yeah. Is that Chris and Trey?
Nope.
It's Trey and.
Yeah.
All right.
Final one for you. Here we go.
All right, that's Marcus and.
That look like somebody I know.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Who is
Trayvon Mullen, Merrick. Trayvon Merrick. I mean,
you're gonna kick yourself when you.
I know exactly who that is.
You're gonna kick yourself.
I know exactly who that is.
That's Marcus and Trey.
No.
There it is. They're always together. They're always together. That's why I said you're gonna kick yourself. They're always together.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Devontae, thank you for joining us here. You got a busy day today. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Always,
Thanks for
man.
having me, as always.
You're the one, dude.
Appreciate
Got
you.
it.
You're the
All
one.
Like the kicks.
Always.
There it is.
Look at the bottom. You see that? Zoom in on that.
Ooh, money. Money.
Oh,
okay.
You want to see those off?
Don't leave them in your locker. EA will get them.
You ain't lying.
All right, thanks, bro.
Thanks so much. Appreciate you stopping by this at Devontae Adams. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Commercial here. I hate commercials.
Yeah, it was fantastic. For the game at the end. I just want to say before we get to Jacoby Myers, on the radio, right? We always promote Raider Nation Radio, and Q and I take calls, and we encourage the fans to come in.
I
and
hate
do that
ads,
all
man.
the time. And I get a lot of calls where people are like, well, Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets. Devontae's going. I'm not going to the Jets. The Jets were one of the worst teams. Now, Devontae's contract, I say, from what I know, and I've been in this town a long time, EA, everybody says his family, his beautiful kids, they love everything about being here. That's a big part about being a Las Vegas Raider.
It is. You can carve out a spot here. And I think it's not the Vegas that was around 10 years ago. The National Football League is here in town. baseball's trying to get here, basketball's
Yeah.
trying to get here. You can come out here and carve yourself out a great living if you're an athlete here. And he has the right things on his mind, and he's doing the correct
You want
things.
the NBA here, man. You know that.
I know. I want to.
Michael Mayer, kind enough to
Big
join
Mike.
us. How cool
Appreciate you.
is
Big Mike.
this? Big
How you
Mike
doing?
joins us. So
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
good.
it.
We had you last year, and now
Pretty
you're
solid
back.
guy.
And how exciting! First, tell us about the downtime, the off season, what you've been up to before you came
well,
back here.
I think the most important thing for me this offseason was getting healthy, right? I missed the last 3 games of the season with a really weird, bad toe injury. So I just rehabbed all offseason. Got faster, got quicker, strengthened my hips up, strengthened my lower back up, and I feel great. The spring's been great. Got back here April 1st and have had 0 problems with my toe, with my groins, anything. So I feel great. Everything feels great.
That's really it, right? In the off season is you want to get to a point where you're feeling strong, you're feeling like you can do anything you want to do on the football field, and how and who helped you kind of get that plan together.
And I think it's a little bit of a different feeling this year than last year coming in. I really know what to expect now. I really do. I know what I got to put my body through in the off season and in the 5 weeks while we're gone leading up to camp.
Right.
I really know what to do. So I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited for the season, man. We got a great team. We've had a great spring. We've had a lot of fun. We're enjoying it out there. We're enjoying the coaches. We're enjoying everybody. So I'm really happy with how everything's going.
You talked about that after one of the OTA sessions. You said you're having fun.
Yep.
Again, you're excited to come back to work. How important is that for you to be able to have that joy and excitement?
Very important. I think I'm out there playing my best when I can play like that. And that's how I played at Notre Dame. You know, you're out there, you're playing free. You're having fun. You're laughing with your teammates. I mean, that's what football's about. And I think that's what I'm playing my best. And we got a great atmosphere here, a great leaders. It's been awesome. And we're ready to go.
We're talking about the future here, but I want to go back to the past because EA and I are on the pregame show and the postgame show when they scripted plays for you early in games and you go nuts. And then the ball didn't come back to you last year at times. And again, coaches make adjustments. EA and I would say, what is going on? You scripted these plays, run the plays again that worked with Mike early in the game. Do you feel now with the new coaches, Luke Getsy coming in, your relationship with AP, when you get rolling and with Brock coming in here, they're going to stay with you?
Yeah, I think so. I think our offense is going to be very prolific this year. I really do.
Wow.
Getsy's done a great job. The offense that we've installed so far, I mean, there's a little bit more we need to do when camp comes around, but we've installed a ton of the offense. Looks really good. Looks really good. Yeah, looks like a lot of fun.
All right.
Eyes got big there. Eyes got big.
We've been enjoying that and enjoying learning the offense. And Brock's been great. Brock came in. He's a rookie. I mean, obviously as a rookie, I know because I was in that spot last year. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn. That transition from college to the NFL is not an easy one. I'm sure anybody can attest to that. So he's been great. He's learning a ton, and I'm kind of right there with him. And any questions he's got, he knows he can come to me.
Awesome. You know, real quickly, I was just in Chicago for Mike Ditka's Gridiron Greats, and Sylvia Mackey, the Woman of the Year every year, presents an award, and John Mackey. So the Mackey Award and what that means, and Ditka was one of the greatest tight ends of all time.
Right.
All the hype for Brock and the Mackey Awards and the national championships, you at Notre Dame. Dave Casper, who I talked to you about last year, and Raymond Chester. Then you dive into Todd Christensen. And that's like next level. Darren Waller, who played here, the numbers at the tight end position. It's just been a spectacular organization at that position group.
It has, yeah. They just really know how to utilize them.
Yeah.
And they really know strengths and weaknesses, you know? And so that's sort of it. That's part of it is, you know, are we going to run 12 here? Are we going to run 13 here? You know, we got the tight ends to do it.
Yes.
There's plenty of good tight ends on this team. Let me tell you that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I like how
You're in your
May's talking
second
on
year,
the
and you're
utilization of the tight end.
Like, when you look at this organization, of course, there's Max, there's Devontae, the quarterback, but people mention you. How does that feel when you're out about the town? And
yeah, it feels great. I feel like
He's
my
very bulky.
leadership style and where I've been as a leader on this team from last year to this year has jumped tremendously. And that's not just from because of a coaching change or whatever. That's from within me. I've reflected in myself. What do I need to do to get better at football, and what can I do to help this team win? And the tight end room needs a leader. We need a leader, and I think that's what I'm here to do. And it's been fun. It's been really fun leading these guys. We got a great room. We have so much fun. Luke Steckel's been great. The new tight ends coach. He's been great. We've had a lot of fun together.
You love Vegas too. This whole Vegas thing coming from Notre Dame. What was different when you got here? Now you start to see Summerlin and Green Valley and Henderson and the Strip. What's that been like? I see you.
The weather was different. A lot different. Yeah. So I grew up in Northern Kentucky and then went to Notre Dame. So I was in the Midwest my whole life. And so I came out here and it was a bit of an adjustment, a little bit. But I've loved it, man. I've loved honestly this entire spring, being able to go into the backyard and just sit in the sun and relax and kind of take my mind off football has been great. It's been fun. I'm like, you don't get this everywhere. You really don't. You don't get the sun. You don't get the weather. I know it gets hotter than summer. Who cares about that? But other than that, dude, I'll take the 80, 90, 100. I don't care. As long as that sun's out, I'll take it.
You look like you're ready to strap it up and go play on Sunday.
I could right now. I could play right now easily.
I heard that. Well, we're going to play right now. We're going to play a game with you. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to put some of your teammates together, and you're going to pick who these guys are. So we've been having a lot of fun with it. Here we go. Who's that?
That is Daniel Carlson and Max Crosby.
Oh, good at this. Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Who's the next one?
All right.
Nate Hobbs and Jacoby Myers.
Oh,
wow.
2 for 2. It's rolling here.
That's
okay.
right.
All right. Come on, Big Mike. Here's the round 3.
This has been the tough one.
That has.
I know Dylan's in there. The O-line Dylan's in there.
Dylan Parham and Adam Butler.
Max was 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Now, I mean,
Max got this one.
Yeah, Max.
Max got this one.
This one's been the tough one.
Yeah.
Wilkins?
No. Adam Butler and Dylan Parham.
Adam Butler.
Tough, because they kind of look together
Look like
already.
it could be one dude.
Yeah, it could be one dude anyway.
This will be the toughest one for you, though. Here we go. The toughest one.
Me and Robert Spillane.
Boom!
Boy, Spill, look at that forehead.
That's fantastic.
Michael, thanks for doing this, man. Enjoy Vegas, and we'll see you out in Costa Mesa. And we'll see you around the building. And thanks for being such a great
Always
leader.
enjoy talking.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Excited.
Thanks, Big Mike.
Yeah, as EA says, Big Mike there, man.
Big Mike, man.
One of your
Don't mess around.
favorites.
Don't mess around with Big Mike.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna have we got a quarterback coming here. The other one. So
all right, here we go.
Aiden's coming up on the other side. What a great day! It is Media Day, brought to you by America First Credit Union, right here at Intermountain Healthcare Performance Center.
Well, I must have been disconnected with
just a lot
Michael
of
Mayer.
a lot of hard work went into this, a lot of
What's that?
sacrifices, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I must have been disconnected when my computer went off.
Myself playing.
Oh, okay. We're still
In the
playing.
2023 NFL
Yeah.
Draft,
All right, I can play
the
it
Las
still.
Vegas Raiders select Tyree Wilson.
But if you want,
defensive
did you want to
end,
end the live?
Texas Tech.
It's different. I never went
Is that?
through this.
I think that's all that's there. Let me
It's
check.
all business, and I'm excited. Not everybody got the opportunity to go through that
Ina
process,
Connell.
and I was blessed, so I had to take
And I-
advantage of it.
Yeah, I saw.
And kind of crazy that this.
I didn't
this
see
company
Brock
all-
Bowers
you
though.
know,
We can
But-
watch the rest
First time
later because we
living-
just finished the
living out of
Maya
Texas.
one, the Maya one.
Really,
All right.
It was just
Okay,
all
I'll stop sharing then.
We'll
emotions
probably
running back my head.
yeah.
I was really
We can
focused on the fans.
maybe come back to the Tyree one next live or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that
'Cause
sounds
we've
fair.
been going
All
for
right.
almost 4 hours now, so.
Yeah, I went longer than I thought because I said to
Good, sir.
Dustin that I wouldn't. It actually went past my limits because I was going to be here for an hour. But yeah, I went a little further than I thought.
Yeah. We had a couple of good topics here, but I think we'll save them for next time.
Yeah.
When Dustin's
All
away.
right. Yeah. Probably
Because
come back on
they're
Wednesday.
his topics, I think. I think one of them is
Yeah.
mine, but the rest is his, I think. So I'll save
Yeah.
them for next time.
Yeah. All right then. Oh. All right then. I'll see you later, man.
Have a good one. I'll end the live there.
You too.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for another one. Shout out to everyone who joined us in the panel today, Rudy and all that. And shout out to everyone who dropped by the chat. And shout out to everyone who's going to be checking the replay. Be sure to check us out. What's today? Today's Tuesday, Monday show for you guys. Tuesday for me. So we'll see you guys again on Wednesday for you guys. Thursday for me. So we'll see you guys again on Wednesday evening, 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 Eastern. So I hope you check in for the next one. When we bring up more Raiders content for you guys. Still got a lot of stuff to talk about. We'll talk more, watch more of the presser, talk more about what was said in the presser, as well as talk about some other topics regarding rookie players, UDFAs, and all the other kind of players that we're bringing into the building. What to look forward to in the preseason and all that kind of thing. So be sure to tune in for that one. And as always, man, Raider Nation for life. Raiders until we die. That's how it goes. So have a good one, guys. Be sure to check out the next one.